Won't mince my words there. Just like
Women's cricket has very few good commentators.
yeah.
Like I think
अरे
Mel Jones.
men's में भी she's just so मतलब क्या चल रहा है भाई? Like
Hey, Mithali Raj, yeah, let's go.
oh, I thought Mithali and Bhushan.
Oh, we're live and welcome
Wow.
to this particular watch along. Thanks for that, producer. Absolutely throwing us under the bus. But look, I mean, sometimes we do things very casually in this watch along. It's going to be the same, but it's going to be absolutely fun because I'll tell you what, the Women's Premier League auctions happening. We're going to be doing Watchalong cricket.com pretty much unlike any other YouTube channels. Of course, join us and get chatty and like this video for starters. Now, I have two people who I'm going to call them experts for this watch along because they are. We have a new face in Neha Shetty joining us. Thanks so much, Neha, for making your time fair this afternoon.
Hi guys, I'm really happy to be here. Looking forward to the discussion ahead.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's your in-studio debut, but we'll throw you some gentle looseners. But a man that I'll definitely not throw gentle looseners to is, of course, my mate is, of course, Akshay Kumar Swami joining us right now. Sorry, I keep looking at the TV above us. But how are you feeling? WPL auction. It's good that the full house is all RCB, all Kaladigas. Great. So, of course, points for us in that. But your first thoughts, boy?
I mean, really looking forward to how Gujarat Giants go about their business.
Yeah.
As an RCB fan, again, sorry guys, had to bring that up. What, it took me like 3 minutes, just 3 minutes into the live, I've already brought that up. But yeah, just looking forward to who RCB go for. They do have a couple of important slots to fill. Mumbai and Delhi, I'm expecting them to have a slightly more passive auction, so to say, not a lot of bidding to be done. If they are interested in just sort of, raising prices for other teams, making it more difficult. So it'll be great to watch. Luke Williams, the new coach for RCB, that's also interesting to see. He's recently won the WPL for Adelaide Strikers. A couple of names there as well. There's Amanda Wellington coming from the same side. So a player that Avnish is really looking forward to in terms of, coming into RCB. You never know. You never know.
There's so many names which, of course, will catch my eye and yours, of course. If you guys do watch women's cricket, I'm hoping that you guys will be peering to this auction. And Neha, it just hits me straight away that you look at, I don't know, Dottin, for example, Shabnam Ismail. You're talking even to a certain degree the Sri Lankan great Natapatu. I mean, there's so many names. Which one catches your eye?
I think for me, it definitely has to be Chamari Attappattu, right?
Yeah.
The WPL season she's had, amassing the runs for Sydney Thunder and single-handedly, managing that batting. I think she's been super impressive. She's definitely one I'm looking forward to. And even Shabnam Ismail for that matter. I mean, we've seen how she's consistently performed at the international stage and even franchisee T20 tournaments, be it like the 100 or even the WPL.
So who do you think will earn more or get more money?
I'm hoping. Yeah.
Putting you on the spot here. Attappattu or Ismail?
Okay, I'll go first. I think it's going to be Chamari Attappattu because she might really stand a good chance. But now that we see even Deandra Dottin, right?
Yeah.
She's her base cap is just like 50 lakhs. So that also seems like a possibility, no?
Okay, yeah, they're doing a poll, of course, with regards to the broadcasters, Akshay. As we can see, 59% going for Annabelle Sutherland. Are you surprised?
Genuinely surprised, not sure. I mean, Annabelle Sutherland, to be honest, I would personally look at her as a batting all-rounder. Bowling value wasn't really, there wasn't really a lot of bowling value from her, even for the Gujarat Giants. And if you remember the test series that happened, the Ashes series, she was, again, fantastic with the bat. I'm not sure why are people sort of, looking at her as the most expensive player because top order slots, not too many of them are vacant. Gujarat Giants will be the one team that will be active. But I don't see who else will be bidding. Shabnam Ismail, on the other hand, UP Warriors will be looking for the fast bowler. Gujarat Giants will be looking for the fast bowler. RCB is looking for the fast bowler. So logically, I'm thinking Shabnam Ismail would be that one player who would sort of, command a lot of money, command a lot of bids.
Yeah.
So I'm genuinely surprised with that. But yeah, you never know. Auction dynamics, that'll be the buzzword for the day. For sure.
100%. The tug of war for Shabnam, I can't dispute that because look, there'll be so much of cash to be spent over here. And you talk about even the previous auction, which happened, the mega auction, which happened earlier this year for the main tournament, the first tournament. It was, 12 crores in the kitty for everyone?
Yep.
And like you said, Gujarat having the biggest bank right now, and then UP, and then Bangalore. So let's see how it is. The Ambanis are ready. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff in terms of the auction. And it's going to be fun, guys, because look, we'll look at this particular event maybe in 2034, 2036 and be like, dude, remember that? We did it for the second auction. We did it for the first auction as well. But it'll be fun to see. Remember, only 21 Indians who feature in this auction, right?
Yeah.
So
21 Indian slots.
Slots,
Yeah,
beg your
yeah,
pardon.
yeah,
So
yeah.
30 slots totally,
Yeah,
9
yeah.
overseas slots. And like I mentioned, a few interesting names there with regards to international pedigree. look, let's address the elephant in the room. RCB, of course.
Of course.
Not the best of starts to the tournament, just like how the boys were way back in 2008 as well. What are the learnings personally, and what would you like to see them do in the auction?
So I think RCB had a very difficult season one,
Yeah.
as we were
Turbulent.
turbulent
To
season.
say the least.
Yeah.
And I think they found a lot of their form like much later in the tournament. So I think this time around they'll be coming in with this fresh approach, and they've released a couple of players, domestic players who they thought wouldn't add a lot of value. So I think entering this auction, they would want to fill in those loopholes that kind of came to bite them back.
But can they? Can they?
I think with the purse money they have, that is like 3.35 crores, definitely you can get those good players from the domestic setup as well, because we've had the senior women's interzonal T20 trophy, we've had the senior women's T20 trophy. So you have a pool of players to pick from as well, right? So I'm feeling confident that RCB can still pick some good players, but it's just about getting the playing 11 right, which of course
is
has
always a talking point. RCB teams, regardless, I'm pretty sure in 10 years we're having RCB inter-school competitions. We'll still be debating that. But Akshay, she makes a good point there. How are you looking at this from an RCB fan perspective? Hand on heart, obviously we want all the big names, but you would talk to me about your 11, and I like the look of it. So please tell the viewers and enlighten us.
Yeah, again, all the bias aside, at least to the best of my abilities.
He tries.
I try. I genuinely do try,
Yeah.
but I really felt, and I still do feel, that RCB had a very, very, very competent core last time around, and I'm happy to see that they've retained most of it. Unlike the RCB of yore, who just go around chopping and changing and letting go of players left, right, and center. Thankfully, none of that. They've retained majority of the core. And in terms of players that I would personally want, there are a couple of left field choices, to say the least, and one obvious one in Shabnam Ismail. Your all-face pace bowler. It'll be great to have her, because having her would sort of help us have a partner for Renuka Thakur in the beginning, and at the end have a partner for Shriyanka Patil. Middle overs, maybe we've already got, once again, the likes of Shriyanka Patil. There's also Asha Shobna, who I genuinely love. I still can't believe after that first game, they just dropped her for the next 5 games. Absolutely unnecessary, but yeah, let's hope that won't be the case this time around. In terms of, other options, Sophie Molyneux is one player that I'm really looking forward to, and I hope RCB go for her.
Yeah.
I know she's not played for the last year or so, or more than that, in fact. In fact, she even backed out of this year's WPL. But again, she's literally going to help us fill that one vacant, one sort of gap that we have, which is slow left armer who can also, she's a handy bat, more than a handy bat. I would personally drop Heather Knight. Again, no offense, she's done well for us. But Heather Knight, already we have an off spinner in Shriyanka Patil. We have enough batting value at the top. I don't think Heather Knight will add a lot of batting value. Sophie Molyneux, on the other hand, coming in, that slow left arm option gives us variety. A left hand bat down the order, so also helps us increase our depth. So that's one more name that I really hope RCB go for.
Yeah.
Ola Pendergast, that's my personal wish list. Yeah, exactly. That's a part of my personal wish list. I really hope that happens today.
But some very vital points that he mentions, Neha, especially when you look at the stats again, it's quite startling. We were just doing our research, and it's just baffling to see RCB not even in the top 15 wicket takers. In fact, I mean, Shriyanka Patil is 17th in terms of wickets, just 6 wickets for her. Do you think that's the main loophole, like they want to concern in this particular auction? Because they have to go for more for Ismail than an Atapatu, right? Because they have the firepower at the top. You can pretty much close your eyes and pick that top 4, top 5, however you want to shuffle it. I like the addition of another Sophie, of course, with Divine there as well. So what is if you had to throw all your eggs in one basket, what is that basket? Is it the Shabnam Ismail basket? Is it someone like Tara Norris who has an added associate player advantage?
I think RCB, like last season, they didn't have a couple of things work well for them.
Yeah.
But I think this season, especially, with the inclusion of, you brought in the name of
Sophie Molyneux.
Sophie Molyneux.
Yeah.
And I think they can even go for someone like an Amanda J in Wellington, or even someone like Georgia Warren, right?
Yeah.
Because they're spinners. They can bring in wickets as well. And I think RCB would want to put their eggs in the Shabnam Ismail basket, right? Because getting those crucial wickets in the middle overs, that, initial overs.
But guys, isn't it strange that we don't know the venues yet? So how do we kind of base our teams?
In fact, today, they're apparently going to discuss today and decide to ensure there are no logistical constraints, which for the love of God, that's just euphemism for कि बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा नहीं खर्चा करना. Exactly, basic रखो बस.
Just a few disclaimers before we go along in this watch along. If you guys are joining us, please like this video for starters, and of course, Give some love to Akshay and Neha on their Instagrams. You can follow me as well. We'll ask the producer to drop our links in the description. Also, tell a friend about the WPL auction because it is a big event. We can see Saurav Ganguly there. Roger Binney is addressing the dais right now, and lots of teams are waiting. The 5 teams, of course, for lots of players, that is. Now, we'll keep peering slightly about the camera, so don't think we're cockeyed or don't think we're not looking at you, because that is a general rule that I get, the feedback that I get. So, look, this is where we're looking at you, so we'll try looking at the camera as much as possible, but above the camera lens is the TV. We're watching it on Geo Cinema, so sync your streams in accordingly, and we'll call the shots as well. Before we get into the hullabaloo, guys, have to ask you a few vital questions. Talk to me about Indian uncapped players. Who do you guys want to see big picked up for big prices? So many names going around, and you guys are the experts. So Akshay, you first, and then Neha.
Sure. In terms of Indian uncapped players, couple of names who were also part of the recent India A tour. So there's Mannat Kashyap. There was also Kashvi Gautam. Kashvi Gautam, personally, I rate her more. Again, the value that she brings in and the suit. She's a fast bowling all-rounder who can sort of tonk it a bit lower
And
down the order.
where's she from?
Where's she from? That's a good question. Is she from Delhi? I'm not sure that part of it. But yeah, a fast bowling all-rounder, not something you see. I know all-rounder is not how a lot of people actually classify it.
And is she still in her teens or?
Yep, of course. And India A tour mein she, not India A tour, sorry, whatever recent game she's had in the senior women's T20 trophy. I keep getting the name.
Yeah, I know.
It's not
It's a little tricky. It's a little tricky, but
Yeah.
I completely get that. So that's a good name that you shouted out.
Yeah.
Uma Chetri, I've been reading. Is there
Yes,
something in
she is a very impressive talent. I have no idea why she's not already slotted in the main team, but I'm glad to see her, play the A2s. So she is, this left-arm pacer who really brings in so much value to the team. And I feel like if teams can't afford the costlier bowlers, they can definitely go for her as that, domestic pick.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There's some few experienced ones as well. I say experienced because they haven't got an India gig, but Jasia Akhtar comes to mind. She played for the Delhi Capitals last year.
Yeah.
Played as in was a part of the squad.
squad.
No game time.
No
And
game
just
time.
released her.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
And she has a fantastic T20 record. I'm just telling him as well. But
True. Proper bulky, batter who really can give it a proper hit. So that's one more player. Vrinda Dinesh, again, local Bangalorean. So Avnish
We
might be, Avnish is.
I
he's a
just
sucker.
like that, right? Like,
No.
I don't know, because I'm a huge United fan football-wise, and they've always encouraged youth and local talent. Like, I always think that for the similar teams, with regards to even Bangalore, the first good old year where we had so many.
Yep,
We
yep,
came
yep.
so close to silverware in that core of players more than we did. But look, that's a chat for another day.
There's even Ekta Bish, guys.
Yeah.
She's again, been one of the top wicket takers in your domestic tournaments. I feel like she should also really get
Attract a
into-
lot of money.
But
Not
if not,
attract-
at least a bit. That's what she'd be hoping
Which
for.
Indian do you think will attract a lot of money today?
Meghna, I feel personally, I think Meghna will be on top of at least 2 teams' wish list. So
So how much do you think Meghna will attract today? Just close your eyes and put a figure.
I'm actually sort of torn between Meghna and Devika Vaidya because last year also she went for 1.4 crores, which was just I was just thinking, why is she going for 1.4
And now it's
crores?
giving them that kind of increase.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
purse.
That's what's given UP Warriors the kind of purse they do have. So I expect UP Warriors to actually go back for her. They just want to buy her back at cheap.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
But other teams, I think won't let her. It's going to be a dogfight.
Mumbai, Delhi. This is where Mumbai,
Yeah.
Delhi are going to just sort of come in and spoil other teams.
And
but-
Mumbai, I mean, they have an immaculate attack already.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they don't have to really. They have like some 7,000 options. It's insane. Arun N, good to see you in the comments. Annabelle Sutherland should be the highest pick. Good to know your thoughts. Let us know, like Arun N, all your thoughts about this particular auction. Which particular women's names entice you, which are going to be coming out of the bag?
Yep. Or
The
better
draw.
yet, let's have a poll out. Let's have 4 names. Who do you think? I personally think highest bet today would be for Shabnam Ismail. That's my player. Let's have that a part of the poll.
I think it's going to be Chamari Attawa.
Okay, Chamari. Who are you going
I'm
for?
going to go for the broadcast favorite in Sutherland.
Annabelle Sutherland. So let's have these 3 names out, producer Saab. Let's have these 3 names out. Guys, do let us know in the comments. I mean, in the poll, that is. Who do you think will be the most expensive player today?
Please.
I'd be very
And the
surprised.
first name is going to be picked up. So, of course, give
Yeah.
this stream
Yes.
a like. And, of course, let us know in the comments. It's super important that you guys get interactive because I've always said watch-alongs are super interactive as a platform. It's fun. And it's where we're building a community on cricket.com. So, I don't know who we're going to expect in terms of names for this first round. Do we have an idea?
Batters, so it's going to be Phoebe Litchfield.
Yes,
There we
yes,
go.
yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
It's literally...
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
I have to kind of shed some inside story right now because literally 25 minutes ago, I met Neha for the first time and I was like, name me a player who you literally are looking forward to, and she literally said Phoebe
She's
Litchfield.
a
So
young girl,
Yeah,
I mean,
girl. And
age and aside, look at her picture, so young. It's like taken out of a school, high school,
Yeah.
like
All
year-end
right.
book or whatever.
Yeah,
But
in fact, a lot of people
Yes.
were surprised that Phoebe Litchfield wasn't born last year, which which
And
she's
was,
really shown, in
yeah,
international
exactly.
cricket how
Now she's
done,
grown as well.
and straight away there's
Yep.
movement.
UP
Yes.
Warriors come with the first bid. Okay, I'm guessing Gujarat Titans.
Gujarat,
Okay,
yeah.
there's
That's gonna
already a
be-
bidding
that
war. There's
is-
already a bidding
Yeah.
We
war.
love this.
Yep, there we go. But
discussions.
so I'm guessing Phoebe Litchfield is going to be I mean, UP Warriors are probably looking at her as Devika Vaidya's
Yeah,
replacement.
yeah.
Probably up top. I mean, I know she's a number 3, number 4 batter right now in the BBL, in the WPL. But opening with Alisa Healy, then you've got Talia McGrath, then at number 3 there's Kiran. Sandwich between all these Aussies. That's a
There's so
lethal
many.
batting
It's
lineup.
brilliant.
And already got up to 60.
Yep.
She's
there you
already
go.
gone for 60, and I was just going to throw some context in because her base price 30 lakhs.
Yep.
The highest record in terms of the most expensive ever is Indian, of course, 3.4 crores.
Smriti Mandana.
Like Akshay told me, Smriti Mandana. And then who's the foreigner?
3.2, there's Nat Brand, there's Ashley Gardner, both of them went for
Yeah.
3.2.
So it's not going to hover around 2-3, is
highly
it?
unlikely. Highly unlikely, but yeah, we've seen.
It's like the
seen.
first name.
Exactly,
Oh my
exactly.
God. Everyone's just going to be like absolutely excited, can't
Yep.
contain it.
I'm just trying to think for Gujarat Giants, they do need
They
their
have a
top
lot of
orders.
slots,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Their
Yeah.
top orders empty. They've only got Laura Wolfa. They let go of Sophia Dunkley, Deandra Doughton, of course. We remember that whole episode. They let go of who else was
Sorry.
it? Meghana, of course, at the top. Do you think someone like a Phoebe Litchfield would sort of balance the squad out because left-hander?
Definitely. You always need that left-right kind of combination out in the middle.
So you're saying Phoebe and Laura opening, is that how you see it? Or Phoebe probably a number 3, number 4?
I think they can experiment with her at the top and perhaps bring her on later, if she's not excelling there. Because
Guys,
it's gonna be
this
new
is going to
conditions
touch
for
1 crore. It's going to
Yeah.
touch 1 crore. This.
It's already close.
90 lakhs, and it's of course between the UP Warriors and Gujarat Giants. And Gujarat Giants, they've literally kind of, like as you've seen in the preview on cricket.com, they're pressing the factory reset button.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Literally just go and do that. And UP Warriors are not going to hold back. And I love the sort of fight from
95.
table to table.
They've
Which
taken
is
the bid to
madness.
95 lakhs right now. We go. Oh, they've touched 1 CR as well.
1
Gujarat
crore, well
Giants.
done. So, of
Jeez.
course, straight away, Phoebe Litchfield, all you guys watching, please like the stream and really appreciate all you guys,
Gujarat takes away all the Aussies.
all the Aussies. Um,
Very good.
And I'll read the comments from here because obviously I'm far away from my laptop, but I love to go through the comments. Ajit
Budde hoga,
Shalar,
Amir Saab, bata
Sanjay
do.
Papyagiri, Arun N, Zodiac, Amit Gorai. Good to see all you guys right now. So 1 crore exactly.
But
Let's see how it goes, honestly.
I'm
And
still trying
already-
to think. Wait, 1 crore for Gujarat Giants? That's
It's a huge
Oh,
hit to
yeah.
their pocket, though.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's,
and
oh, they've oh,
so
yes.
the Giants.
We have the first.
Wow, the
place.
first ever buy in terms of the second auction, the mini auction of the
Good
WPL.
Congratulations,
Purchase,
yeah.
honestly, yeah.
Definitely good purchase for sure. I was just trying to say 15% of their purse is now gone because of this buy.
So
Danny
that-
Wyatt is the
Let's
next
go.
name. All right, we don't even have time to react to the first name. It's already.
But
a
one
second
second,
name.
really quickly then, do you think that was a steal or do you think that was fair price?
I'll go first. I don't think I could call that a steal, but definitely a good buy for Gujarat Giants given the gaps they had. But Danny White, 30 lakhs base price pick. Is it for RCB? Wait,
No
No,
one's
no.
gonna go.
because
for
I
that.
mean,
I
again,
guess no
guys,
one did.
yeah, we're watching this on mute, so we just have to sort of
Yeah, and a
It's
shout out to
amazing.
all the people watching us, of course. A lot of
Please.
Nia's friends in the comments, a lot of friends of Akshay's as well, and mine as well. So, of course, lovely to see all you people. And it's exciting. It's honestly palpable right now. We can feel it, even though it's mute, like you mentioned.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's mad. Already 17 votes in the poll that we've done on YouTube right now. And so far, can you get the results? Because I've said Sutherland. It's 44% Sutherland.
Hey,
I
come
said
on,
that.
guys.
28% Ismail, 28% Doughton. That's bad. It's
So
so
Okay,
into the
UP Warriors
Warriors.
base
UP
price pick. That's
Wow,
actually
that's
a
a
good buy. That's
steal.
Yeah,
no,
That
that's
is a steal.
That's definitely a steal because again, Danny Wyatt,
Has
Alisa Healy,
experience of
yeah,
playing in
exactly.
India, yeah.
She in fact has a fantastic record in
Yes,
India
yes.
against India as well. Definitely going in her favor. But Danny Wyatt, then there's Alisa
Okay,
Healy.
this is a new name, Bharti Fulmali.
Oh, she's
New
played
name.
for India.
Naeem
in the
Bhai.
past.
For the people who, of
Okay,
course, I mean,
sure.
you lovely
Okay,
cricket, women's
sure.
cricket experts who are nerds and geeks, we have to, of course, resonate with the layman out there
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
true.
I know there are lots of women's cricket fans themselves, but please talk to me about someone like her.
Highly unlikely. I mean, yeah.
She seems like an experienced campaigner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Legacy pick is how I would call it, just like how Chennai went for Pujara, way back 3 years ago.
Which state does she represent?
Asking. Well,
I think she's playing for Railways, right?
You
Okay,
guys are
that's
so
a safe bet.
confident
No,
about
wait.
certain like
That's
things,
actually
like,
a safe bet
ah.
with women's cricketers. That's a safe bet to
Safe
make
bet,
if the
yeah.
player's reasonably good.
Go
Yeah,
unsold.
she goes unsold. Of course, it's a reasonable guess to make. कि हाँ, Railways के लिए
Railways.
खेलते
Stress
होंगे.
Handler, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Girls watching cricket are legends. Arun N, good to see you as well. And
Mona
UP
mentioned,
Hai
again, she
Akshay
played for
Bhai
India.
saying
Yeah.
Sanjay Papigiri. Sanjay, good to see you as well. Let us know also who you guys support in terms of the WPL. There are lots of different.
And why is it
allegiances.
RCB?
I mean, if it's RCB or not. The fourth name out of the kitty is Mona Mishram.
Yeah.
Having previously played for India.
Oh,
played
brilliant.
for Railways
So
as
she's
well.
capped.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is capped batters list of
Yeah.
sets. So of course, we will find a lot more of these names. But just going back to the Danny Wyatt pick as well.
Yeah.
Now they have a solid top order because they've got Danny Wyatt.
She can
They-
open.
Which is why Umid Garai says, why does UP want top order batters?
Devika Vaidya ko choda tha na, so they have to find someone to
Solidify
replace. Exactly.
But in terms of it's not like for like, right?
It's not like for like overseas Indian, so that
Yeah.
also sort of probably.
Oh, here we go. We
Oh,
got a
please,
piece right,
please.
Veda, please. We might get you in the Monday Night Live.
Yeah.
Veda
yeah.
Krishnamurthy, please. I would love it if
Why
you
she
just come to
stayed out of
RCB.
India contention, like, you know?
To be honest, yeah, she's not the worst.
Blood.
Yeah.
That we want to see.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what.
talking about
Yeah,
the
she's
India.
talking in his favor.
I mean, those
in her
numbers.
favor.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Maybe she can come and do a DK, like, revive her
Yes.
career. Something
That
like
would be
that.
She's not the worst of batters for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
and she's a hard worker.
Wait,
Yeah.
did she get a bit just now? Again, guys, we're watching this on.
No.
So it's just,
RCB.
One
Added
second,
element
Veda
of-
Krishnamurti. Oh
And
no,
I'm
that's so
sorry.
sad.
no, most likely, yep, there she goes and sold.
She goes
yet
and
again.
so maybe she'll be
Unfortunately,
bopped back later.
Yeah. Let's hope
It's
for
an
her.
accelerated.
There'll definitely be an accelerated set later on, an accelerated round of auctions later on.
And
Stress
Veda
handler-
Krishnamurti is well, brilliant.
Yeah.
Stress handler, MI doesn't need an auction. They will get anyone that they want in the trade videos. I mean, they have a stellar team.
Hey, Poonam Raut again had brilliant
Yeah.
senior women's interzonal.
Is she one of those players that you just need around the dressing room? You know what I mean?
She offers,
Experience.
yeah, she's that anchor in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect anchor.
She doesn't need to make the play 11, but just to bring
Yeah.
players together.
With the experience, maybe, yeah. But again, which team needs an anchor here? None of them. Because practically every team has an anchor if needed. RCB has Disha. Then if I look at UP Warriors, their top 5 is packed anyway. So
Yeah.
in any
Yeah,
which ways,
yeah.
Poonam can't make way.
In case of an injury, you can probably slot her in, right? The experience she brings in.
See, there's Vrinda Dinesh. There's Uma. I'm thinking of more names. And I'm
Sushma Varma?
Bhai, matlab,
Sushma Verma is.
But she's in the reckoning.
Yeah, she's
right?
there,
In
but
terms of names.
I'd be very surprised if she gets a bit again very slow for the T20 format. Maybe as a keeper backup,
Strike
sure.
rate.
Yeah. What a strike rate of 90.5.
Okay, Naomi Stallenberg. That's a new name.
Yeah, that's a
I
new
think,
name for
yeah,
me as well. to be
Wow,
honest.
that's
yeah,
insane. I was hoping 1 or 2 would stump
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
genuinely
Because they've
stumped.
done all their studying. It's straight away the camera appears to Jayavardhani and the Ambani. So I don't know if Mumbai kind of will unearth another gem. They have so many good ones.
Yeah.
Who is their foreign pros right now? So Hayley Matthews, Isabel Wong.
Amelia.
Nat
That's
Silverbrand
a
and Amelia Kerr. So these
Oh,
were
yeah,
their
you-
4
but
foreigners.
how can you even think of dispersing those 4?
Yeah.
It's insane.
They-
Like who
They were
gets
just so
dropped?
consistent.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And Hayley Matthews could have probably been the first person ever to win like an orange cap and
Yeah,
purple
yeah,
cap.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
And she was a base price pick.
Yeah,
So
so
that-
another one goes unsold.
Yeah.
That was a steal.
Yeah.
Was she an associate player?
Naomi
No,
Stein,
she
no,
is
Australia.
Aussie.
Aussie.
Mentioned.
Hey, Maya Bhushan.
Yeah,
Maya
finally,
Bouchier.
finally a name that
For
I can.
England,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
England, even though she
Yeah.
has like a French sort of nickname.
That's
or
what I was
name,
trying to say.
sorry.
What the pronunciation would probably be, Bouchier, like
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
sounds French. But yeah, again, another one of
order
those
bat.
names. Yeah, I
Correct.
don't think unless Gujarat Giants really want to go and pack their top order with overseas pros, I don't see that happening. Now they've
Yeah.
already got in Laura. I mean, they have Laura and they've already
Yeah.
got in Phoebe Litchfield. Beth Mooney, of course. मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ who's the
Beth
skipper?
Mooney.
Yeah.
Her consistency
Beth Mooney is
WPL,
insane.
yeah.
By the way, all you lovely people watching, please like this particular stream. It's lovely to see all you guys having some say in the comments as well. H Factor for Raat is the only reason why she wasn't picked. But like I said, she's one of those players that you just want around your dressing room. Maybe she'll go back and be bought later.
Hey,
Another
Priya
name,
Punya, my
Priya
God.
Punya comes in
Maybe
now.
She faded out of India
Again, like,
contention, right?
to be honest, it's a good sign that all of these players, again, they're not old,
Yeah.
but yeah, they don't fit into the T20
True.
side of things
100%.
for a reason. So look, a strike rate of 91.8. Who are we kidding? Like you can't. That's
In this day and
unacceptable.
age,
Yeah,
it's
And
exactly.
Poonam Rao, I think, was hovering 92 as well. By the way, let us know, like we asked you just a while ago, we're all hardcore RCB fans in general. So
We're trying to
obviously,
be biased.
yeah,
We're
so
biased.
it literally applies for men's and women's. So let us know in the comments if you guys are like Gujarat Giants fans, Mumbai Indians, Delhi Capitals, or the UP Warriors as well. Another unsold name there. So
Yeah.
right here, right now, just a quick recap. 1 crore has been the breach which has happened
Phoebe Litchfield.
for Phoebe Litchfield, a name that Neha mentioned at the start when I met her. And so far, there's no massive earthquake for an Indian name.
No,
Yeah,
just
Not
not
two,
even
yet.
ripples.
yeah, two
Yeah.
buys so far, both of them overseas. Understandable, not a lot of capped Indian batting options out there.
True.
Yeah.
So uncapped is where you'll see a lot more activity, a lot
Hmm.
more sort of bidding to happen.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm not wrong, the second set again, I'll be guessing this as well. It's all rounders,
Yeah.
Mm.
so that'll also be very interesting to look forward to.
And hi-fi Amit, RCB fan,
That's
obviously
another
goes on to say,
Oh yeah, I thought as much. See, I knew it. That's why she's not done picking my calls. Yes, I stand.
so let's see what this name is, of course, because Binny's passed it. Roger Binny, that is. Sir
Of
Roger
course, yeah.
Binny.
George. Oh yeah,
Georgia
Georgia. Wow.
That's the
Yeah.
name that you mentioned,
Yeah,
Neha.
for 40 lakhs.
She
Yeah,
should go in
100%.
excess of one because
Yeah.
UP will also be
So
looking.
what's your gut feel right now? Do you think she'll surpass Phoebe?
She will
Litchfield?
because she's the first name
Yeah.
in the set, so that actually works in her favor. She will be getting a lot more
Is
wins.
it like automatically any Australian name barring, I think, Naomi? You close your eyes and just buy because they're so supreme.
I mean,
Australia, England, yeah, there will be that bias.
I think there's Tess Flintoff as well.
Yeah, true.
She's a very promising asset.
All rounder,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
fantastic all
Absolutely.
rounder. And
and Georgia Vernon has played so well, no, in the WPL.
exactly,
as well.
exactly.
Her
And she played for the Gujarat Giants, right?
No, Mumbai Indians. She was a part of the Mumbai setup. Didn't get
way.
a
single
You
game,
talk
yeah.
about
It is just-
strength in depth.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
That is madness. By the way, if you guys are watching us for the first time, do like this. And a new face in the house. Let me just reintroduce her for all you guys just tuning in. Neha Shetty. You can follow her on Instagram. Never on the back foot. I hope I got that right.
Yes.
And never be on the back foot. Always attack the day
Yes.
and generally have
Georgia
positive life.
Vernon so
40
good.
lakhs.
Oh, there we
That's a
go.
steal.
That's a steal in the heart,
One
baby.
second.
Yeah.
She's not surpassing Litchfield at all.
Yeah.
Devika
Okay, Devika Vaidya. Now this is another player who should
But
get a
one
lot of
second,
money,
the
but
first
yeah.
RCB buy of the day.
Well
was
done,
Wareham.
well done, well
Brilliant.
done. My
I
coach
think
wants
I
me to
think
toss.
there is a Wareham Road in somewhere in Bangalore. Like we have Cunningham Road.
Yeah,
in
If we
Wareham
don't,
Road.
Amish will make sure that it'll be renamed after her. But
Yeah.
Come on, Georgie.
Yeah.
Come on, Georgie. Brilliant. So Devika Vaidya now, I think she'll also kind of probably be in the reckoning for some teams.
Yeah, definitely. Would be very surprised if
Did
she
the
She
was.
doesn't get picked.
Did,
actually.
did the other 4 teams not see the value of a George Wareham?
Mumbai doesn't need her.
Yeah.
Delhi doesn't need her. It was Gujarat, UP, and RCB. And Gujarat and UP already have their overseas side of things pretty much sorted.
Stacked
So
up,
yeah,
yeah.
so they probably are now focusing.
Unsold.
Oh my goodness!
Devika Vaidya.
Now that's a
does
surprise.
Yeah.
That's probably the first big surprise of
I
the
think
day.
teams also with regards to the Indian talent want to see how much money they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
But
in the end.
And
all
it's
right,
Saturday
there
night,
you
so
go. The
there's gonna be a
broadcasters
bidding
pick.
war, yeah.
Our audience's
and
pick.
no wonder they
Let's
just show
see,
Jay
yeah.
Shah's face as well. during that. Sorry, I'm going to slander them at times. Sneakily, of course, because we don't want to lose our accredits. But look, give us some love in this watch along. We'll answer all your questions, of course. Neha is a proper women's cricket expert. So is Akshay. They can't wait for the WPL, which is just a 22-match tournament. But it seems kind of really good for the women's side of things. Onwards
Why
and
are they
upwards.
focusing on RCB? Wait, have RCB placed the bid?
I don't
No,
know
no.
if
I
they
hope
have.
not. I really hope not.
No.
Please,
No.
please.
Oh,
don't.
okay.
Delhi goes.
Delhi's
Thank God,
going
thank
at it.
God. All right.
Mumbai.
Delhi and Mumbai because they
Interesting.
realize the value.
I'm trying to think.
Quite surprised by Delhi.
Annabelle Sutherland.
Yeah.
And that's why even I went for Annabelle
65.
Sutherland.
Ruk jao, bhai, ruk jao. Time, hai. By the way, Georgia, Wareham, that's.
But the thing
Wareham.
is, what doesn't go in your factors is the fact that Ismail will be picked out later, so people will have smaller
That's why I'm
choices.
surprised.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh my God, this is
Again,
he's not even
again.
batting an eyelid.
Yeah.
It's
Like, very
literally
confident. Mumbai looks like they want her.
But I'm trying to think who will Mumbai play her instead of, because their top
Hmm.
order is packed. Again, their
Yeah, you're
overseas pools are also
natural.
packed. Yeah.
how much in Mumbai have they, Kitty?
2 point something. If I'm not wrong.
2.25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.25. And they have only one overseas player remaining.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
at best she'll be a like for like replacement for Izzy Wong, which again is not right because Izzy Wong is more of
Yeah,
a bowling all rounder.
Mm.
So I'm not sure what's happening there. But this again going back to that Warham pick. Last year I stand correctly, not Mumbai Indians. She was with Gujarat Giants. Or was Heather
Yeah,
Graham.
that's what I'm
Ah.
saying.
Heather Graham I was thinking of. Got the names mixed up there. But very surprised based that she went, for a base price bid.
Hmm.
But yeah, happy
And
to
no,
see
no,
that.
we don't need
1.6.
Sutherland, Vishal.
No,
We already
boss.
have Elise
Yeah.
Perry, we have Divine, we have, of course, not to forget
The night.
Heather
Yeah,
Knight,
Heather
who's
Knight.
there.
Yeah. And now Warham's also made her way
But do
into
you
the
think this
side.
could be RCB strategy to kind of like no? Okay, that's Delhi.
And I know we got rid of Megan Shute and Dan
Jeez,
Van
why-
Kirk. So
Yeah.
1.9 guys,
Why
if I
is-
go to
again,
2
why is
CR.
Delhi Capitals like Delhi's also, if you look at their overseas pros,
Hmm.
they've got Meg Lanning, of course.
Yeah.
Then they've got Laura Harris.
Yeah.
And then I'm drawing blanks. I'm trying to think of this. Marizan Cup, of course. Yeah. Who else was there?
They had
Jess Jonathan,
Yeah.
the one player I wanted in RCB.
And they had
I forgot
Ismail,
that.
right?
No, Ismail was with UP Warriors.
Oh,
And she was.
True. Laura Harris didn't get any game.
yeah,
So
Jess Johnson.
yeah, Jess Johnson
Yeah.
played. Meg Lanning played. Carr played. Who else was there? I'm trying to think. What are the names?
Tara Norris was the first.
Yeah,
one.
but no, associate player. So she wasn't going to be counted as an overseas pro.
So 1 second, the bid currently right now is 200 lakhs, 2 crores.
Yeah.
And they pulled out, or they never want to be part of it, the UP Warriors.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're just happy seeing the show go on.
Yeah.
Okay,
100%.
Delhi Capitals seem to have won the bid there.
and have they? They
Yeah.
have.
Oh.
So it's sold. Well
Wow,
done.
wow,
and
wow.
that is the biggest one of the day so far, doubling Phoebe Litchfield's 1 crore, which is
Jeez.
insane.
Yeah.
So Annabelle Sutherland acquired by
Yep.
Delhi Capitals. So probably that'll be the 4th slot they want to fill.
Probably, I'm just trying to think. I'm drawing blanks in terms of who they had. But yeah, that's probably who they would be looking at now.
Yeah. Now this is a
That's
name
really
that you've
Yeah.
of course predicted that will go for a lot of money in terms of the
Should
Indians.
get some money. Definitely, there should be some activities there. Gujarat Giants. I thought Gujarat Giants will just go
Right,
back to
yeah.
her. Yeah, she probably went for 50, 60 lakhs.
But
last
who
time.
needs an Indian bowling pacer?
Not bowling,
No,
batting, top order
Oh,
batter.
batter, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gujarat Giants is definitely they need a lot of top order batters. Right
Yeah.
now. They just have 3. All 3 of them are overseas, and
Unsold.
Sabinini Meghna
Bro,
also goes
like,
unsold.
so can you guys put a finger to why all the Indian picks are not being sold so
I think
far?
probably the accelerated option they'd want to go.
Yeah,
on.
maybe that's one thing. They're just
Deandra Doctor.
okay.
Here's
yeah.
a name
Yeah, this
for
is
RCB's legacy.
Nah,
A
that's
real-
only Avnish talking.
a
That's only Avnish
reincarnation of
talking.
Gale.
Yeah.
It'll be
Avnish ke saath mat
absolutely
chodiye,
great.
please.
It'll be absolutely brilliant. Just
No,
a
no,
I think
sentimental
I'm just
pick.
like bulk up the batting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sentimental
Unnecessarily.
pick, man. Sentimental pick.
No. Kya celebrate the pick, kya bhai?
Sentimental pick.
Sentimental pick. Okay, no.
Come on, surely we can shell out 50 lakhs.
It's not about the money. It's about the slots. We only have
Yeah.
two
It's just
overseas
about the
slots left.
quality that we can have in our squad. Anything can happen.
Squad
bro.
को लेके क्या
Anything can
करेंगे?
happen.
Playing 11 quality
Yeah.
वाला चाहिए. Squad नहीं.
You just need little strength and depth.
Nah. Luke Williams knows better than.
No one's going to be. No one's going to
Alright,
be Dottin.
that's very surprising. Once again.
Unsold.
Oh.
Deandra Dottin.
Danny might get.
And she's a big
True.
name in the game, by the way, Deandra Dottin.
Especially
So,
now that she's become a T20 globetrotter, she's retired from
Yeah.
international cricket, so a lot of time to
Hey, Nadine Diekler.
Yeah,
She
okay.
plays for South Africa again.
youngster.
player.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, has age on her
Brings
side,
in
clearly.
A lot of experience.
It's Delhi who get her. Yeah, absolutely. The biggest breaking news from the WPL so far.
Yep.
Annabelle Sutherland, 2 crores for Delhi. And they'll be absolutely happy with that. It was Delhi, Mumbai, eventually going Delhi's way. RCB have just got George Wareham.
Yeah, Georgia.
Georgia
Yeah,
Wareham.
if this was the men's auction, then George would.
Georgia
yeah,
Wareham. Georgia
probably
Wareham. I
would.
stand corrected.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of
She
lot of other good names which have gone unsold. Of course, you can follow cricket.com on the live blog for all the written text. Check it out. It's available on the app and the website right now. And give this particular video a like because look, we're the only ones doing a WPL watch-along. WPL auction watch-along. We're going to be doing watch-alongs for the WPL as well.
Look at that. Delhi's first remaining 25 lakhs. So they're not going to do anything for the rest of the night or evening.
Meghna Singh. Do you think she can be that, X Factor pacer? I mean, considering she had very like.
I know.
Not
That's
so
what I've
good
heard.
returns,
So
yeah.
Do you
I've
think
heard.
that was Delhi's thinking? The fact that they just literally premeditated this.
They
And
seem
could
very
be the
keen
case.
to get her.
Yeah. Talk about putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
That is
really,
the
exactly.
Sutherland
Yeah.
basket for sure.
I'm very surprised because if they're not looking at her as a batting all-rounder, then I don't think she adds enough bowling value. But the top order, once again, there's Shefali, there's Meg, then there's Carp, there's Jemmy. And that's why maybe at number 5 is probably where she can come
Just
in.
deepening the batting, I suppose.
Yeah, because Jess Jonathan at number 5 is also decent enough. It's not like she needs
A
to
few
be.
whacks here and
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Meghna Singh
Yeah,
Because
for a best of 4 for 9. That's handy.
that's no. Michael Clark is 6 for 9.
I mean,
Second, yeah.
it can't be one of the one-offs, but maybe it is. But
she's
34
been quite
wickets.
inconsistent,
True.
and
Okay.
dropped from Team India also.
Let's see how teams go about their business in terms of the Indians because so far
She's gotten a bid. I'm just trying. Gujarat Giants probably have bid for. Again, we have to guess that as well because we're watching this on mute. Based on how the camera is just panning. And Gujarat Giants are the ones who've successfully bid for her base price pick. Steal for sure. Again, Meghna Singh. What do you think, Neha? Like Meghna Singh, because I, to be honest, don't know a lot about her to be able to sort of comment on
I
it.
think they just took her because they needed that pace bowling option as well, and that Railways experience kind of really comes in.
Oh, here's the big
100%,
one.
and
Here's the
then
big
Shahaz,
one.
Let's
player of
go.
the day.
Yeah.
Show us some Sri Lankan love for Chamali
She was so disappointed
Atapattu.
not being picked in the
Yeah,
first
I
season.
remember. Yep,
I was
yep,
like so
yep,
sad
yeah,
for her.
yeah.
I think she will get picked. I
And will Jayawardene show us some love, man? Come on.
Interesting. You think that'll play a role? You think Jayawardene would be like, huh?
I mean, 30 lakhs to just have her on your squad
It's
again.
not the 30 lakhs that matters. It's the slot, overseas slot that she takes. So
Yeah.
Mumbai has just one overseas slot remaining. Wait, is she going unsold yet again?
No ways.
Oh.
Imagine Dottin
After
and
the
Atapattu.
WPL she's had, she was
Yeah.
unsold. I don't know what research the teams are doing. Okay,
Exactly.
put that on camera.
That is quite crazy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Delhi could have. She's
Unsold.
gone unsold.
Gujarat
I
Giants.
can't believe she's
Anyone
gone
could.
unsold. Another player who's gone unsold in the WPL auction, which is absolutely like
Disappointing.
hair pulling,
Yeah,
disappointing, eyebrow raising, whatever you want to call it. Deandre Dottin unsold, Atapattu unsold. Who the other big ones? I mean,
All
Indian
Indian,
as well?
all Indian cap
S.
players, but then
Meghna.
Devika Vaidya and S. Meghna in particular
Yeah.
were genuinely big surprises. I still say Devika Vaidya was the first big surprise of the day. But interesting, I mean, don't you think Delhi could have gone for Atapattu, or even Gujarat could have gone for Atapattu instead of Phoebe Litchfield?
I agree.
1 crore, 30 lakhs, pretty much like for like top order, left hand bat.
guys, let us know in the comments as well. I just want to get your thoughts about with regards to the two unsold names, Dottin and of course Atapattu. Sanjay Papigiri going on to say, how is MI able to go up to 1.9 crores? Could they have fulfilled the minimum quota? Good for Sutherland to play under Meg. और कितने openers चाहिए Avnish bhai?
Bhai, bolo
हाँ.
Avnish bhai.
They anyway need only 2 more players. Akshay
Hey,
bhai.
Exactly. Best Heath. Nah. See,
Oh,
the thing is
basis
when
of
we,
30.
yeah, that's the thing. Now, when we see these teams, we're like, "Arey, haan, yeah, this
They
player,
will
that
get
player,
picked,
yeah, and
yeah.
all of that." But we, of course, need to understand.
For sure. Best Heath.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Best Heath. That's a new name. Young name, I'm guessing.
Yeah, plays for England.
Plays for England.
Yeah.
Keeper batch. So this is the keeper section. I'm trying to think. Keepers. Who else? Which team really needs? Gujarat Giants definitely would be one team looking for keepers. They let
Do you
go.
think Mumbai also would want like a backup for Yastika?
Indian.
Because
Just
Indian
Indian,
only?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Unsold.
overseas they have just one slot, so I don't think they would want. And going by the way they bid for Annabelle Sutherland, so they definitely want to go for an all-rounder. Maybe probably as a backup for Izzy Wong. Heather Graham played that role, but she was
Yeah.
a spin all-rounder, so they probably are looking at a pace bowling all-rounder. Sushma
Sushma
Verma,
Verma.
Avnish's
Come
name,
on,
of course.
Sushma. Come on,
Strike rate
Sushma.
early 90s. I remember that, and that's why I was
Yeah.
surprised last year also. Why are Gujarat Giants going for? Even as a backup option, I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
So ask me right now, probably looking for an
81
overseas
points.
pacer. right?
81, not even early 90s. Look
Wow,
at that.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
But
worse
she's
than
a good
Pujara.
keeper though. Like,
Okay, wait, no, I stand. This is
All
T20s,
T20s.
yeah, all T20s, huh? T20 eyes देखना पड़ेगा भाई.
114 not out. So she has that. She has that in a locker.
Okay, to be clear, 114 at a strike rate of 103 means she's played 106 balls.
But not
If
in
she's
T20.
played hard-
How in a T20?
Huh?
How it's a 20 over game.
That's what I'm
yeah, I don't think
saying.
it's answered.
She couldn't have gone for. She wouldn't have played it in the
No. I'm saying on an average, if she strikes at
But that
103,
114
would have
came
come,
now.
of course, of lesser deliveries.
So
of
she
course.
has that in a
Okay,
locker.
Amy
Amy
Jones,
Jones,
that's another
keeper
name.
back,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
another name to look forward to. But again, thinking logically, Gujarat Giants are the only ones who would want a keeper back.
Yeah.
Okay. As a backup or even in the 11. Who was the keeper last year? I know Sushma Verma played a couple of games, but who was the first choice? Did they have an overseas?
No, they
keeper
went for
option?
Sushma Verma itself.
I
Through and
think-
through?
Yeah, they went for Sushma Verma through and through.
Oh wow.
Those,
Then Amy Jones. Then why did they go for Phoebe? Okay,
It was
man,
quite
this is
ridiculous.
bizarre.
Sanjay
Yeah.
going on to say maybe we're all seeing a different game to the franchise.
True, that's very true.
100%.
Very
And by the way, I just appeared to my phone, just 33 likes and 60 people watching.
Exactly,
what are you guys doing? All
guys.
the
Please,
27
please, yep.
people here.
Yeah.
Will the unsold players
Unsold.
have another round? They will.
Yeah, there will be an accelerated
Accelerated.
round. Yeah, 100%. So we'll have to wait. So maybe play. I mean, we can also give some benefit of doubt to the teams that are probably playing holding the cards close to their chest. So let's
Hey,
wait.
Tammy Beaumont. Yeah.
But
Come on,
again,
Tammy.
Tammy Beaumont.
Come on, Tammy.
Again, legacy names.
yeah.
But yeah.
Would you go for Kate Cross?
No, Shabnam Ismail would be my first choice. But again, it depends on the order, right? If Kate Cross comes in the beginning, base price pick probably because Shabnam Ismail will go for plenty. That's for sure.
Definitely. Because she's a specialist pace bowler. There's no
And
doubt about
an
that.
all-phase bowler. That's very important, and we know the pace that she clocks.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have someone like her. RCB, please, right?
That'll be like again sentimental pick in terms of the Dale Steyn void.
Something like that. Something like that. Exactly.
Steyn. And we
And-
picked Steyn in 2009. Or
2008. We had, he played the opening game. But just imagine this lineup.
Unsold.
Understandable again.
I mean,
Bhai,
it's all
So
yeah.
Dottin was understandable.
Yeah. I mean,
Atapattu
Dottin.
was understandable.
No, Atapattu, no.
But it's not.
Dottin also to some extent. I
Amy
would
Jones was understandable.
Hey, Nusrat Parveen.
say. Again, bhai, you also have to see vacancies hai kya,
But all the
gaps hai
Indian
kya.
names also were like,
No, they are definitely surprising. That's what I said.
Yeah,
Na?
yeah.
Devika Vaidya, Ismik, I'm 100% sure they're going to get a
In
bid.
the accelerated auction,
Yeah, exactly.
franchise have some money left. I
Yeah.
think they will get.
They're probably aware. Gujarat Giants in particular, they're aware. If they bid now, Mumbai can just inflate the prices.
but there's something Meghna Singh has done right in terms of being the only Indian sold today. Right?
I mean, she plays
Interesting.
for Railways.
Yeah,
So,
and
but what does she
Mithali
have that
Raj.
all the other players who just came up don't have? Veda, at least Meghna Singh have. Does Meghna Singh have age on her side?
Of course,
Yeah,
she's just
she's
23.
So that's
And-
why do you think she's got the nod more than all the other Indians who's gone unsold?
No, but I agree with her. The Railways connection definitely would have played a role.
Yeah.
Mithali Raj is, of course, a part of that setup. So that
There's even Nushan Al Khadir.
Nushan Al Khadir, exactly. And yeah, that's the end of the first round, which
Yeah.
had what 3 sets, 2 sets. That's it. Just the
That
batters and
whizzed
the
by. That was what, like
fast
pretty
bowlers.
much 30 minutes exactly. Beth Mooney keeps for
Yeah.
Australia whenever he is, and
She
there,
did keep in the first game for Gujarat Giants.
yeah,
Oh,
100%.
I think that's when she like caught the injury.
It's
and
68k
then-
watching.
That's when she
Yes,
got the injury.
Yeah,
it's
exactly. the first
56k watching, 100%. I wish it was.
Yeah, exactly. We hope someday that does happen. In which channel I'm assuming he's asking is WPL auction
Sports
telecasting.
18.
487 on the Tata Sky platform.
Yeah,
if that is.
Sports 18. But yeah, better you can just catch it here.
On
All
Jio
updates, exactly.
Or
Jio Cinema,
cricket.com.
right? Cricket.com.
Cricket.com.
Yeah,
Cricket.com.
exactly. So,
And we're here to entertain your questions as well. So, Shauna, let us know if there's some
Yeah.
questions for us. More than happy to, of course, give them
Definitely.
to Neha and Akshay. And what do you guys make of it so far? The big headline so far is Annabelle Sutherland, 2 crores to Delhi after a lot of back and forth with Delhi and Mumbai. And then there's Phoebe Litchfield as well, went for 1 crore. And RCB getting a
Georgia
good pick of
Yeah.
Georgia went for 40
40
lakhs.
definitely,
Insane.
definitely. And before that, let's also have a couple of polls out.
Yeah.
Most surprising buy so far. Shaunak, let's have that. What do you think? Most surprising buys or most surprising unsold? Madam shocks. Most
I think,
Atapattu,
yeah, I
for
think
sure.
that I think will be a
Devika
hands down
Vaidya.
winner.
To be honest, Devika Vaidya is a bigger surprise because she went for 1.4 crores
In
the
last
first
year,
one,
exactly.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, she's unsold. She's played for India. She represented India. She was also part of the setup in the Bangladesh series. If I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
So, given all of that, very, very, very surprising that she's also gone unsold.
But even Phoebe Litchfield going for that much, like the first
Exactly.
name in the pack.
But Phoebe Litchfield, I also, this is where auction dynamics sort of comes into play because she was the first name. So, a lot of teams have that FOMO, array, if we miss out on her and later on, if we don't get the
that
next
could
in
be.
line. So, that definitely would have played a role. That's always going to be the case.
And
Because,
catch
yeah,
him young. I mean, she's just 20. She can go along.
true.
with it.
That's also true. That's very true. That's very true.
But generally, guys, I mean, so far we've seen the first teams come and go. Half an hour has whizzed by. And
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, do you think who's kind of going to be smiling the most right now? Is it Delhi? Because you look at the point that he mentioned as well. They just have 25 lakhs left in their kitty. It's clear that they had agenda tonight, this morning, and been like, you know what, we're going to go and splash the cash for her. And if we don't get her, maybe they would have gone for someone else like for like, or a really good overseas pro. So do you think they've done the best business so far?
I think, yeah, they have. Getting Annabelle Sutherland was, I think, in their mindset, and snapping her for 2 crores, I think, fits in their scheme of things as well. But I think even RCB, like the RCB fan means like, hey, you know, getting Georgia Warren for 40 lakhs is
100%.
a steal. It adds a lot of like balance to their bowling setup as well. Because I think last season we depended so much on Preeti Bose to, you know, get those
I
wickets,
agree.
which was
Which was
such
very
a
unfortunate.
disaster.
But
Yeah.
again, to be honest, my only concern with the pick is Asha Shobna would ideally start as my my first 11 leg spinner.
yeah.
Given that, I don't think Georgia warrants that spot because I'd rather use that spot for someone like a Sophie Molineux, like I mentioned, because variety chahiye. I don't need 2 leg spinners.
Right.
Last year also we had someone like a Dani Vaniaka who didn't get any game.
And I think I mean, from an RCB perspective, they have obviously Shriyanka Patil, Asha Shobna, like you mentioned,
Yeah, Kanika Ahuja.
and Renuka.
Yeah.
So those three, in terms of out and out good bowlers, is there. It makes it a really good
And
Indian
of
call.
course, Elise Perry and Sophie Devine up top who can
Yeah.
any day.
Correct.
on
And then
them.
if you get a Shabnam to spearhead that attack,
Nothing like it.
that'll be really good. Because even in the power play, I understand that because we didn't have that raw pace, we went for Sophie Devine.
Yeah.
And we, of course, I think Renuka partnered her at times.
Megan Shoot partnered her.
Correct. And it's such a blessing in disguise that Shriyanka Patil is a death bowling option.
Yeah,
Right?
True,
And she's
true.
doing it for
Definitely.
India on a debut.
Yeah.
Shriyanka Patil is definitely the find of the season last year.
Yeah.
Easily.
Certainly.
Yeah,
Correct.
and I know there is some bias, but even then I'll have to say that she's definitely the find of the
Correct.
season. The results are out, by the way.
Yeah,
for the
results are
polls.
out. Of course, all you guys could partake in more such polls coming up
Yeah.
in this watch along, but this is the first one of the day and it's done and dusted. Unfortunately, all the 23% have to put their tail between their legs because Doughton didn't get the bid.
Yeah.
And Shabman Ismail, of course, only time will tell.
Yeah.
Her
I
name's
hope-
yet to pop out of the bag, and I
She
hope
will
that'll be
definitely,
so
yeah.
surprising. We're building her up, and if she just goes unsold,
If Shabnam goes unsold,
Yeah.
हिंदी में कहावत है चुल्लू भर पानी में डूब
correct.
ना
Yeah.
आरसीबी वालों को मैं चुल्लू भर पानी भी नहीं दूंगा चम्मच भर पानी में डूब मरूस खा लो अगर if Shabman Ismail goes unsold, I really don't know what to make of
I
it.
agree. So 40% and Annabelle Sutherland winning that. So I really appreciate all you guys, of course, joining us in this watch along, and let us know who you guys are not just backing for the tournament, but which other players you've heard of or read of that you want to see bid going forward. Also, just want to ask you guys about Gujarat and UP because we saw them partake in few of the deals today. What are they looking at? Because Gujarat, like I said, wholesale changes.
Yeah.
What are their first concerns? Can they attribute it in terms of front loading their options?
So they needed top order batters. Since that was the first set, they've sort of gotten that base covered.
Yeah.
Now in the next set is when they'll again be active. Fast bowlers, they practically have none. They let go of Mansi Joshi. They let go of Monica Patel. They let go of Kim Gart.
Yeah.
They let go of Annabelle Sutherland. So all their pacers have gone. Spinners, they've got Sneh Rana. They've got Ashley Gardner. So spinners, maybe they'll need more variety. Both of them are right arm off spinners. So they will be on the lookout for more spinners as well.
Yeah.
So you can see Gujarat Giants being a lot more active now. In terms of business done so far, Phoebe Litchfield had 1 crore, given that she's a youngster, just a 20-year-old and all of that, definitely goes in her favor, and it's not the worst of buys.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, having now seen Chamari Attappattu go unsold, it seems a bit stupid, but that's how auction dynamics plays. So, yeah.
It's weird because Chamari Attappattu, again, you just mentioned her WPL pedigree as well. Someone like Danny Watt being posted at the top of the order for UP right now, again, does that make sense?
I think with Danny Wyatt, it's the familiarity with the conditions, right? She's been such an experienced campaigner for England. She's played in India for so
True.
long. So I think that could have played a big role in why she was selected. And she's expressed her interest in, playing.
Yeah. Last year itself, she was genuine.
Yeah.
She tweeted those heartbreak emojis when she went unsold. She has a superior record, a fantastic record in India against India.
She's a huge Kohli fan, right?
Huge Kohli fan,
Yeah.
exactly. Of course, Avneesh had to bring that up, guys.
No, I
Surprise,
mean,
surprise.
That's essentially how we kind of came across to her on that
2014 tour.
Yeah,
exactly.
it was insane.
Yeah.
At least hope the teams know where they're going to play. Otherwise, other teams are in a way a bit
True.
of a
Yeah,
disadvantage. So Mumbai, if Delhi's going to be slow, doesn't make sense of this Sutherland move. Yeah, I mean, that's the baffling bit we spoke about at the top of the show as well. The fact that we don't know the venues of the tournament, but we know, of course, that the auction. Phoebe Litchfield, again, another Aussie talent, bright. And let's see how she goes for the Gujarat Giants, who
But,
procured her.
Yeah,
for
on that
1
venue,
crore.
but I really hope Bangalore gets games. It's
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very, very unfortunate that,
All the matches are in
yeah,
Mumbai,
exactly.
yeah.
For some reason, Mumbai is
But
becoming
that's the thing
center.
now, right? So even I'm thinking about it because it's a 5-team tournament. If you have it
Home
in
and away matches.
home and away matches, which we always love, then the thing is for the broadcasters, you have to kind of play back-to-back games and you don't get that much travel time.
अरे भाई IPL चल सकता है तो
But that's
WPL क्यों नहीं
8
चल
teams.
सकता?
But that's 8 teams. You still have 2 days of a gap to travel.
Now 10 teams.
No,
I mean, IPL is 8 teams.
No.
I mean, 10 teams, sorry.
But even then, bhai, if again these are reasons that you would give if you don't want to
think
do it.
about it. But
This
think
is
about
the
it. Even
richest
if you,
cricketing
I
world.
understand,
Yeah.
but think about it, right? From a 5-team perspective, it's anyway just 22 games,
Yeah,
right? And you're kind of putting it in a 2-week window before the men's IPL.
this will happen in Feb most likely, but yeah.
Yeah,
2 weeks before the IPL, which is pretty much the precursor of the last time as well.
Yeah.
Right? So all I'm trying to say is they're time bound.
No, but how? But wait, how can IPL?
Because you won't have you're telling me so you're fine with rest days in the tournament.
in the WPL,
Yeah.
no. Why do you need rest days?
No, because we just
If you're
look at five
traveling,
teams, yeah.
from, of course, UP, I'm guessing.
Oh,
will
you're
play
talking
Ekana.
about the teams themselves.
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought you were talking about the broadcasters. Like, what the hell do broadcasters
No,
have
the
to do?
teams
Yeah.
themselves.
I think that's a fair
Imagine.
point. Yeah, like
No,
the travel might become a big concern.
But if you have to go to the
rest days.
Ikana,
No, but
then you have to go to the
See, last time also, the WPL had teams playing on consecutive days.
Yeah.
And-
because it was all in the same sort of city, right?
But I mean, it's not unheard of, right? Like, it's not like they
Bro,
have to
but think
travel.
about it from a player's perspective.
Fine, then have rest days. I'd rather have.
But then again, then it comes down to the broadcasters and whether they can elongate that tournament because it
I
becomes
think
a
they
2 week to
can.
4 week
I
You
tournament.
can start it earlier, right?
You can start it earlier,
No,
but
but because the India-Australia series ends on the 9th of Jan and the women's team was free from there. तो करो भाई, BCCI के पास 18
I don't know how it works out with the other boards. I mean,
Which-
India and England might be in the clear.
England, Australia, both of them are doing tours of India, and after that, they're not playing anything till.
So New Zealand, South Africa, West Indies, all those teams.
Hi, if BCCI says everyone will just again, like you
Yeah,
said,
money-
put their
But,
tail back.
but
and
that's
come
why I'm
in.
saying the BCCI don't want to make it expand the venues right now till they expand
Which
more
is
teams.
wrong, now because if you want,
But if you
want the
have
game to
rest
grow.
days,
Yeah.
would that really grip the tournament? The IPL never has ever had rest days.
no, I don't have rest day. I mean,
But
come
how?
on,
It's a
I
five
don't
team
have rest
tournament. You
days.
can't have best of both
Okay,
worlds.
yeah, you can have rest days. So how is that affecting you as a viewer? Just trying to understand.
I'm generally saying the tournament loses its buzz if you have rest days
Agreed,
in the
agreed.
group stage.
But I'd rather have that if it's coming at the cost or at the added benefit of me being able to watch a game in Bangalore. I'm more than happy to
But
see
that's
rest
again
days.
like that's a niche sort of audience.
Come on, I'm
talking
pretty
there.
sure there are more people who want to watch
But
games than.
In Bangalore, maybe. But again, that won't be factored in for all venues.
Okay,
correct?
let's do it this way. Have it in Mumbai and Bangalore, or Mumbai, Bangalore, and Delhi at best. Just have it at your major cities at least.
I
But
think that
it was
was a
pretty
huge
baffling even when I was watching the India-England first T20. Not as, like no one.
Just one stand was
The
just
tickets
one
were
stand.
free of cost,
Exactly,
and
which is
then-
stupid again.
Yeah. And then they just occupied like one side of the stadium,
Yeah,
which was
I think, look, for the
ridiculous, yeah.
tournament to grow and for it to come to venues, which I want it to come, they're not going to do it purely because it's a 5-team tournament.
Definitely, and to be honest, I'm 100% sure. I'm confident of RCB fans filling the Chinnaswamy Stadium if
It's not
RCB
hard.
plays here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
there's no way, bro. Kabaddi ka match chal raha hai, kar wahan pe RCB चिल्ला रहे
ISL
हैं.
matches, Bengal
Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
remember clearly, I think because they had double headers last WPL, I mean, the
Yeah.
first WPL as well. And I remember, I think Saturday afternoon the team played and then they had to play on Sunday night,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous. You can't do that in a venue.
In fact,
system.
Gujarat Giants, I remember there was an instance where they played a night game and the noon game the very next day.
Yeah.
So that also happened, which
Yeah.
again is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There needs to be some turnaround time. There needs to be some sort of time for them to refresh themselves.
But even
around
if
that.
you cherry pick the cities, like you said, Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi, it can't be done because again, it's taxing on the players.
Hey, come on,
Travel-
just Bangalore and Mumbai. It's an hour.
and a
क्या
half,
एक घंटे का हाँ hour and a half at best.
They don't care. That's why they even book hotels so close to the stadiums that it's
That's
they limit it as much as
that's
possible.
the bigger point. They don't care.
But even the
They
franchisees won't agree.
Why would
if
they
the
not?
franchisees had to agree, if they have a voting system of let's play in split venues, then they would be like, no chance to make the tournament bigger.
Fine.
But
If,
Yeah, I think incorporating a lot more teams would like help. Na? Then
Yeah.
you can-
true. Okay, if you want to do it in one city, don't do it in Mumbai. Na खेल लिया भाई इतना Mumbai में.
That's
अलग कर दो.
that's a different
He
debate
just
for
wants the
sure.
matches in
I
Bangalore.
really want to because I was this close to going to Mumbai last time. I just couldn't and I couldn't catch a game. I really want to catch a game live.
Yeah, and now the thing is, even if they have that sort of one city sort of thing, now it makes all the more sense to have it in Mumbai because they bloody won the competition, right?
Not just that, they have multiple venues, so they have like 3 stadiums there. And Pune, if you add Pune, they've got 4
Yeah,
venues.
so it just works out best for them. It works out best for everyone involved, the stakeholders as well.
ये तो
Don't
पता है
think-
ना मुंबई कहाँ का पैसा क्या हो रहा है ये सब समझ लो.
But generally, also, I
Money
feel
speaks.
no other city would be able to accommodate that. Because even if, let's be
No,
honest,
no.
if we had to kind
Yeah.
of have it in Karnataka, even Allu doesn't have any sort of
भाई रणजी खेल सकते हैं.
broadcast facilities are not there.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
Not to the extent of not
So you
to
can't host. You can't host.
Mysore.
that. Yeah, but like Bangalore and Mysore, the only ones in Thikia, but in the other ones are Hubli because I think it's hosted a couple of KPL games.
India, it's hosted
But
India.
again, the
it was.
travel time is again 2.5
Yeah.
or 3 hours.
Hubli is
It's
by
not.
flight.
It's
you're
not
saying.
like it's not like Brabon and the Wankhede and even DY Palu.
Bangalore, Mysore is close by.
Yeah, but again, I'm saying like if you have to have a tournament, you need 3 stadiums.
Hubli by flight is not more than an hour.
But then again, talk about the city, Akshay.
I mean,
Bangalore,
when you
we
look at
can't. We
Mumbai,
can't.
they
When you
have
look at Mumbai,
Wankhede.
there are 3
Agreed.
stadiums,
I
which are super
agree.
close.
I'm not denying Mumbai is definitely the front runner. It's definitely
So,
the best
All I'm
option
saying,
out there.
logistically, it works against all of the
I
other
completely
teams.
agree with you on that. But my point is, if like the BCCI claims their motive, their objective with the WPL is to promote women's cricket, then they can't stick to just one city. That's my point. Be if it's difficult, so be it. They should. Bro, 18,000 crore leke
But
agar
they
tum
will
difficulty
in
nahi uthaoge
due
log-
course. But we'll all have
What
to
is
suck
this
it up
due
as fans.
course?
When there's 3 more teams, when there
Three
is
more teams to bahut time hai bhai.
Then we'll have
6
to
teams
wait
is
for it.
coming in 2025.
but the franchisees won't agree itself. It's too taxing.
Could
to
be,
women,
could
bro.
be. Again, it's the see.
Yeah.
We're just discussing as fans here. We don't know what's actually happening behind it. Behind the
It is
scenes.
this reason for sure. Because even if you try to think of it from every perspective, you'll come down to this conclusion.
Agreed. Rest days rakho. I'm not saying
I
at
don't
best
know.
you'll need 3 or 4 rest days. At best.
No, but
Itna
I
to
think
rakh
3 more
sakte ho.
days might really like break the flow. No?
Yeah,
Probably like
breaks
a
the
day.
flow.
Not at once. I'm
But
saying
even-
1 day per
Okay,
week.
okay.
Not at once.
Bro, I don't know how that's going to work out.
Come on, just 1 rest day per week. I'm
But to
100.
just accommodate 3 more venues. How
If
is
not
it?
3, at least 2 venues. Mumbai, Bangalore.
So that's only because you could see the game.
Exactly. Only because Akshay Kumar Swamy could see the game.
So
That's
no,
all I
I'm
care.
talking about literally. Do you think it adds any more value apart from you seeing the games?
Bro, but that's the point of leagues like
I-
these.
Apart from that, I mean, because okay, let's be honest. it's not like you have so many passionate women's cricket fans.
No, Chuck me.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
of
No,
course,
I'm
but
not
who'll
the
actually go
target
to see
audience. Think of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds who
Maybe
actually
so
are
excited
looking
that
up.
the match is happening. in their city.
Exactly. Like for me, I remember what an eye-opener IPL was. Just the fact that the likes of Rahul Dravid, Jacques
I
Kallis, all of
agree.
them
I
are playing
agree.
together.
But do you
Yeah.
think right now in its baby
Nascency.
initial nascency
But this is
phase,
where BCCI and all of that clout comes into picture. They
comes in?
have
But
to.
when they have only 5 teams, they can't, buddy.
Rest
Think
days
about
रख
it.
सकते हो भाई इतना तो नहीं होता.
But does it make
Guys,
sense?
do let us know. Accommodation भी देना है अक्षय भाई. The stakes are high compared to भाई बैंगलोर में accommodation नहीं है क्या?
All I'm trying to say is it's a logistical
मेरे घर पे आ जाओ
nightmare.
भाई.
It's a logistical nightmare. It's not. I mean, UP people might be saying, look, why can't you have it in Green Park? Ek Anand wala.
See, I agree exactly, Darshan. That's what we said. There's Hubli, there's Belgaum, there's Mysore, there's Bangalore.
Yeah,
But they're
host
all
APL
2.5,
matches.
3 hours apart. And
Not
live.
3 hours.
2.5
Drive to
hours.
Bangalore, Belgaum by road to is 12-13
But
hours.
none of these teams will fly their.
They will. Why not?
I mean, sure, even if they do, but that's more taxing.
हाँ भाई.
Because you're going to fly from the Bangalore
तो
airport.
इसीलिए तो rest days रख रहे हो. Rest days भी तो रख रहे हो
I
ना.
don't know.
It's
I
possible
just
if they
think-
want to. I'm 100% sure.
Look, because it's in such, like I keep saying, nascency phase. When the tournament is on, you want back-to-back games. Games come thick and fast in any T20
Yeah, that's the only
competition.
rationale they're keeping it in Mumbai,
Let's be
and they have
honest.
3 venues. No?
But
Which is like,
That's also unfair to teams, right?
What?
Like Gujarat Giants having to play 2 games in a span of 24
Yeah,
hours. Isn't that
definitely.
unfair
It
to
is,
them?
but that's the problem with this tournament right now because it's just 5 teams.
hey, Liya Tahu.
So once it becomes an 8-team
Yeah,
tournament,
we'll have this conversation during
It's
the next
insane.
break. By the way, guys, yeah, the auctions resumed. Leah Tihu, of
And
course, is.
Vishal, he's saying the same thing. We
Yeah,
all want.
exactly, Vishal.
We all want it. Even I want it, but it
Definitely.
can't happen. I'm just playing devil's advocate, guys.
I know, guys. Of course, like this is
Yeah, see,
just
I
like
think
I wouldn't be like I would be absolutely happy to watch an RCB women's game
I
in the
want
Swami.
to. I really want
Whether
to.
it's end stand or hospitality, I would love to go watch it. But
अपने
they
को जो
won't.
सबसे सस्ता टिकट है हाँ भाई ये स्टैंड वैंड का पता नहीं है अपने को.
But they
Liya
won't.
Tahu unsold. Wow,
Unsold.
okay.
Another name
That's-
goes unsold. So
Shabnam Ismail is a part of this set, so
Yes.
she will be here anytime
All of us
soon.
waiting with the
Exactly.
Kim
Kim
Gard.
Gard.
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
played the WPL last year.
Yeah, was the second bowler to get a fifer.
Yeah.
In fact,
Shifted
both the
from
bowlers.
Ireland to
Exactly.
Tara
Australia.
Norris was the other, right?
Tara Norris was the first one. She was the second one, and both of them have been let go by their teams, surprisingly. Kim Gard again. Let's see if she gets a bit, and I hope RCB.
and a goodish WPL. Hoping.
True. But do you think any team will go for her right now?
No, maybe
She
they'll
shares
wait for
her best with
Ireland.
Anand.
I was waiting. I was about to break it up.
Five-
Please, 5 What do you think? What does
RCB
that
lad,
remind you
RCB
of?
lad.
Of
So one
course.
sec, she's unsold as well.
Yep, I'm guessing so. Let's wait. Yep.
Go on.
There's the final.
I don't know what these people at the
Nahi, ruko
auction
bhai,
table have had
matlab-
for lunch because it's clearly very selective. Maybe they've gone for a la carte instead of buffet. Who knows?
Oh,
Hey,
Simran
Simran Dil
Bahadur.
Bahadur,
Yeah,
yeah.
Simran Dil Bahadur. So that's another name that
There's
RCB
a
can
time in
also look at.
2021, she's like paying for
Exactly,
India,
exactly,
getting those
exactly.
wickets,
Yeah.
age on
RCB can go for her as well because we let go of Komal. I actually wanted
Komal's
RCB.
a-
Yeah.
Maybe she's like an understudy to Renuka if she comes into RCB.
I think she can.
And
First
bonus
11.
skills there.
I mean, I'm guessing
But her
Neha.
international returns haven't been that
Yeah,
great.
that's
Even
true.
like in domestic, it's been pretty average.
And
So
Delhi, right?
RCB Women's have got a new head coach, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luke
Luke
Williams.
So he comes with some sort of club.
Yeah,
Won the WPL last week.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Even like
And
was
what are
there
the-
with 100, no?
Yeah.
Are there any Indian experienced faces there?
In
There's
RCB
VR
setup,
Vanita.
she's still there. Oh, Shabnam Ismail. And why is
Oh,
Mumbai bidding?
straight away.
Mumbai is
Straight
here to
away.
spoil RCB's party.
They just
That's
want to
all.
spoil everyone's
I
party,
can't believe
bro.
Mumbai. Yaar, sharam kar lo. Yaar, Delhi वालों
Why
को-
is Delhi considering it?
Delhi don't have
They
money.
can't.
What are they doing? Yeah. Delhi should have
25
let.
lakhs, they're
Yeah,
not
Delhi
doing-
should have let Mumbai.
What's
45
RCB?
lakhs. Oh my god, better
RCB is
RCB on
waiting.
this.
Yep, RCB is bidding. There we go.
Let's
Mumbai's
go,
going. Mumbai's
let's
bidding to
go.
2.1. लिख के ले लो भाई. बस खाली करने आया है RCB का.
Come
This is-
on,
this is
Rajesh.
wrong.
Come on,
Yeah.
Rajesh.
चल
Come on,
Rajesh भाई.
Rajesh.
Oh no.
Again, Rajesh is Rajesh. मैंने बोल भी दो मतलब ऐसा Rajesh.
Rajesh Menon, of
दोस्त नहीं है
course.
अपना.
Good
But-
old Rajesh Menon.
Man, this is unfair. Mumbai यार तुम तो
What
खिलाओगे भी
do you
नहीं.
think Malolan's selling him?
कर ले.
You know, like, do you think that's their top name?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
definitely. Every team was eyeing her.
I'm
no?
surprised. Gujarat. Oh, wait, is the bid with RCB? Sold कर दो जल्दी. अबे
Oh
गुजरात आ
my
गया, of
God,
course.
yeah.
It's a
Wait,
team war.
okay, RCB is just waiting. It's the other two. It's a three-way battle right now. Why is Mumbai bidding this? Absolutely no reason.
Ronita is
but
not taking anything. She lost it against Delhi.
Exactly, Delhi should have let her go, man.
No, but
let her
now
go
it's an
with
ego
Annabelle
thing. It's an
Sutherland.
ego thing from Bali.
Yeah.
It's an ego thing from
Okay,
Bali.
Gujarat have backed out. Mumbai, Ashton,
Oh, and
look
a
at
cheeky
the wink. Look
A
at the
cheeky
wink.
wink.
You filthy bastard.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Pardon my French, guys, but this is. Yeah, this
He's
is.
been
Yeah.
smiling.
Look at this smile. Oh man, they've got her. They've actually got her.
They've got her.
Why?
Shabnam is
Why,
smile.
man? Why RCB? Why?
Oh my
She has
god.
experience of being a coach. I
But
think
where
also
she
But
with
gonna
the-
kahan
where she gonna
khilaoge?
fit into the 11?
They already have 4 options. All
Amy
their 4
Matthews,
options are
Amelia
locked.
Bro,
Clark,
imagine.
Maxim,
Yeah,
So
Izzy Wong.
their new ball pairs Izzy Wong and Shabnam.
No,
No,
they're not dropping Nat or Amelia Kerr or Hayley Matthews.
New ball pair.
They already have 3 other overseas
I
players.
know, but like essentially
They
one of
can't.
those have to go.
No, they won't. Of
I
course,
think
they
Izzy
won't
Wong.
go.
Maybe Amelia Kerr will go.
So it won't. Abe, Amelia Kerr go. It
Then
seems.
why? What do you
Hey,
mean?
she's
Right? Kahan? She's एक तो
Horse for courses sometimes you can't.
कहाँ
win.
horses वो coach वो number 4 पे बैट करती है
someone
4
might
ओवर.
get the access.
Izzy Wong, exactly. It'll be a like-for-like replacement at best for Izzy Wong, but still isn't correct. Izzy Wong had a fantastic season, and I just can't
Is
believe.
Mumbai winning another women's Premier League with that?
I don't
Probably,
know.
yeah. They're playing a different tournament
Kate
right now.
Cross.
Guys, do let us know in the comments. Shaunab, do display a few comments. I really want to know what you guys also think. Are you guys just as surprised as I am, or am I sort of an outlier here? Kate Cross, of course, 30 lakhs. Again, what do you think now?
Maybe
probably,
Izzy
yeah.
Wong won't play this time, saying Satya.
यार
Fanish
बट
well,
गलत
don't
बात है
think.
ना भाई अच्छा खेलेगी और अगर आप
I think
चांस
she
नहीं
will
दोगे
play. I mean, she played
no
for England.
she means that I mean I'm guessing he
Oh,
means
won't
that
play
Shabnam
in the
exactly
playing eleven.
yeah
Right.
which is unfair okay someone's bid for Kate Cross and based on how Malika Sagar plays the hand I'm guessing it's the Gujarat Giants because that's where the team is but they're
He
not
looks
panning
interested?
Kate Cross would have loved to go to Chennai Super Kings, but that's
she's
there.
Yeah,
very
true,
good.
true.
There
And
you go.
Izzy
Alex-
Wong.
yeah.
so is Izzy Wong Amanda Jade Wellington by the way is an RCB fan in fact she even mentioned
Even
explicitly
Alex.
okay RCB have gotten Kate Cross I'm guessing
This
Well
happening.
done, Kate
Yeah.
Cross.
Yes!
We'll take her.
yeah
We'll
base
take
price
her.
so yeah a lot of money
We'll
saved.
take her. And look, Kate Cross
Not
will be a good buy. Bro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
A lot of
Good, good, good.
experience, better than all these Amelia Cares and all for sure.
Calm down,
Bro,
कुछ भी,
calm
कुछ भी.
down.
That
bro,
is not
calm
a
down.
comparison.
Insert Arnab Goswami's
Insert,
name. कुछ भी.
insert.
बस.
Kate Cross, man, pedigree. Amelia Cares
WPL
still
can
yet
have
to
five-
do
no,
it.
it's like
No,
4
no.
overseas players and
One associate player, exactly, Vishal. So, to be clear, only 4 overseas players can be a part of your playing
So
11.
you're saying you'll take Amelia Care in and exchange Elise Perry for her?
Not Elise, Heather Knight.
Ah.
अरे,
Sophie Devine. Sophie Devine.
अरे, roles अलग हैं.
But would you, if you
Amanda
given a choice
Jade
right now?
Wellington.
Okay, wait. Amanda Jade Wellington.
Would
She's
you?
a
Would you?
hardcore
Would you?
RCB fan, by the way.
Would you
Yes.
swap Divine for Amelia Care?
Hard, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Divine is like kind of aging.
Exactly,
And
she's
would bring
young.
in that value.
Yeah. So, okay, Amanda Jade Wellington
Unsold,
has had
I
a
think.
fantastic
Unsold.
WBBL. In
Can
fact,
RCB go for her? I mean,
RCB shouldn't have gone for Georgia, man. They should have gone for her instead of Georgia.
I mean,
I think unsold.
Yeah, now RCB can't go for her because they only have one overseas slot left, so they have to be very, very, very cautious.
Gujarat Giants, where are they?
Kate Cross was commentating last WPL. Yeah, that's true. In fact, Kate Cross was at the
We've
Azad
gone-
Maidan.
And if you remember, we've gone for like Keta Jadhav was also commentating.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what
Dinesh
else to
Karthik regularly.
commentators as
Preeti
well.
Bose, please
Yeah.
ask me to not go.
Yeah.
Buy
Had a
her
horrid
back. Buy her
WPL.
back.
Yeah.
Buy
No,
her back.
No.
Had a horrid WPL, but she's
Not-
very
Not,
economic
not a
bowler.
local
In
player. Not a
domestic,
local
yeah,
player
yeah.
anyway.
No disrespect.
Who was the
but she's good.
Karnataka talents out there?
Right
Yes,
now,
Brinda
Brinda
Dinesh,
Dinesh. That's
yeah.
the only
You'd
one.
want her?
Yeah, she,
Absolutely.
but kahan khilaoge?
Like,
Gujarat.
in the squad.
Yeah, no, it's important to get. No.
Where Mumbai going to play half their
Not
players?
Mumbai, Gujarat.
Where are Mumbai going to play half their players? They're
Wo-
still
iska-
taking players in their squad now.
They're just gonna have the
Again,
bomb
guys,
benches.
pardon
Bro,
my
like it's
French.
about CSK
Mumbai-
taking Santner, not playing him. So why can't we do that? I'm not saying
See-
fill in everyone.
Preeti Bose unsold.
Bro, our
No,
11 is
Amanda.
sorted now.
Oh, no.
Amanda goes unsold. And wait, who came after that? Did someone else come
No,
after that?
unsold.
No.
Unsold.
Ekta Bisht, of course,
No,
yeah.
Preeti Bose came, na?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Preeti Bose came. Unsold,
Hey,
understandably.
Ekta Bisht, I had told her name.
Yeah. But will be difficult. Meanwhile, we've got to
RCB
comment
fans.
RCB fans, Indian flag, RCB, Virat Kohli fans.
ठीक है ये men's cricket हो
Matlab,
गया।
this is just like sentence we need.
QWY, don't clog the
This
chat,
is what we
please.
do for SEO.
RCB commentators, a love story made in heaven.
Okay.
But no, Kate Cross is definitely, she's really good. If you remember, she was, you didn't come to Azad Maidan.
Yes, RCB is going for it.
Oh,
Ekta Bisht.
interesting.
What she did
Slow
a Sky
left arm,
Sports
so that's
documentary.
good. I was telling you that's one.
She did a Sky Sports documentary.
Been
Yeah.
out of favor for India for some
Oh
time
wait,
now, but
there's a bidding war going on. RCB bhai. यार शबनम इस्माइल के लिए तो bid नहीं
Her
लगाते.
best is 7 for 8.
She's a really good. Look at the economy.
Who did
But
that now
domestic
against
season.
them?
It's domestic, so again maybe Nagaland, Arunachal, one of
Yeah.
those sides probably. But
But
she's
even against top flight teams,
she's good. She's
yeah.
good. She's good. Make no
Economical also.
mistake.
It's not
Yeah.
like a minnow beater.
No.
No.
She's
Good.
good.
She played for India. So
Yeah, and she's. I'm guessing this is RCB are looking for a replacement for Preeti Bose.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
a like-for-like replacement there.
definitely.
But yeah, Sophie Molyneux would have. Oh, RCB've got in her.
Yes.
Ekta Bish,
RCB.
Neha's by.
Another
Yeah.
spinner.
Neha wanted Ekta, and Ekta's come to RCB.
So what do you
that's
make
nice.
of the spinning options we've got now, guys?
It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
shaping up really well. Yeah.
But my
This
Alana.
is the spinner I wanted, boy.
And this RCB is like next year.
Yeah,
Abhi se.
But where
But-
would we play her?
yeah, and Ekta Bish. But my problem is again the same problem that we have with Preeti Bose doesn't bat. So Asha, Ekta, Renuka, Shreyanka will be bat kar lete matlab end mein. So that's
But
three.
maybe I would have
And
taken
Kate Cross.
King over Verum.
Probably, yeah, but
We anyway
Khilauri
came
from
in
India.
the-
King has
in our
had
camp.
very decent returns in India. No? When
Yeah,
she
yeah,
played
yeah.
at
But she's
Australia.
very consistent. Like with leg spinners, you usually expect long hops. She's very consistent. She.
Yeah, we'll give that to her. I mean, WPL also. she's-
Yeah.
So
Kind
RCB
of
has
good.
spent 1.3 crores so far
Yeah.
on 3 players.
Yep. They've got but
Unsold.
Kate Cross, Verum,
and
Bish.
Ekta Bish.
So
But
60
Ekta
lakhs.
Bish, I don't know for that
Yeah,
price.
37.
Exactly.
That's the downside. But
Okay, go ahead.
Gohar Sultana again, not sure.
is she related to Nigar Sudhar?
No.
Because-
I corrected myself as well. She plays for Bangladesh. She plays for India. Corrected
I
myself
was like,
immediately.
Dushi
Calm down,
Deshi.
ये बस just to put me on the spot.
No,
Again,
because
a
you
spinner.
quickly came up
Yeah.
with that little thing. So I was like, oh, okay. Really?
No, I just sort of connected the two sultanas.
but
Immediately realized.
speaking of Bangladesh, there is a Bangladesh player. I think,
Marufa.
Marufa,
Yeah.
of course, but
So it's
highly
like-
unlikely. But yeah, कहाँ से मिलेगा like? Because again,
But associate, they're not an associate player.
of course
Bangladesh is not an associate. They're a test
मजाक
player.
कर रहा है बस. No, but the concern with Asian players in particular is most of them are one-dimensional in terms of what they offer.
Yeah.
So again,
Unsold.
Marufa bowler. Even if you look at
Chamari.
Indian options, exactly, that's the problem.
Wish there were more teams, man. Absolutely. This is the
2025,
debate that we are
yeah.
having.
Hey, no Karanavira again, Sri Lankan.
Of
That's why we can't see the game spread to different venues and cities.
37. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, she
Again.
actually-
Yeah, 37.
Ranavira, it's a Sri Lankan name.
Yeah. No
Popping in,
surprise.
you know.
Munaf Goswami seems interested. Yeah. But-
Arey,
Mumbai
Hey,
winning
hey,
second
hey.
title, saying Rohan Patel. Good to see you, Rohan Patel.
Yeah.
Ask us anything that you want. And all you lovely people
I
as
like
well.
Mumbai winning the second time.
Arey,
Mumbai winning
calm
second.
down,
He's already
Arey.
said it in the comments. There are lots of chatty guys to that.
Yeah.
Thanks
Rohan
to our lovely-
Patil, though, we remember he was very keen on knowing up.
But I
a lot of
honestly
things
think
about our
that the
personal life.
community we built on
Yeah.
cricket.com through these watch-alongs, there are lots of course, cricket nerds and geeks. There are lots of quick buggers also in the comments.
Of
Like
course.
very sharp, of course,
Unsold,
gaslight. But the problem with more teams is when we get the quality.
By head.
We
Teams ke
have
liye to,
been,
yeah.
absolutely.
No, I wanted to seed 8. I want to see.
8
At
is a
least
bit of a
8.
stretch, probably right now. 6 to ho sakta hai. 8 ke liye, I don't know enough, so I might be sort of.
And ideally,
No,
you
but-
know what they should have done? Essentially, like I get Gujarat Giants and UP Warriors, two new
UP.
franchises.
IPL, I agree. I
Like
completely
Gujarat
agree.
Titans, women.
Yeah.
And so
Lucknow
that
Super
way,
Giants.
so you have the men's, women's teams, and then you can start like talent schools and
Exactly.
youth academies.
Basically, what the WPL has done.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really agree with you. And it also would have helped in creating fan bases
Yeah.
because you already have an
Yeah.
existing fan base to
And
sort of tap
anyway,
in from.
even when Lalit Modi came out with the IPL as a brainchild, he copied it off the Premier League,
Yeah,
right?
Mhm.
true.
So let's take more pages from that book
Yeah,
where
yeah.
there's relegation division, obviously in the years to
Oh,
come.
would love,
Yeah.
would
But
love
like
for
a
that.
youth academy getting up. So maybe 20 years from now, a girl growing up in Bangalore can actually go to the RCB academy
Yeah.
and try her luck, and you have more local
100%,
talent coming
But
through.
a lot of the men's IPL teams, I think, have.
Oh, this is the name that we all
Yeah,
know.
RCB KCA, Drishya Ivy, again, not a name I'm aware of, but uncapped player, uncapped batter, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
The strike rate of 79 would not inspire any confidence.
I want to know how we can unearth the next Shefali Varmas.
We have Vrinda Dinesh, Shuma Chetri, all of these people.
Like-
No, I'm
coming in.
saying how the WPL obviously will be a tournament to give such a
Definitely.
great pedestal to all these things. But any other hidden gems can you shed light on? Like Uma Chetri is one.
There we go.
Vrinda
Vrinda
Dinesh.
Dinesh.
Vrinda
RCB,
Dinesh is
yeah.
here. Do you think RCB is going for Avnish?
I would hope for.
I
I mean,
think,
just for
Anita
the,
Vyar is also there,
for
part
the
of the
Karnataka
setup.
perspective, let's go for 10 lakhs.
But I
yeah,
think
10
Vrinda Dinesh
lakhs.
went to some UP
You
and
take
her, right?
You
Gujarat
take her.
training camps. And
You take her for 10 lakhs.
Gujarat Giants have already
Absolutely.
placed the bid.
Yeah, they
Would
put
you
her
take
in
a-
the
But you're not
training
getting
camp.
her for 10 lakhs.
20 lakhs.
No, I think
You
there will
won't-
be some.
40
Yeah.
lakhs.
Wait, is she going for okay? 15 someone's bid. Is it RCB? Is
40
it
lakhs?
RCB? Is it RCB?
Okay.
They're just showing. Oh, there you
RCB is
go.
doing-
There
So
you go.
that's VR Vanita playing a part.
Manita.
Yeah.
Probably. You never know. But she's a good player, aggressive. Loved what I saw for in terms of her offside range.
Yeah.
There was-
International trophy.
Yeah,
But who's Karnataka's women's coach?
Is it Mamta Maben? I know she was a part of the setup.
Or Karuna Jain?
No. I think
So
Vanita
Karuna
Vyar was like the.
Coach? I know she was a part of KPL, the Maharaja T20 Trophy, Shumaga Lions. So I don't.
I think she's in like the.
Even in the
coaching side.
Karnataka, this thing. Wait, even no.
Because I
Rosheen
remember
is
reading
the-
Honest and
Vrinda
unpopular
Dinesh, I
opinion,
looked up to
RCB
her
women's
and,
team
like,
is better
coach
than the
and-
RCB men's team.
हाँ वही तो पहले से
I agree.
अनपॉपुलर कहाँ से हो गया भाई ये तो है
I
पॉपुलर
agree,
ये तो
I
है
agree.
सच 60 lakhs oh my goodness for an uncapped player but look at that strike rate 126 she's
Yeah,
really good
And she's young.
loves going and who's placed the
Come
last
on,
bid where she's
RCB,
going
nick
for?
her.
Why
She's,
is smiling
she's from
on?
Karnataka. She's of course
Okay,
gonna be-
65
Oh,
lakhs.
my word.
RCB have bid for her they bid 70 lakhs oh my goodness oh
But
my goodness
man, because of the fact that the strike rate is 126.
she's
that's
aggressive
insane.
yeah
Yeah.
it's usually oh a new
Yeah, but
bidder
no entrant.
yep RCB seems to have
Who's that?
Taking
UP
the
Warriors?
yeah,
UP Warriors.
yeah.
No ways.
But again, UP Warriors have Shweta Sarawat, they have
All the
Parshavi
underrated
Chopra. Yeah,
people,
ये
no?
क्या लेके क्या कर रहे हो खिला तो सही.
Up there, UP Warriors. I think RCB is back though.
Yeah. Now it's too expensive. Yeah, now you can't.
So
blame
Gujarat
RCB.
want her because who else they have? They have Harleen.
They have Harleen, but again, T20s के लिए I personally don't think she's good enough.
But I would just still play Harleen.
I know.
I
Unpopular opinion.
And Harleen just as a fielder, I think she's the best in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Hands down.
Very good
Best in the
fielder.
country, 100%.
But Vrinda Dinesh makes sense because then Vrinda can open with Laura. Phoebe Litchfield will come into that
Three.
familiar number 3, number 4 role, so that
Makes
helps.
sense, yeah.
So makes sense that they're going for her, but
That'll be really bolstering that top order.
Yeah,
but I'm
definitely.
surprised at bidding this much because Devika Vaidya
1.1
Oh
crores
my God.
for this lovely talent.
Yeah.
Vrinda Dinesh, remember the name, just 17 matches in all her T20 so far.
and I'm 100% sure this is the highest bid ever for an Indian uncapped player.
Indian
So that's really good to see. But I'm just trying to think they have Devika Vaidya available for
Watch
a
out
base
for
price bid.
Maya Sonavani.
Get this.
Sure, yeah.
Maya Sonavani?
And where they would give you the extra bowling option as well.
Who's Maya Sonavani?
True. Is that a name that rings any bells?
I think she's again a domestic player. Has played in that women's T20 challenge time
Okay.
as well.
Any is she a bowler, batter? Any idea?
Bowler.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rohan, let's see when she's here. In the meantime,
1.3
crores. That's ridiculous.
She's lighting the
And
stage
just
on
starting
fire.
Oh!
And UP Warriors have
Why?
got her. Nix will be a very happy man. Crazy
Yeah.
Nix, who's with us. Nikhil Popper, he's a big UP Warriors fan. And Vrinda Dinesh. How old is she again? 21?
23.
23.
23. Okay, I thought she was in her
Brilliant.
teens.
Trisha Puchita again. Yeah, I think domestic.
Yeah.
It's so good. I mean, I know I haven't seen most of these women in terms of their shot selection and whatever. But what we've been hearing from people like you, Neha, and Akshay as well, that there's so many young talents, and that's
Just
why the
waiting to be
WPL
uncovered.
is
So this is
insane.
this is actually something I wanted to put forward to Neha in particular. Do you think there's enough talent pool in India, because overseas, yeah, sure, for an 8-team tournament to happen right now? Say in
Absolutely.
2024.
I'll tell you why also. We have 37 domestic teams,
Correct.
okay, including all the railways and all of
But
that.
quality, yeah.
Yeah, in terms of quality as well, we have these players who are just waiting to be unearthed by teams like this, and having like a 6-team or 8-team women's Premier League will do them a world of good. I mean, look at what the WPL has done for Australia.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
It's giving you like 10 options for the same player. It's making it so competitive.
It's crazy.
Imagine Elise Perry being asked to level her game up in T20s because hey,
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
like 10
yeah, that's
people
true,
waiting
yeah.
to take
But
her
it's
role, right?
and they've got her for
Trisha
10 lakhs.
Pujita.
Trisha Pujita,
That's
Pujita,
G
sorry.
Trisha, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's also someone to look. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm guessing
yeah,
would
yeah.
get a
Which
bit
a
or
wicket
two.
keeper.
She's no top order bat.
That, yeah.
Oh, so there's another Trisha Chetty as well. Right?
Oh yeah,
And that is
that's
South
South
African,
Africa.
yeah.
That's
South
South
African
Africa.
one, yeah.
Hey,
for sure.
Jazzy Akhtar.
Jazzy Akhtar, actually.
Come on.
Wait, I wasn't aware she's 35. Jeez.
35
Okay.
and 35.
But yeah,
But she's
But look at those
consistently
numbers,
performing
man.
well.
The
That's
numbers
why
are
I'm
brilliant.
very
Yeah.
Those numbers are brilliant.
took her.
And yeah, 10 lakh to the previous, of course, pick. The Trisha
Agree
Pujita.
with Sanjay there. Last year, this season, she had.
Hats off to her.
Yeah.
She had a couple of important 40s.
She
early.
did play a couple of good knocks.
Every
one
time there's
against-
like a collapse, she was the one
Yeah.
who was holding that back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
even then, she just comes across as one of those quintessential ODI players who sort of needs her time and all that.
Unsold.
Yeah,
That's
I
unbelievable.
mean, I don't know what is it. Maybe we are we looking at it differently, or our franchise?
Because dude, like
looking at it-
Vaishali, who is like with us last WPL, she really liked
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
Arushi
yep.
Goel. Good in the
Jasya.
senior women.
Yeah, Arushi
Okay.
Goel.
Zonal
So
team.
basically, just come back to his question. I just want to like elongate that a little bit, because the inevitable question in women's cricket right now is how the hell do India catch up to England and Australia? England, at least, okay, we can maybe
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
them on a given day, but Australia, it's literally kind of, we need a miracle performance every time. Do we have to rely on such young guns like Vrinda Dinesh to, of course, take Indian cricket forward? Because right now as well, we have a lot of solid players. Mandana is solid, but she won't take the game away from you. Shefali Verma has won, but in the last 1 year in T20, she hasn't given me that much conviction. So are there any names that you can think are like next-gen talents?
I want to start with this, sorry.
Cool.
Before we go into the names, we'll talk about that. I feel when in India, we're still, sort of quite some time away before we sort of start competing against the likes of Australia and England on a regular
Yeah.
basis. Simply because it has to happen at a societal level, at a grassroots
I agree.
level.
That's
all
what I'm
the time.
saying. Next-gen talents. Do you see
Even then,
anyone
even
here?
for that next gen, I still don't, because having sort of had the privilege of being in Sydney, having worked with Sydney Thunder, I've seen how at grassroots level, women's cricket is given just as much emphasis as men's cricket.
So it
I
has
don't
to
think
start there.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
But
no
right now, in the current
differentiation
crop
made.
of names that we have, like say Vrinda
See,
Dinesh,
Uma Chetri, you
Yeah.
have, you have
Yeah.
Brinda Dinesh.
there's
Then
Kashvi Gautam, there's
but will they
Manat
come and
Masha,
play that
Sashim.
fearless brand of cricket?
Yashasvi, Nadja.
Yashasvi.
Like,
Yeah.
will they play that fearless brand of cricket?
Definitely, if they're
yeah.
given opportunities and the platform with a tournament of this stature, definitely.
True.
But you need to have more matches also.
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
know?
yeah,
That's
100%.
Women's league also, yeah.
Shweta Sehrawat, again, make no mistake.
under 19 now.
I was really looking forward to watching her. She didn't get
Captain.
enough game time, and later on, she was demoted to number 7, number 8,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
So that's another name. There's Parshavi Chopra.
And it's
who's-
also crazy, right? Because if you look at it from a women's cricketer perspective, yes, you're going to be in playing for one of these
Yeah,
teams,
yeah.
but you just have 8 opportunities. At
And
least.
it's a lot of pressure, honestly, because
Yeah.
you're giving 4 slots to like your overseas players, plus 1 associate nation team player.
And
Yeah.
also.
even if you have a horrible start to your career in the
Mm.
WPL scheme of things, 2-3 games, it's about your franchise then to take the ownership to give you a longer rope
Yeah.
and have that leap of faith in you, because it's actually kind of a sad case where it's a nature of the beast of the tournament. It's a short tournament, so you have to just come in and
Get going, yeah.
get going. We wanted Saika Ishaq and Sriyanka Padal to just make their debuts for India right after the tournament.
Yeah, even
But it took them
Kanika.
some
Yeah,
while.
Exactly. This is why even Sanjay's point sort of comes into
Yeah.
the picture. When the men's team itself is not moving on from anchors, how do you expect it from the women's team?
Yeah.
And to
I
be
agree
honest,
with you.
even in that Bangladesh tour, the fact that they still stuck to those options that they did before the WPL, despite having seen the likes of Shriyanka Patil, Kanika Ahuja, there's Saika Ishaq, all of these names.
Yet this was a very
Despite that, yeah.
conservative approach. Right?
Exactly. Which is why it was good to see them get most of those basics right in the England series. squad selections, which again we're asking for the bare minimum. Aisa squad
press
heat,
conference,
bas,
please,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So this is the bare minimum. In fact, even in the first game, just today I got to know. I mean, we got to know that is Tita Sadhu. All of us were expecting her to make her debut. You know, she'll come in, not debut, but at least play and all of that. We were in a way. Today we get to know that she apparently was injured. पता ही नहीं चलता.
There's
दो
no
दिन बाद.
transparency.
Yeah, and I think like now they're bringing back at least press conference in the men's
Yeah,
category.
yeah.
That should be much more.
Sarah Bryce,
proactive.
by the way, she apparently trialed for the RCB and again,
Scotland.
yeah, Scottish. So
There's an
associate
Irish
player.
name as well, right? in the
They're
auction.
twin sisters.
Yeah,
by
there's
the way.
Catherine.
Yeah,
Right.
there's Catherine Bryce. They're twin sisters, right? So that's interesting.
Right.
And yeah, she apparently did trial for RCB. So let's
So will
see.
she be sought after because associate angle?
Would definitely,
Definitely,
have.
because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have the fifth option.
Exactly,
yeah.
But again, that means you'll have one less Indian.
True,
player.
but I mean, yeah, like Tara Norris, for example, I really want RCB to go
Yeah.
for because of that left arm angle. Mahika Gaur, I was so
Oh,
disappointed.
Yeah.
Was she the pick of the associates? Tara Norris? Who the other?
She was the
names?
only associate
Only
last
one,
year.
yeah.
Only
No,
one.
no one
Mahika
else.
Gaur, Gujarat Giants did try to place a bet, but unfortunately the auctioneer got it wrong in terms
And
of.
Mahika
but
Kaur
no.
is from where?
Sorry?
Mahika Kaur is from where?
UAE.
Oh,
UAE
Yeah.
and then moved to.
oh, she was a
England.
really like
The
hot
tall,
talent.
yeah,
the
tall.
for sure.
Yeah, and by
And
the
she
way,
had like some schoolgirl success as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
again, my school junior, Mahika Gaur, Tirtha Satish, both of them. So yeah.
Oh
Shout
wow!
out.
Shout out,
Mumbai,
indeed.
yeah.
Like the idea, do you think the BCCI should reward teams for developing players? You can't have them take it away. Allow them to get players from their academies and get away with mega auctions.
That's a
In-
fine line, right? Yeah.
And even in women's cricket, what happens is a lot of these good players from different teams just get scouted by like Railways.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So it just ends up becoming like Railways being the most dominant.
I
team
feel
in
no,
the
sorry.
setup.
I feel Neha's being very polite. Scouted bhi nahi. They get poached by railways.
Yeah.
Other
Because you're
teams.
getting the promise of a job, right?
True,
Why
true.
would you
I'm
want
not
to-
blaming them. I'm not
Yeah.
blaming them. Kudos to Dana Idulji for setting up that entire ecosystem there. But it sort of makes it very difficult
Oh,
for
they
other.
got-
All right,
Yes.
yep. Aparna Mondal has got in a bit.
And
Dada
Ganguly
seems to
likes
be
it.
happy. As that sounds like a Bengali name. Has
Bengali
that
name.
touch.
And she's had a good domestic season, you know. So
Okay,
it makes
okay,
sense. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And Dada's nod of approval. So look, that's the second acquisition that Delhi made, and potentially their last one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they have
without
15
the
lakhs.
money,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they can afford another
One.
10 lakh player.
Yeah, that's it.
And
No Darcy Brown.
Tirtha Satish,
Another
let's
school
go.
junior. I can in fact call my sister right now. They know each other very well. So yeah, for what it's worth, keep her
He's
back.
that's
so
amazing.
good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
For UAE in all the matches.
definitely,
so far, yeah.
definitely,
No,
100%.
generally, even from the family perspective, right? To just see
Yeah,
your
yeah.
daughter
True.
kind of go up in the IPL
Wait,
auction
has someone
screen.
placed the bid? The way they're sort of panning towards Gujarat? No, I don't think so.
No.
No Darcy Brown, good shout, excellent option, but she hasn't registered herself once again, just like last
Who
year.
are some of the other famous
Danny
names?
Mannier,
Yeah,
I
hasn't
think.
registered.
Erin
Megan
Burns?
Shoot, Erin Burns has registered.
Oh,
Megan
okay,
Shoot
okay.
hasn't registered. Darcy Brown hasn't registered.
Erin
Ishwali.
Burns, RCB, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sydney Success,
So
RCB.
all the three that we like to have didn't register.
Erin Burns, if I'm not wrong, did register. The other two didn't. Danny Vanyakirk and Megan Shoot haven't registered.
Shivali Shinde is another
Yep.
name here.
All
Spots up.
keeper bats right now. But yeah, just going back to that discussion, how like if you compare yourself to the likes of Australia and all of that, the infrastructure they have in place, the system they have in place is just so good.
Yeah.
यहाँ अपनी men's cricket का वो scene नहीं है. Women's cricket तो बहुत दूर की बात है.
No.
Like that's unfortunately how people try to rationalize it. First I still remember last year there was a lot of arguments going around. I personally felt 12 crores was too less a kitty to have for the auction. If the men's crow can have,
Uma Chaitri, by the way.
of course, yeah.
I
We'll
will-
save
just
that
come back to that.
conversation.
We'll
Yeah.
just address this comment as well. Malogan, good to see you. How
For
are
a
you
second, I was like, wait, Malul and Rangraj,
Yeah,
what
I
are
was
you
like,
doing here?
what?
How are you going to rationalize for me that the fact that Chamari is not sold to any team so far, as she recently came as a player, the tournament recently concluded WPL.
By the way, that
We
sounds like a
spoke
Sri
about
Lankan
it.
name.
And we spoke about this, Malogan, so really appreciate
Yeah.
you to pop up in the comments.
Yep, but it's very
Neha,
surprising.
just,
Yeah.
go on and reiterate.
Yeah, I think it was quite surprising that she was not picked because I think most of the teams had their batting options like stacked up already. So it felt like maybe in the accelerated auction, if she gets picked up, she might. But then with the overseas quota just being 4, I think they didn't want to like opt for her and go for like more attacking batters, which I think in retrospect,
Okay,
makes sense.
so Uma Chaitri unsold, guys. So that's a
Very
second
kind of
part of the
Yeah.
auction done, and I think there were 8 bags being pulled out. Delhi are kind of happy. Mumbai have got their particular likes, and even RCB have done fair share work so far. So it's good to see that all 5 teams have probably been content. Maybe there would be some sort of back and forth, but everyone's kind of got what they want because Neeta Ambani was happy to bitch with
Nita
Shabnam
Ambani's gotten
Ismail.
what she wants. She's inflated most of the prices of most of these other
Shabnam
players.
Ismail, yeah, absolutely.
Shabnam, Annabelle Sutherland. I'm surprised she didn't place a bit for Vrinda Dinesh बीच में वो भी कर ही लेती कर लो भाई.
But I
But
mean,
then I should just warm the bench.
but to
There's
be
no
fair, those two in particular, Sutherland and Ismail, they warranted those prices. Let's be honest.
It's not about them warranting it or not.
But that invariably happens in an auction, right?
Of course it does. That's the beauty of an auction.
We shouldn't be complaining from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
perspective.
I'm
We
not-
paid 16 crores for Yuvraj, 16 crores for Morris,
Kyle Jamieson also.
Yeah,
Kyle
I'm not
Jamieson,
blaming them.
Dinesh Karthik.
अरे calm down भाई
14
पता है
crores.
list करना है तो बताओ list करते हैं अभी. But yeah, I do understand where Mumbai is coming from. Fair play to them. They're being smart. They got their first auction, right?
Yeah,
So they're reaping the rewards of that. So fair play to them. I'm just trying to say, what on earth are they going to do with Shabnam Ismail? Like, how are they going to play?
What Santner have done with CSK in the men's?
But bhai, Shabnam Ismail is a way more marquee player than Mitch Santner.
So maybe, like you guys said, like Izzy Wong.
Then that's unfair to Izzy Wong. She took 16 wickets. She was one of the highest
And she was
wicket
good
takers.
in
But that's why we love sport, right? There's always a beauty of someone else having a bad dip in form.
I know.
I
I mean,
mean, that into
I understand where other fans might be like absolutely losing it with Mumbai, saying they already have so much. They have Hayley Matthews, they have Amelia Kerr, like you said.
Nat Silver.
Why the hell? Yeah, Nat Silver. Like, why would you want to just go for another one? I just think because they know they're in a position of strength, flex your muscle.
Absolutely. And you have the
Completely
money also.
Yeah, completely agree with you on that. I'm not going to.
And for
deny
them,
that.
as if they care, like, oh yeah, it's going to do a detriment to the other teams.
Yeah.
For
fair.
them, it's like, listen,
Just, yeah.
Another day in the market.
No, I'm guessing another way of looking at it for them is कि boss Shabnam Ismail अगर हमारे पास it means the other teams don't have.
no, but those four names I took about Mumbai's starters, overseas starters, anyone has an injury there, right? You at least have one great.
But
Overseas
she's not a
pro
like-for-like
just-
replacement for
For
any of them.
anyone,
na.
because she doesn't offer you a batting option.
Nothing at all. She's a number 11 at
Izzy
best.
Wong at least gives you some batting.
Exactly.
And
But the
eight
damage that she will do for the other four teams.
Bhai, but
Neeta's taken a punt in that. I mean, like,
yeah,
you know what?
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, because at the end of the day, cricket,
She's-
like any other sport, does a zero-sum
Because
game. So,
you know, even in an auction, how many times have we seen like an average player being bought by RCB for so much because they know, fine, if you want this guy, you take him at a higher price, and like invariably the player kind of gets put under pressure with the price tag and all of that stuff.
true.
So let's see how that goes.
With the
Yeah,
mini
yeah.
auction, we know that supply will really far exceed demand.
Yeah.
Because of which you'll see very few players going for these huge prices.
Yeah.
Sorry, demand exceeding supply. मैं भी
Supply.
क्या बोल रहा हूँ भाई अपना economics भी भूल गया.
That's okay. The direct hit. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe.
Yeah. By the way,
Samari asked
probably
about-
just-
Because of her poor tweeting skills.
that's I'm just kind of coming to that. I think he was
Interesting.
speaking sarcasm. All you lovely people watching this, please like.
Which is probably a like or two away from 50. So let's make sure we hit.
Steal of the option. Yeah, I think it was.
I agree.
Is that steal supposed to be pun intended or was that just a typo?
I think it's both. To be fair.
Let's give it to him. Let's give it to him or her. But yeah, Kate Cross, the only solution to RCB collapses after their flying start.
Are you more happy with Wareham or Kate Cross? Honestly, guys.
For me, I think it's Georgia Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kate Cross for me.
Cross.
Hands
Just
down.
the English pedigree that she
Not
brings.
just that, because like I said, Boham doesn't fill in a gap for me. Kate Cross does.
And she'll bring in a lot of like UK followers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In it.
ये दानिश सेठ की तरह content game पे busy है बस
100%, man. RCB goes for some of the good names in the game.
That's true.
100%. 100%.
They had so many holes to fill in. Like,
Exactly,
why not get
keepers,
a
yeah.
cricket
Baltej,
player?
I mean, Baltej, you could say that about a lot of names, especially Indian names who've gone unsold.
अरे देविका वैद्या एस मेघना
But why do you put Veda to shame? Like, I don't understand.
not putting her
like,
to shame.
No, she's
Veda
been out
ma'am,
of
please.
favor for
Yeah.
India for a very long time. In domestic cricket also, she's had like very decent returns.
No, but I'm
She
saying
hasn't
like
been-
even like for example, I know we've got Ekta Bish,
Yeah.
and she's like a brilliant addition. Maybe like you guys said, a better version of a Preeti Bose. What are the other names which could be brought back by an RCB or a Gujarat Giants or UP Warriors in that accelerated draft?
Umar Chhetri is definitely someone Gujarat Giants should look out for because I don't think barring Beth Mooney, they don't.
Have
I
any
don't think they have
wicket-keeping
any
options,
wicket-keeping
yeah.
options because Sushma Verma was their backup keeper and they've
They
let go of her.
What about the other names like Ajasia Akhtar, who we all thought would probably
RCB can
back?
go for her because again, we need to look at gaps and which teams would want to fill it.
Yeah.
Maybe someone like a UP Warriors could also go for because they experimented with Shweta Sehrawat in number 8, which didn't work out. So Jasya Akhtar at number 7, number 8 could probably sort of play that role.
Extra.
Yeah, RCB she would be a decent backup for someone like, I don't know, Shriyanka Patil. Not like for like, but batting value add kar sakti hai वहाँ पे उस role पे.
It's insane because I was just kind of peering through my phone and on X and Instagram, lots of people, of course, talking about Chamari Athapattu and how she's just gone unsold. Doesn't she walk into any of the starting 11s already? I mean, barring Mumbai, because we mentioned Mumbai.
Even RCB, I don't think she would.
Even Delhi, she wouldn't.
RCB also, where will she slot in?
Even
UP,
Delhi,
Gujarat, it's these two teams.
Gujarat also.
Not now, but before the auction began, Gujarat had
And UP.
needed top order batters. UP needed top order batters, which is what they went for. Danny Wyatt and Phoebe Litchfield.
Yeah.
and now Vrinda Dinesh.
Vrinda Dinesh is a big surprise, but good to see UP sort of taking this punt. Even last year, they were the ones going for
So
all
that's
these
pretty
under
much
19
the
players.
makeup of their top three. Those three that they bought today.
Yeah, I mean,
Vrinda,
because-
Danny. No, they have Alisa Healy opening, of course. So it'll be Alisa.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Vrinda
that's a
Dinesh.
small matter of Alisa Healy.
Yeah.
That's
So,
insane.
I'm guessing they would go for Alisa and Vrinda. Danny would be a backup option. One down Kiran, two down Talia Migra. They would want to use more
Kiran
of these.
that up, I don't think so. They'd want to use her as an attacking one.
But last year, they played her at number 3. Now, so I'm just going by that. Yeah.
So what do you make of the prices so far? RCB is just in 30, 40, 60.
All base price picks barring Ekta Bisht. And
Good, smart buys.
Yeah.
Smart buys, right?
Ekta Bisht, because she's again she's sort of filling a gap. Like I said, it's all about identifying gaps and filling them. RCB done that to a great extent. So yeah, good on their part.
And I'm just thinking from a fast bowler overseas slot perspective, who are the other names there? Tara Norris is one.
Associate players, Tara Norris, there's Sarah Bryce. Again, I'm just saying this because
we anyway wanted someone. If we didn't get Ispal, surely they would have had backup options, right? So who were they thinking? Who do you think are good replacements for them?
overseas pace options, interesting. What about someone like a Test Flintoff batting? Bhi pura.
Kim Garth got picked.
No, unsold.
I was thinking Test Flintoff as well.
Yeah,
earlier.
because batting value bhi gazab, so very good option. But I don't know if she's good enough to sort of enter the RCB side just as a bowler, because that's the gap you want to primarily fill.
Yeah.
And that's why Kate Cross is definitely going to be good.
Just spend all the rest of the money in the bowlers. We'll have the batter sorted.
Tara Norris definitely would be. Again, left armers like
They
Komal.
will be the
Yeah.
pick.
But if we don't end up getting an overseas pacer, let's assume, right, RCB, do they then just kind of not settle? I don't think that's the right word for Kate Cross, but do you think she gets?
I think she might make the cut.
Yeah, I'm
because
guessing they're looking at Kate Cross as a first
we need
11
someone to
player.
complement Renuka.
So
Yeah,
Kate
yeah.
Cross is basically the backup name after Shabnam Misbah because they went for Ispan.
For
they
them,
get
yeah, for them, yeah.
RCB, yeah.
Yeah, fair
Makes
enough.
sense. So I'm guessing she would start, and now they look for a backup for Kate Cross as well to ensure that they have all bases covered, because that's where they struggled last time. Megan Shoot ke liye koi backup nahi tha. Megan Shoot was struggling, so they had to bring in Erin Burns because they didn't now have that overseas pacer. They had to play more Indian pacers, and Komal was a bit undercooked. So it became very
Komal
difficult.
Zanzad.
Yeah, Zanzad.
Yeah, Zanzad.
I really liked her actually.
By the way, speaking of Erin Burns, who's not there this time in the...
I'm guessing so. I don't.
She might not be there, but just have Erin Burns crazy fielding on YouTube.
Yeah.
You will just see mad clips pop up.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. Just to reiterate and recap for all you lovely people watching, it's great to see the name of Vrinda Dinesh, Karnataka ki shaan, as they say, and all of that stuff.
How would you
She's
put it in
got
Kannada? Out of curiosity, Avnish. Karnataka ki shaan in Kannada.
Karnataka's
Namma
Namma Hemme.
Namma Hemme.
Namma
Makes more
Hemme,
sense.
sure.
Makes more sense.
So as you can see, we already have some great firepower,
Oh,
great
look at
Indian
that.
names, talents, RCB. Shriyanka Patil comes to mind, not to forget Richa Ghosh, who's absolutely brilliant with the bat. She, of course, is a wicketkeeper there. Then you have Elise Perry, which is brilliant. Look at the names in that dressing room. For someone like Shriyanka Patil to just rub shoulders with. You're talking Heather Knight, who's England's captain. Elise Perry, one of the best in the game.
Definitely.
Ross
And Sophie Devine.
England, New Zealand, Australia.
And
It's
she's
just
also playing
perfect.
for CPL, so she's
Yeah, with
best.
Sophie Devine,
Exactly.
exactly. So Sophie and Shriyanka shared the dressing room there.
And that's a name that Akshay
Yeah,
wanted.
Ola Pendergast, please.
So
Amit
hopefully
Bhai,
she
let's
does get a
Yeah.
sort of pick, and who knows, only time will tell. By the way, the auction will restart in just a bit, but like I've just been saying, if you need any reminders, check out the cricket.com website, live blog. They're having all the facts and figures over there, and like you can see, the running ticker goes on to see the deals which are done already.
By the way,
go on.
that reminds me, Shriyanka shared, the dressing room with Shabnam Ismail as well at the CPL.
Yeah.
And in terms of the RCB dressing room last year, they had a former New Zealand skipper, a current English skipper, a former Aussie skipper, and India skipper Smriti has captain. ऐसा नहीं है. 4 skippers, 4 अलग countries के skippers. Dane Waniaka को गिना भी नहीं अब तक. She didn't even play a game. And she's South Africa's most prolific skipper.
Yeah, talk about having a leadership group in
Exactly.
your squad.
And yet RCB had.
Yeah, and
kind of
again, guys.
How are they kind of? Oh my
But again,
god!
this is probably the only time or one of those rare occasions where I'll have to come in the management's defense. They really got it right in the auction room.
Yeah, but that
Back-
execution of getting that
Yeah.
balance right was.
And it's just, of course, like even Smriti's lull.
Yeah, Smriti,
Like
Renuka.
149 runs or something like that.
Yeah.
Eight
It was just one
games?
of the seasons. Where,
Exactly. Smriti's lull combined with Renuka's lull, combined with Richa Ghosh also not firing all cylinders the way
Yeah.
she was expected. Elise, Sophie, Heather, they all had decent seasons.
And by the end of the tournament, you could feel like the wheels had fallen off because obviously it was the inaugural season, so
Yeah.
every player had to kind of be
Yeah,
given
yeah.
a chance. And then it was about whether sticking with some or twisting with some. And then a tournament, like I just said, Nia, 8 games in,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
hard to give a longer rope when the results are not
True,
going
true,
in your favor.
True,
So
true. By the way, we also crossed 50 likes. So kudos,
brilliant,
guys.
well
Now
done,
next
well
aim,
done.
100
Honestly,
likes.
do this.
Yeah,
100%.
let's aim for 100 likes right now. So make sure
Too
you
many
hit the like
cooks spoil
button.
the broth, he says, or she. बहुत ज्यादा leadership अच्छी नहीं है coming from a PBKS fan.
Red
Trust me.
PBKS fan, भाई साहब.
Nia,
ऐसे लोग
आज
भी हैं.
podcast से break लिया. Aryan here. Brilliant. Good to
Hey,
see you,
that's
Aryan.
Aryan, yeah.
And follow Nia if you guys are seeing
Yeah.
her for the first time in cricket.com. You are, because it's a debut with us. And it's great to see. Hopefully she can be more involved in all the women's cricket activities. And that'll be something to watch out for. You can follow her on Instagram, never on the back foot. It's really good in terms of all the women's cricket insights you need and like cool, quirky cricketing reels that she does as well. Baltej, good to see you being chatty, my friend. It's always good to see that, especially on a Saturday afternoon. Boy and girl, he goes on to say, Izzy Wong has done well for MI as well as for England. Can she not renegotiate our auction
Oh,
price?
So
Auction
just
price.
one thing. For this, read what happened to Ravindra Jadeja in 2010.
Oh,
You'll know.
Ravi
yeah, yeah,
Jadeja.
So
In
yeah,
fact,
that
we've
might
done
be
an
tricky,
explainer
yeah.
on it. Did we do an explainer? Oh,
no, we
wanted to?
didn't. Yeah, we wanted to. Yeah, so to be clear,
Probably
guys,
will.
yeah, players cannot interact with teams directly when it comes to prices, at least
Yeah.
officially. Under the table, behind the scenes, they can do whatever they want, but their official contract price cannot be negotiated, come what may. BCCI has a strict embargo on that.
Yeah.
And going back to was it the direct hits comment PBKs ke baare mein, like what
The
was it?
leadership group.
Yeah,
being
what
a-
was that comment? I thought I had something to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
too
you
many
go.
cooks spoil the broth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring it up. Sanjay Bangar,
He's got that.
Punjab's
Yeah,
new
he's got
director.
that.
Do you know how he ended things there with the Punjab? I mean, with Kings 11
Back in the
Punjab.
day, yeah.
So again,
But now
apparently-
it's completely new management, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Arey, but Preeti Zinta, Neswadia, Mohit Burman, the ownership remains the same. So apparently the story goes, you don't need to hold me up on it. It's an India Today story. So this time the proper sources that I can say.
Sure, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I read this properly. So apparently 2016, you remember the RCB game? I don't think he would. So Punjab ended up losing the game by 1 run. And Sanjay Bangar had promoted a certain Farhan Behadian over Akshar Patel.
Oh.
Preeti Zinta apparently lost it, came to the dressing room and gave him a proper dressing down in front of the entire team. And he was ousted after that
Oh, yeah,
season.
yeah.
So now him coming back with the same ownership group.
Punjab RCB, they lost by 1 run.
This was the game where they needed 3 to win of 1. Chris Jordan, I remember the game.
Yeah.
Murli Vijay played well. Chris Jordan bowled a full toss to Marcus Stoinis, who surprisingly missed out on it and was able to only get a single, and they lost by a run.
Oh, RCB won by
Yeah,
1.
we
Yeah,
won.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that game?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, of
what. So
course.
Preeti Zinta was annoyed with Sanjay because Akshar Patel wasn't
That's mad.
promoted.
That's
So
mad. My best friend Tanya, she's a huge Punjab fan, so I should tell her that and tell her that story as
my
well.
best friend Danish.
Tanya.
Tanya.
Tanya, for
Very,
sure.
very.
Yeah.
Tell her about all of that for sure. All you guys watching,
Yeah,
please, of
Early
course,
Gala.
keep
Yeah.
your comments coming through.
Early
If
Gala
you have
was
any
there.
questions
Poonam
for
Khilwar was
Akshay
there.
or
RCB.
Neha,
Yeah,
let them know in the comments as well, because lots more names to be, of course, seen in this auction. And like I said, it's about that final sort of thing right now about what teams need. Road Paddle, IPL and WPL need to sort out this rule. How can you retain both replaced player and injured player going to the next season? Example, Beth Mooney and Laura. It's a good question.
Yeah, this
you
is the
asked.
question. Sorry, not the directed one. This is the one that I wanted to get back to.
Mhm.
Good point, but Rohan, you also need to understand that you need these kind of loopholes, so to say, for teams also to be able to exploit. There needs to be some breathing room.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand it sounds a bit unethical, but at the end of the day, you want to give some breathing space to teams as well to sort of play around. But the problem arises when teams start using this to their advantage. For example, Deandra Doughton being falsely classified as an injured player and then getting a
She
replacement.
shoot that whole stage.
Yeah, exactly. You remember what happened to Jamal Mills? Him going out saying, "Bro, I'm not injured." And
But
then-
like you said, I mean, sometimes the rules are in the book, and it's about how you view it as a franchise.
yeah, interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can literally exploit each rule, even if you kind of look at
Yeah.
all the rules,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So obviously, the franchisees will want to kind of play by the rules, but push the boundaries as much as
Exactly,
much as they
possible.
exactly.
can.
Yeah. Because fair play to them. They're in their heads, they're just trying to maximize whatever.
And in a tournament like the
rules allow.
You
WPL,
just want to win.
just want to win.
Exactly.
It's 8 teams. It's a quick tournament. It's not like the men's where it's like 2-3 months apart.
Yeah.
That also kind of
Gosh,
gets
we got
good.
the-
Gosh, we got them here.
Okay, brilliant.
That's a name to look out for.
Yeah, the
Youngster, very good. I liked her action.
She's 20.
Nice load up.
Yeah.
Very,
In the 8 overs, she's very good.
very good. Very
impressive.
pacey. RCB Garno, Lelo Bhai. She'll be a good addition, I feel.
Hmm.
Let's see.
But really appreciate the question, Rohan.
Yeah.
Like Rohan, all you guys, please. if you
Okay, there's a bet from RCB. There's
If
a
you
bet
have more
from
questions,
RCB.
if you have more questions, like I keep
Okay,
saying for this
Gujarat,
one, we're going to be here. So Gujarat going for 15. The opening bid was 10 by RCB, and then they're going for 20.
Wait, who's
25.
raising why? Like this cab high broadcast is thoda.
I mean, but this is also
Yeah,
the problem. What
and
you
they're
do.
lagging a bit.
Yeah.
Amit, yeah, we're hoping for the same. We are
Yep.
hoping for the same. I say we because we're all RCB fans.
Yeah.
If you guys are just joining us
Fortunately,
in
yeah.
this watch along, you guys will always say cricket.com's biased because of RCB, because Akshay and Avnish are huge RCB fans.
And we've added Neha to that.
No, I would say because cricket.com's headquarters is Bangalore. So look, essentially where
All right, RCB bet 65 lakhs for her, so she could potentially become RCB's most expensive buy for the day.
Ah,
Very
yeah.
curious to see what happens now.
Ah.
so does that mean that she's automatically into the starting 11?
You would imagine so because
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
again.
they're going after her this aggressively.
And
then-
where will you slot her in?
Then I would
7.
say, no, Kate Cross goes out. Then I would have her with Renuka.
Crossy.
Unfortunately, that's how I would
Crossy
probably
goes
look at
out.
it.
At least for a few games.
Yeah, at least to begin with, because or maybe they just want to groom her. They feel she has the potential. Maybe they won't even.
Going
And
start
what is
with
her bowling style?
Pacer, pace bowling all rounder.
Nice.
Again, rare commodity when it comes
That's
to
something that
India.
Indian cricket has wanted for
And where is
Exactly.
she from?
Kashvi Gautam.
Good question.
I love to stump the panel.
See, the thing is, again,
love to stump the panel.
yeah.
'Cause-
But producer Saab can let us know. Do let us know where
Yeah.
Kashvi Gautam is from.
or we can just
Yeah,
Pull
Google
up
as
the
well.
whole
Yeah. But
Google.
again, pace bowling all rounder is a sort of rare commodity when it comes to India.
Yeah.
Would you call her a not like for
She was
like,
part of the Trailblazers in the Women's T20 Challenge in 2020. This year, Gautam has been claiming 12 wickets and
but
scoring
railways kahan kaun sa side?
Chandigarh.
Chandigarh,
Yeah.
of course. Okay.
Railways kidhar se bhai?
I'm telling you now, if you see good
But the way you said Kashi Gautam, I thought you'd know
No,
about
I mean, like, to
Kundli,
see the
bhai.
name.
Kundli, the thing is, ek to, yeah, we also.
Punjab, April 18, 2003, right-hand bat, right-hand medium.
Geez, the bid's gone in excess of 1 crore and RCB have
I
pulled out.
out. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's going to be Gujarat and UP.
Yep,
Gosh, we
unfortunately.
got them. Gosh, we got
But yeah, would you call her
Like for like replacement for?
Pooja Vastrkar, or do you think bowling may maybe, but batting?
I think close enough because Pooja Vastrkar has been very inconsistent. She
Yeah,
gets
very.
continuously.
So
plagued by
1.2
injuries.
crores. She might be
Yeah.
the most expensive Indian player for the day, which is Brinda Dinesh, 1.3 crores. Let's see if Kashvi Gautam can beat her. Remember, she's a right-arm seamer who can hit the long ball, who
Yeah.
put herself in the record books in 2020 when she picked up a 10-wicket haul, including a hat trick in a one-day game for Chandigarh against Arunachal Pradesh, which is quite
For more
crazy.
such trivia, follow Avnish's phone.
No, Kashmi's a tall hit-the-deck bowler.
Bas
One
itna
second,
pata hai.
one second. Who has worked on upping a pace based on feedback given by scouts after last year's WPL. Who are the scouts?
Any of the teams she
Yeah.
Was it
tried.
Malola and Rangarajan?
Yeah.
Was it? You
Yeah,
never
just
know.
take credit for it. By the way, 1.4 crore is the
There's
current
something
bid.
in this woman, bro.
Yeah, she's good. She's definitely good.
Really nice to see Indian players go like this.
Yeah.
Like even Vrinda
Vrinda Dinesh, 100%, that's true. Sanjay, that's again a good point. Again, in sort of connection to what we were talking about, other franchisees can't complain because you're only replacing these players with players who had registered for the auction but had gone and
So
sold.
what do we come?
So exactly, the other teams can't complain because you yourself let these other players go.
Yeah.
You've given them a pass, so yeah, fair play to them.
Like Gujarat Giants in wholesale, they just let go.
Exactly.
1.8, guys. She might overtake
touching two?
everyone.
Is she touching two? Is she crossing? No, wait. Who is the high? Annabelle Sadil. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the auction's living up to her name,
Yeah.
which is Cash.
Wow.
And they're
Nice
doing that.
Wordplay there.
Cash, we are 100%. And she's going for 1.8 CR. That's insane. I know that we've only seen the two crore mark being breached once, which is Annabelle Sutherland today. Obviously, we've seen more expensive players in the mega auction first, but kudos to Kashvi. Well done. What's your final gut feel?
1.9. Jeez.
Where do you think the betting will stop? Quickly, prediction. 2 crores it is.
Wow, man.
I think Gujarat might really go after her.
Gujarat can actually use her in the 11,
Yeah.
so I would
And
want
they have
Gujarat.
Mangal.
Yeah, exactly. I want Gujarat to get her so that she can get some game time. UP, I have no clue where are they going to play her. So,
They're
not sure.
already stacked with so many options.
So
UP
case-
Pacers, con the last year. I know the spin bowling attack is very well rounded. Parshvi, Deepti,
Then they have
Sophie.
Monica?
No, that was all Gujarat.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted to know UP?
Yeah,
He
so
had like Sophie.
Sophie, Deepti, Parshvi, Talia Migra, Grace Harris bowled a bit, of course. Shabnam Ismail wasn't played. Indian Pacers,
Shabnam has been played, na thoda.
Grace and Shabnam, they were playing that sort of game. Anjali Sarvani was with UP, so yeah, she was there. Yeah, Anjali played a bit, so okay. Maybe
so
UP
second.
can also
so
play
UP
her
Warriors
then,
have
yeah.
2.4 crores in their kitty, so it has to end at 2.3
She went
max.
for 2 crores. Wow.
Yeah, man. Again,
Who would have thought that about Kashvi Gautam being the top prize pick? I mean, absolutely
That's
brilliant
definitely,
Sunday.
yeah,
And that's what we want to see for sure. If you guys think Kashvi Gautam and you're happy for her, like this particular video. Please.
and if you're
2
not as well,
crores.
do like.
Two
Please make
crores.
sure 100 likes. Come on.
For the 20-year-old girl from Chandigarh. Now
Yep.
we know.
Exactly.
Chandigarh for
Chandigarh,
sure.
yeah.
But still, I mean, she's played for India A, is what my sources tell me.
Your sources being
Sources.
Neha Shetty and Akshay Kumar.
Exactly,
from the
exactly. And Gaurav Nandan Tripathi, who wrote
Oh,
the preview, man. He wrote the preview, so let's give him some.
Let's hope he's also gotten his book on Bob Woolmer in the meantime.
Yeah,
But
maybe
2 crores,
100%.
lot of sinking going on in both on both the tables. UP Warriors right now, the bid is against them. Do you think? Yep,
They're
UP have
pulling
backed
out.
out.
They're
Gujarat
pulling out.
went for it.
So UP have gotten Vrinda Dinesh, Gujarat have gotten Kashvi Gautam. Nice.
And no one can come in and just simply upset the apple cart, right?
Yeah, now.
No one can. And no one has.
And yep, Gujarat have gotten the player and 2 crores. That's a fantastic buy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and fantastic, wonderful for the player as well. 2 crores for a 20-year-old
Wow.
will do her a world of good.
So the
100%.
GG getting the G, only time will tell if she's going to be the OG. Fast bowling, all-rounder, देश में वैसी कम है.
Deserves recognition. Agreed. Because
agree
they
with
don't have any pacers, Gujarat Giants, so makes sense.
Like-
Did they buy any other pacers? Sorry. Did they?
No.
Hmm.
No.
They
I'm
haven't
thinking-
bought any other
Because my
pacers.
question to you was similar. The fact that we keep looking at Pooja Vasarkar is a crazy sort of, fast bowling all-round talent that India
For
has.
her injuries has been like a
That's the
massive
only,
issue.
And
like,
she's also
black
very
mark.
inconsistent. You can also see in the way
I
she was
agree,
used
but
by.
just as a promise and a talent and as a package, great. So are there any particular players like her in the ilk, like Kashvi Gautam?
Kashvi Gautam is one name that comes to mind. I'm trying to think. Pace bowling all-rounders, very few, man.
It's a rare
Once
breed.
it's
No,
It's
yeah.
a rare
bad.
breed. It's a rare breed.
Like Shikha Pandey can bat. That's
Yeah,
it.
Kashvi Gautam sold overpriced.
But
We've seen
bowling
this
is also her
before.
swing, man.
But
Yeah,
I mean, Ed is, to be
course.
fair, it's a new talent, and you never
Onam
know.
Khemnar is going to UP Warriors. I'm guessing she was with the RCB last year, didn't get
They
any.
released
game.
her.
And look, keep her for the 10 lakh players as well,
Yeah.
because Shriyanka Patil was 10 lakh. Remember
Yeah.
that?
True.
So how she's kind of taken to international
Yes,
cricket
Sajana.
also is obviously good to see. Base price Sajana. Who's Sajana?
Again, a domestic pick.
You
Sajana.
Sajna, you make like Hindi Sajna. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sometimes they're not household names and they
I
will
mean,
be.
they're
And
not
Mumbai
just-
plays the bid, by the way, so you never know. She could very well be a
like
household
diamond,
name.
they
Yeah.
have her,
And she'll be like
Yeah.
Paolo and
Domestic
Posify.
Okay,
players.
there's another bid. Who's the other team? That's
UP.
Delhi. No.
UP.
Okay. Then why are they showing Jonathan Batty? Show
And
me
why
Jonathan.
they should this Venugopal Rao?
No, come
Who's
on.
that? Venugopal Rao.
Oh wait, yeah, that is
That is
Venugopal
Venugopal
Rao.
Rao.
Jeez.
Bro, what do you mean? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
that is
JS, that's JS.
No, with the specs and the clean shaven look, haven't seen him that way. Wow,
Wow.
with the mustache.
Only hope we don't get any Pavani kind of stories. Really happy for all these girls who are getting this
Mumbai is
money.
very happy now. with
Yeah,
their
yeah,
picks.
Yeah, imagine Kashvi got them, dude. Like 2 crores, insane. Well done.
True. That's very true.
Everyone will be like lighting fireworks, I'm guessing, in Chandigarh. But only time will tell how much Sajana goes for. 15 lakh. The 2 teams going for her.
Yeah, UP
and
Warriors,
MI.
meanwhile, having the bid right now.
And remember, UP, I think, lost out on Kashmi.
Yeah.
So,
But wait, why isn't John Lewis here though? Isn't he the head coach?
Hmm.
Not
yeah.
sure why.
But
Rohan, let's not talk about the
Is he
men's
going to
game,
another
man.
engagement?
All the questions
Stevens is
should be
going to-
women's
Yeah.
cricket today.
Hmm. Quite
Should be
surprising,
women's
yeah.
cricket
Yeah.
today. I know one of the guys said Pavan Negi, but let's not entertain any men's questions. man.
Yeah.
Only women's questions and questions, of course, the
Sorry,
esteemed
no,
panelists.
it's a little-
30 runs is the minimum for fast bowling all-rounder. Can't only focus on one facet. Need to look at both aspects.
Wait, does he mean she should score 30 runs? And Mumbai Indians are elated at that bye.
Oh
Wow,
my
look at
God.
that. Look at that. So,
So
are we-
Sajjana-
This is another.
look at Julan. Look at Julan.
Yeah, Charlotte Edwards.
Ecstatic right now.
It's that K3G song, right? Which is Sajjana.
Of course.
Right?
So, guys-
Isn't it? That's K3G.
Yeah,
Or
that is
Kalona
K3.
Ho?
Yeah, no, that is K3G. And guys, MNL may please spam Avnish. He needs to sing. He's-
Sorry, Amnish sir.
Sorry. I'm sorry because I know you're the nosy kind to ask us about our education degree and
Our
upstairs girlfriends and all of that stuff.
what
None of
movies
that.
we like.
Only women's question.
Yeah.
All of the Monday Night Live chat can have those questions,
On-
Rohan,
yeah.
which is, of course, going to be a special one. Hopefully, we can get Veda Krishnamurthy.
Yep.
She's not gotten back, so I'm waiting for my WhatsApp to ping through.
And also, you can also set some context about Monday Night Live to Neha and our new viewers.
100%. So
Yeah.
Monday Night Live, we're into it now, 20 episodes in.
Yep.
It's the weekly podcast that we have on
Mhm.
our beautiful channel called cricket.com/TV on YouTube. Follow us if you're, of course,
And
new
now
to the channel.
available on Spotify.
Available
so
on
guys,
Spotify.
please.
And what we do in Monday Night Live, we of course talk about. Oh my God, they
Amandeep
Amandeep
They're gonna
Kaur.
buy her back.
Yeah.
They have Amanjot. No, they
No,
have
that's-
Amanjot
Oh,
Kaur.
so that was-
This is
Yeah,
Amandeep Kaur,
yeah.
again a domestic pick.
Yeah,
Young,
well
player.
done.
Amandeep, Amanjot, सबको ले लो भाई. खत्म कर
Who
दो.
was the Assamese player that we wanted to see?
Jintimani Kalita is the one with
Already
Uma
with Mumbai.
Chetri.
Uma Chetri.
Yeah, is the one. She went unsold.
Yeah.
We're still waiting. I thought you were talking about Mumbai Assamese.
No, so what was I talking about just before?
Monday Night Live.
Yeah, so Monday Night Live essentially is a platform where you guys will literally be able to, like, again, get chatty with us in the comments, interact, where we talk about a lot of things. In the last couple of weeks, we've done IPL shows. That's just gone mad. And we obviously love that. But there's other features like a quiz and a fan forum as well, which will, of
So
course,
Mumbai.
be
Again,
initiating as
another
well.
good buy.
So Mumbai getting a
Interesting.
lot of quick buys, and Neeta Ambani is chuffed a bit. She's not smiled once
So is
or twice,
Julan.
but
Like Julan
thrice.
seems like as if okay,
Jeet
Jesus,
Rishabh,
finally
yes.
And there's a
she's
lot
here.
of touching and
Looks up
winking
to
happening
Mithali
over
Raj and
there
all, yeah.
in the
Interesting.
Mumbai table. Like,
Sorry.
there's a lot of touching and winking.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
if you paid attention, like, what's his face?
Akash Ambani.
Akash
the
winks,
Shabnam is
winks
smile,
at
yeah.
Mahela, and then Neeta is just like touching her son, which is all right, not
You know,
complaining.
touching her sounds,
it's
it
weird.
sounds
It's
wrong at
weird.
many levels, but okay,
Even
sure.
Jeet Rishabh, I mean, I was hoping she'd have a better under-19 World Cup, but like...
True.
in
But
she-
not a bad option to have at 10 lakhs for sure.
Definitely.
Is she a southern talent?
Yep, of course, from Andhra.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
Say, trained under Mithali Raj's dad or like...
Oh,
or
okay,
under
I'm
the
not
same
aware
coach
of
or
this.
something,
Okay.
yeah.
Then Hyderabad, so then Telangana,
Correct.
not Andhra.
By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying this watch along. If you guys want us to talk about anything in terms of the women's cricket, ask us right now. If you
Please
want
do,
us
yeah.
to keep updating you about certain things, tell us how we should go about our business, because we're in nearly 2 hours in and we're loving the interaction right now. What happened to Hurley Gala? Think she was pace bowling around.
Nothing happened.
Her name
She's
will
been,
come
yeah,
out.
she was released and yeah, she'll be up for
Her name should come through.
yeah, for a bit. She was with Gujarat Giants last year. Was it
Or was it UP Warriors? Wait.
UP Warriors? Either one of them.
It's UP Warriors.
Yeah. So they released her. Not a bad option once again, but more of a bowling all-rounder.
Yeah.
Seema Thakur.
Again, good performance in the interzonal T20 trophy.
And she's an all-rounder.
Yep. This is the all. No, this is the batters section, right?
No.
No. Both.
All-rounders.
All the fast bowling all-rounders.
Okay.
Oh, sold to Warriors. Okay,
Wow.
then
Not
that's-
bad. Not bad.
Seema Thakur. Is she as good as Shardul? Even better? Who knows? Who knows? All fast bowling all-round. I think only one.
Had to bring that up. Had to bring
100%.
that up.
Ragvi Bist.
Okay.
Okay,
Interesting.
good name. To see, let's see what she.
Look at that.
I mean, essentially, I have no idea.
Amnish is just
No.
now, yeah. Amnish is
Again,
Tell-
a domestic player.
Tell me if you guys know all the players in the auction. If you guys do, props to you all. High five from me. If you guys don't, then I
No,
mean,
yeah,
these
but-
two will educate you.
100% to the best of our abilities.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is. And
Disclaimer.
exactly,
Yeah, for sure.
exactly. Sanjay meanwhile says or rather asks, don't you think all-rounders, unless really good, are in much demand in the women's game? As literally every MI player can bowl or bat from their top
Yeah,
7.
they're-
Bhai, so this is something we've spoken about, or rather I mentioned even last year. That's one key facet where women's cricket is very different from men's cricket.
I agree with you.
You have all-rounders who are equally proficient in both their
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah,
That's not the case with men's cricket. You see someone like I don't even Tilak Verma or Glenn Maxwell, you know primary skill batting is secondary skill bowling.
Yeah.
Elise Perry can give you 4 overs day in day out, can bat at number 3
I
day in
agree.
day out.
Yeah.
Same as
Jess
the case.
Johnson,
Same as the
Nat
case,
Sever.
yeah. Nat
Nat
Sever,
Sever.
Jess
There's so
Johnson,
many.
Amelia Kerr,
Yeah.
Sophie Devine,
Haley Matthews.
Haley Matthews, Talia McGrath, Tess Flintoff. You can just keep
Annabelle
counting such
Sullivan.
names. Exactly. So that's why you see this happening. That's why you see
And
batting.
that's why I love the fact that the makeup of these squads, whatever they say, oh yeah, like, you know, if you make it bigger, whatever. The fact that all these all-rounders and international all-rounders particularly add so much of balance,
Yeah.
it's mad.
Certainly.
Yeah. So you see,
It's
so
not like
Hurley Gala.
by the way,
Oh,
Hurley Gala
yeah.
is finally
Yes.
here.
And it's all like the men's IPL teams where you kind of feel the discrepancies blaring once at times.
Yeah.
But with the women's, at least, like every women's team, I think has at least minimum 7 options.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easily.
RCB has 9
The
options.
11 now that I mentioned, 9 options we could have had. Smriti and Richa being the only ones who can't. And Smriti also bowled last
Yeah.
WPL.
Yeah,
I see,
yeah.
maze.
17-year-old, yeah. Papa, she should just get bought too.
Papa, la todana, no
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, let's
10 lakh. It'll do a world of confidence.
Boss,
And why is the auctioneer paying? She's saying no ball.
unsold?
Saying no ball.
Absolutely no.
Accelerated auction. I think someone
Yeah,
will take her.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
Jagmeet says probably MI may have set their eyes on her and got her for cheap. I'm guessing he is referring to the player before Amandeep Kaur. I've forgotten the name as well.
Amanjot Kaur.
Before Amandeep Kaur, the other player, 15 lakhs paid, the one that Julan was just completely.
Sajna.
Yeah, that was a Sajna.
Yeah.
Sajna. We're not sure.
Where Ambani was talking.
Yeah,
Asked
exactly.
me best pick in low price. Look, to be fair,
Yeah.
innocent heartbeats, beg your pardon. We've done some good business
Yeah.
with regards to this auction. Only time will tell how we'll go about in 10 days' time for the main
Yeah,
auction.
yeah.
We'll be doing a
True.
watch along for that as well, by the way. So not just the women's, but the men's thing. And of course, there's going to be when are India and England's women team
Tonight is the second
Tonight.
T20I.
Yeah, there's one
Tomorrow is the
tomorrow.
third. We're trying and hoping for doing more coverage on that, bringing you more coverage. We'll let you guys know. We'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, a lot of games India play 2 T20Is now.
And
The
there's
women's team, that is. Yeah, then the ODIs. I mean, not the ODIs. Sorry, the Test match between India and England from the 14th and 17th. 4 days later, they play a test against Australia from the 21st.
back-to-back tests for the first time
Exactly,
Yeah.
and against
This
2
is the
different
turn,
teams.
essentially.
Yeah.
The best teams possibly.
Exactly. So
Right,
it's great
so-
to watch. So we'll try our best to bring you coverage of all these games. Yeah, so we will keep you posted on that.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
next set has been announced.
literally 2023 might be coming to an end, but 2024
Has a lot
excites
of-
me and
yeah.
has a lot to offer, not just men's but women's as well. And cricket.com is a place to be because essentially we'll bring up new faces like Neha as well, who'll add a lot of value, I'm pretty sure. And like Akshay said, watch-alongs, live shows, MNL, classics, you name it, we have it. So of course, get involved. We're going close and close
40.
and close and close and closer to 40K. Please be helping us and join the bandwagon of cricket.com. I sincerely plead y'all to subscribe. If you guys are new,
Yeah.
I know most of y'all watch our content, but don't subscribe. If you guys just have 3 seconds, find the subscribe button there, bottom right-hand corner, subscribe, and it'll be game, set, match. Brilliant. Does the WPL also have an impact player rule?
Nope, it
No,
doesn't.
right? No,
It doesn't.
Not yet.
I really hope they don't bring that as
Yeah,
well.
It's a
it's
shit
just-
rule.
Yeah.
It's doing more harm than good.
Exactly.
Really is, especially for certain players as well. Like now, you're just thinking impact player rule. Oh yeah, Anuj Raj. Jesus Christ, it's so sad. Give this channel a like. Give this video a like.
Yep,
There are
yep,
more names coming out of the back. Komalpreet Kaur. What do we know from a Kaur with a C-O-U-R?
K-O-U-R.
Oh, K-O-U-R.
Yeah.
K-O-U-R. Sorry,
Yeah.
I haven't had lunch, so my brain's literally reckless.
Not
By the way,
draining.
speaking of a little bit of refreshments, should I get you some coffee? Lady
Sure,
and
you
gent?
can help
Black
yourself.
coffee.
I'm good.
So
I'm-
I'll send it through from our
Producer
Facebook.
Saab.
Tushar, no,
Oh,
Tushar.
it's answered.
Tushant. Why do I keep calling him Tushar? It's
Yeah.
Tushant.
Look,
I'll
I'll
ask Sushant
recharge
to
myself
come
with a cup of black coffee. By the way, there's
Komal
Komal
Zanzar.
Zanzar right now.
Ex-RCB, man.
Yeah, I
Legend.
really like her action. Nice,
Legend.
strong left armor.
Yeah, it's just she got more games.
Yeah. Probably. But
4
it'll
for
be
4.
interesting if anyone else goes for her.
So
What's the
what
base
is your
price?
order, sir? Black coffee. Because I'm going to quickly go and get something to
Yeah,
eat.
help yourself with some refreshments.
And what do you want me to send in for you?
Just
Do you want a cup of water or something like that? Because I guess the auction will be there for a while.
yeah.
And if you guys are just joining us, we'll give you all the updates as we tell you all the updates. But if you guys are into written context and text, is of course the website and app which is available.
Now that is a name that's also
How
done
Rang
this year.
Bam Chanu. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Not bad. Nicely done. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if she's related to the Guru
Mirabai.
Mirabai.
Yeah, I was waiting for Abhish to bring that up.
Who, by the way, I was just like maybe lucky or was fortunate or grateful to interview Mirabai Chanu, the great Mirabai Chanu. So yeah, I mean, hopefully this one can dazzle the WPL as well.
And Avnish, you can go help yourself. No
Yes, I
worries.
will.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you guys
And
can
I will.
continue the chat,
Yep.
like the stream, and keep the comments coming through. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Oh my God, my knees feel so weak.
100%. But Neha, talking about the series
You can probably
itself,
on that side.
Yeah.
And leave the space in the middle.
the India-England series that's going on right now. We saw the first treatment. Yeah, what did you make of it? Because in terms of the playing 11, they did get that right pretty much.
Yeah.
But again, you think we could have batted a bit better, or do you think it's the bowling and the fielding in particular that really sort of,
So I think fielding, of course, was one of the biggest concerns. It was a very dismal show, and
Yeah.
I think we saw all over Twitter how people were losing it, with the catches dropped, Pooja Vastakar.
Yeah, true. You
Infamous
can face the
problem.
camera as well. No worries, you're talking
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
camera. A lot of them
Yeah.
waiting. Yeah, you can
And so fielding was, of course, a big concern. And I felt sometimes with the batting, they were very conservative. Like,
Yeah.
it was largely hinging on, like, Shefali Verma playing well. She did score her 50, but
Yeah.
that, of course, came again from 40.
52 or 41,
42.
exactly. Yeah. Just
Yeah, so
doesn't-
that again didn't help India's
True.
cause a lot. And I think the bowling also, although they got their lines good early on, they just lost the plot somewhere, and then England ended up making the total they did. And I think that could
I have to
been-
cut you in between.
Tara
Tara
Norris,
Norris is
yeah.
here, a name that featured last year. She, in fact, was the first player in WPL history to get a fifer. Overseas associate, of course, not overseas.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon. So that's definitely an added advantage if teams want to play her. She also has that Charlotte Edward connection, so maybe she can go there.
Yeah.
RCB have a vacancy at the number 8, number 7, but no. Unfortunately, no, she's also gone and sold. And yeah, just going back to the series and how it panned out. Not the series, the game, sorry.
Yeah.
I was, to be honest, I don't think I've been able to get on both the Saika Ishaq hype train. She had a very good WPL, no doubt. But I felt a lot of it also had to do with batters giving away their wickets than she sort of getting those wickets.
Yeah, because in the Women's Premier League, she started off well. but
Exactly, and
tapered
tapered off.
somewhere,
Exactly.
right?
First
Yeah,
4
yeah,
games, she
yeah.
had some 14 wickets or something like that.
Yeah.
Next 4 games, she had 1
Just
wicket, which
one.
was in the last game against RCB. And again, didn't have a fantastic or a splendid domestic season. She went for runs once again here. I know she took a wicket, which was of Danny White, stumped. But happy with sort of how she sort of, growing and developing. Like, what do you make of? I know it's sort of still early signs, it's still early stages for her to sort of make any comment. But what do you make of Saika Ishaq so far?
I mean, her journey has been quite inspiring, sounding very cliche, like, coming from small towns and, doing so well consistently in domestic cricket, making it into the Indian team as well. But if you look at her returns in, like, the domestic cricket matches before she started, playing in the England series, it has been pretty great, And I think because India is largely missing, like we had Poonam Yadav, right?
Yeah.
Ekta Bishay. Suddenly they just went out of contention. So India is looking for that premier, spinner. You have Rajeshwari Gaikwad, you have Shriyanka now.
Radha
in the
Yadav
wing.
for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why for what it's worth, that's why I had
Yeah.
to know. But
So
the
I think-
side, the huge, come on.
Yeah, so I think that they're looking at Saika Ishaq as someone who can be a consistent, in that playing level, who can get you those wickets. And even for the international circuit, I think they don't know her that much.
That's
as
there.
well, right? So I
Interesting.
think that X factor element could be playing in somewhere.
Fair enough. I mean, let's hope that she only sort of goes onwards and upwards from
Yeah,
here. Shriyanka Patil was the other debutant, of course, in that last game. Had a very good outing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, had 2 dropped opportunities. One of her own bowling, where she only bowled, and the other was Pooja Vastakar dropping an absolute dolly. Just cannot forget that. We'll get back to that. In the meantime, Priya Mishra is the latest player who's in the middle of a bidding war, so to say, between the Gujarat Giants and RCB.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Priya Mishra? I don't think I've come across her.
Again,
too
yeah,
much.
I've seen her in the domestic
Okay.
circuit. A good bowler.
Spinner, pacer, what is she?
I think she's a spinner.
Okay. Yeah, this is the spinner set, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah, it does make sense. Priya Mishra,
Yeah.
interesting.
Another case of, I think, catch them young and,
Probably,
cash in
yeah,
on them,
100%. Gujarat Giants have gotten her so far, have secured her services for 20 lakhs.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see how all these, unknown names, unknown commodities, so to say, how they turn out. Because Shriyanka Patil, no one knew. Kanika Ahuja, no one knew. Same as the case, Saika Ishaq, no one knew. And all of a sudden, you see them.
Breakout stars, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So that's really good to see, and very heartening to see. What IPL was supposed to be for men's cricket, I feel WPL has already achieved more for women's cricket, because IPL
That was a season, right? Just 5 teams,
exactly.
yeah.
Because IPL was supposed to be this feeder system for the international side and all of that. Of course, we've seen a name or two come here and there, but we've not seen it give them as consistent a pipeline as the WPL has done already. You see 3 names that have already come in, and that too we're already criticizing BCCI ke bahut late ho gaya. Immediately
and
bulao
he
in sabko.
started it. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's good to see, and hopefully onwards and upwards, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
But looking forward to anything in tonight's game. Any changes you think Tita Sadhu will come in today?
I hope, because we got the late news that there was an injury and all. But I think the kind of under-19 World Cup she's had, she's been super impressive. And I think with Junan Goswami's absence, we need that premier pace bowler, right?
True.
I genuinely feel that Tita Sadhu can be that.
Interesting.
Fingers
crossed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, sports fan says England spinners are greater than Indian spinners.
Okay.
क्या सोफी एक्लस्टन याद आ रहा है और कौन इंग्लैंड स्पिनर्स चार्ली डीन को भी इंक्लूड किया है शायद. Do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, like if this comment had come probably like 2-3 years back, I'd be like, no way, we have such good spinners and all. But the way Poonam Yadav like just
faded
out, it was just kind of very surprising.
True.
And now, I mean, of course, England has like, I think Danny Gibson is a...
Yeah, that's not a bad option actually.
Yeah.
But Australia, I would say, are far better, man. Australia just have such a plethora of spinners. I mean, such a wide plethora of spinners. They've got Amanda, they've got Ilana King, they've got Jess Johnson, Sophie Molyneux again. And these are just names off the top of my head. There'll be so many names if we sort of properly go down.
Exactly. The WPL as
Exactly.
The system has really worked well for them, I suppose.
Yep. The thing with Poonam Yadav is, for me, I associate her with very fond memories. Again, sorry guys, not trying to flaunt anything like Sanjay had to say, but I happened to be in the venue at the Sydney Showground when India played Australia in the T20 World Cup in 2020. The one we won. Yeah. If you remember, we made some 120 odd. It seemed like we're losing it. And Poonam Yadav came up with a fantastic spell. It was a great day for me. I met Smriti, I met Harman, I met Elise Perry, Ashley Gardner, Sophie Molyneux. So maybe that's the bias because I've met her, I've clicked a picture with her. Maybe that's the bias. But a lot of these names, again, this also sort of shows the kind of culture that Australian cricket has. The kind of access we as fans have to cricketers, Indians can only dream of, especially in a country like India.
Certainly.
That's fine. We'll come back to that argument or rather that discussion later. The next round of sets have just concluded. A lot of base price picks, a lot of unknown names going, 2 teams. Kashvi got them because the pick of this round. 2 crores, 2 Gujarat Giants. Vrinda Dinesh, 1.4, if I'm not wrong, crores, 2 UP Warriors. What do you make of those 2 buys, man? 2 relatively unknown names who've not played international cricket, who've not played top flight cricket, going in excess of 1 crore, going in excess of 2 crores. Fantastic for them, right?
Definitely. And I think it also goes to show how, domestic cricket is finally getting the exposure it much deserves, right? You have so many people following the game. So, of course, the scouts are also looking out for them, and you have fans who are vouching for these players, right? I think that also does the world of good because Vrinda Dinesh, we were speaking so highly of her off the camera, even here.
Avnish is outside there just regretting the fact that RCB didn't get the local lady. But
even with Kashvi Gautam, right? The consistent performances really, sets your reputation up. And at that young age, if you're doing so well, certainly.
Definitely. And what's even more exciting with both these 2 picks are that they were those gaps in these 2 sides.
Which were exactly filled.
Exactly.
Them,
So they will be filling those gaps. So you can expect them to get game time,
and
which is even more which is even more important because you can have all the players in the world, but if they're not getting game time, like Mumbai are eventually going to do with either Rizzy Wong or Shabnam Ismail, there's no point of spending money on them. It's not, money, of course, is a very big important factor, but game time is even more important because in the long run, that's what is going to sustain you to have a long cricket career. With UP Warriors, though, on the flip side, Shweta Sehrawat, so what happens to her now? Because she started
goes way down in the feeder, right?
Is that will they again slot her in at number 8? That's something that we have to watch out for.
That would be, I think, very counterproductive because she doesn't bring in that bowling option. So if you're batting up to like 8, 7, 8,
you can't have a pure batter at number 8. It makes no sense. Meanwhile, the direct hit says auctioneer low on energy, Richard Madley Aja. Interesting. Malika Sagar is also, by the way, going to be a part of the men's auction as well. Richard Madley, Hugh It Needs, these, and Charu Sharma, they've been a part of the men's auction before. Interesting to see how she goes about it. Yeah, it is a big stage. It's something new for her. Let's probably give her some time
fair
as well.
chance.
Exactly. But going back to that Shweta Sehrawat argument. So they started with her as an opener. Then they felt that she probably wasn't ready, so they went back to Devika Vaidya. I mean, not back to, they went to Devika Vaidya with Elisa Healy, slotted her at number 8. Eventually realized this is also not working. And if I'm not wrong, in the final game, she came back to opening. Now that they've gotten someone like a Vrinda Dinesh and they've brought her at they've bought her at a hefty price of 1.4
They will be
crores.
forced to play her.
Exactly. So Vrinda and Elisa open. Kiran Avgire batted at number 3 for them last year, and there's no reason why she wouldn't do the same for them this year as well. Talia McGrath number 4. Grace Harris. Of course, you're not letting go of. I mean, you're not sort of playing her lower down. She's had a fantastic inaugural WPL. Who else? So how do they go about this? They played the likes of Simran Bahadur. I know they played a couple of these, Simran Sheikh, sorry, not Simran Bahadur. A couple of these all-rounders in and out and all of that. Do you think Shweta Sehrawat in the middle order, at least somewhere number 4, number 5, do you think she can probably slot in there?
Probably, but my only concern is how the management does a lot of mismanagement with these young players, right? Even I think when Shefali was like playing for the Sydney Sixers in the WPL, so how she was put up and down the order, which really plays the psyche of a player.
True.
And I think with now Vrinda Dinesh's acquisition now, it will be interesting to see where Shweta Sehrawat plays, And I think having someone like Shweta Sehrawat in your setup is still good because she can come in case there's an injury, and if you're using that flexibility as the reason to keep her, I think she can slot herself in anywhere, but I'm still concerned as to she's a top order bat, coming that low. There's pressure to deliver from ball 1, right?
Definitely.
They're looking at her as a finisher, which she may not be able to offer. Then does she again fade out, and have we lost her talent there? She's been your under 19 World Cup vice captain as well, right?
Yeah, that's true. In fact, I'm just trying to think of an 11 right now for the UP Warriors. So best 11, Vrinda, then there's Elisa, 1 down, there's Kiran, 2 down, there's Talia McGrath, 3 down, probably Deepti Sharma, 4 down, Grace Harris. Matlab 4, I was trying to think if they would slot Deepti further lower because of the lack of batting value, but 3 down Deepti, 4 down Grace Harris, because she's your finisher, she's donned that role, donned that role to perfection. So 4 down wahin pe ho gaya, Grace Harris. 5 down if they go for someone like a Shweta, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sophie Eccleston comes in. Parshvi Chopra probably makes it. Anjali Sarmani can make it. So they're done with 3 more options. So who are the foreigners right now? There's Talia, there's Grace, there's Elisa, and there's Sophie. Interesting.
Sophie would make it in.
Of course, she does make it in. So they do need an Indian pacer. They would want another pacer because in this lineup, they have only one out-and-out pacer, which is Anjali Sarmani, and then a bit of Talia Migra as well. But again, you can't call Talia Migra your proper 4-over bowler for every game. You wouldn't want her to be a second pacer. Ideally, she should be a third pacer, which is how Australia also use her. So I'm just trying to think, have they plugged in most of their gaps? Maybe the answer to that is yes. Because should Vrinda Dinesh not perform to the best of her abilities, they have Danny Wyatt as a backup. But now, once again, the question. Sophie, Elisa, Grace, and Talia, all 4 of them should ideally start your 11.
Yeah, definitely.
Who goes out? Because Grace had a fantastic season, and they played that sort of game of hide and seek with Grace and Shabnam Ismail, where it was an either or situation. So
they had a problem of abundance.
Exactly,
overseas,
and that will be the case for them this time around as well, right? So how do you think they'll solve for that? Because if Danny White has to come in, who do you think would go out for the UP Warriors?
That's a tricky one because I don't think Talia Meghna is the kind of player who'd have an off season. You need her because
vice captain. Come on, you wouldn't want to. I mean, she's been a part of the Australian setup. She's done phenomenally well for them. Bat, ball, jo bhi ho. She's a true blue Aussie all rounder, so to say.
And Alisa Healy, even though she has very inconsistent returns in T20 cricket, she's a captain.
And she's that X factor player you would want to have.
Sophie Eccleston makes that cut anyways.
Grace Harris, especially after the kind of season she's had for the UP Warriors, but she single-handedly won them 2 games. So come on.
Coming off of a good WPL,
exactly.
Bat broke and all. That wheel just went off, right?
Exactly. Quite a character off the field as well. Remember her talking about her favorite burgers and how she's looking forward to it and all of that. Definitely a character you wouldn't want to miss out on. So again, how do you see this play out then? Which name would you sort of give the axe?
With a very heavy hand, I'd probably say Grace Harris because, I mean, I can't see the other 3, get the axe in any case. Because Sophie Eccleston, man, she's your best.
Yeah, of course.
spinner.
She's the best T20 spinner going around, right? Best T20 bowler, not the spinner.
And with Alisa Healy, she's your captain. You can't just drop her out of the blue. And Talia Meghna is your, Ellis Perry like for like kind of player who Australia is also looking at. So,
Exactly.
And
In fact, the director also says McGrath and Healy need to put the runs and Harris needs a lot of burgers. Of course, sure. But it'll be very interesting to see how they go about it.
Yeah,
you know, UP Warriors. And again, we still have the accelerated round. I'm not sure because we're watching the telecast on mute. I'm not sure if the accelerated round will happen now. There's still a few more sets left. But in terms of gaps, UP Warriors clearly have that Pacers slot still vacant. At least domestic Pacer is what they'll be looking out for. Going to the other side, which is Gujarat Giants, which, I mean, the other side that's not sort of sharing an IPL men's franchise, which is Gujarat Giants. They also had a lot of vacancies. They had a lot of gaps to fill.
Yeah.
Firstly, they had that top order batter slot that was empty. They filled it up with Phoebe Litchfield. They went hard for Vrinda Dinesh as well. Now, if you look at their batting lineup, they have, in terms of openers, they have Laura.
Yeah.
Beth Mooney will, of course, open.
Definitely.
Now, number 3 pe agar Phoebe aati hai, your top 3 filled with overseas pros. Do you think that's a bit much? Do you think like you're sort of relying too much on your overseas pros right up top without any Indian options? There's still the likes of Meghna, Uma Chitri, all of them to come. But so far, this is how they stack up. Number 4, who do they have? Probably a Harleen Deol. Like, based on the current option, there's her. Number 5, probably sound like a Hemlata. Or no, sorry. Number 4 could be Ashley Gardner. Number 5 could be Harleen Deol. Number 6 could be Hemlata. Still no keeper barring Beth Mooney, right? In the entire squad. So that's one more thing they'll have to look out for. Top six seems sorted. In terms of bowling now, coming to their bowling, they let go of their entire pace attack from last season. They did go for a couple of pacers. I'm forgetting who did they go for in particular. They went for Kashvi Gautam, of course, who now pretty much will play. Let's say she slots in at number 8. So the number 7 slot is still vacant. 9, 10, 11. Spinners, pacers, how do they go about it? Do they have spinners? I'm trying to think.
Gujarat Giants.
Yeah. Who were their spinners last year? Ashley Gardner bowled. Sneh Rana, sorry. Of course, the skipper, the stand-in skipper.
Yeah.
Sneh Rana at number 7 makes sense as well. I know she probably would have liked to bat a bit higher. But he can. Given the lineup, I don't think how else could you bat high unless someone like a Dailan Hemlata slots in further lower. How would you go about it? Hemlata at number 6 and Sneh Rana at number 7?
I guess, that does make sense because Hemlata has, played for India that position as well and, has gotten in.
And even last year, despite coming from that injury and all of that, she did, she did really well for them. So number 7, Sneh, number 8, Kashvi Gautam. So that seems fairly settled there. Now, three more slots left. Pacers, spinners, they would ideally want more pacers because the 0 right now, spinners may there's at least Ashley Gardner, there's Sneh Rana. Who do you think they would go for? Because Kashvi Gautam so far is their only pacer and overseas mein ek slot bacha top 3 overseas ke baad. Oh wait, their top 4 is overseas because Ashley Gardner is also there. So do you think someone like a Phoebe Litchfield might not find herself in the 11 or even a Laura Wolfhard because of how they've stacked up right now?
Laura Wolfhard, known for her delicious cover drives.
But to be honest, again, one of those players, I don't think of her as a T20 player. She takes her time, but again,
good in ODIs.
Fantastic in ODIs.
So if someone were to face that, I think that would be Laura Wolfhard, right?
Okay.
Because in WPL also, we saw how she took a lot of time to get
exactly.
Kind of like an anchor.
True.
So I think, she might.
So someone like a Meghna could probably come in, or even a Devika Vaidya, she's still up for grabs. That would also work for them, but again, if Devika Vaidya comes in, Devika, Beth Mooney, Phoebe Litchfield, 3 left-handers could be a bit of an overkill once again. So Meghna would probably be the perfect choice and maybe could get her back. Could potentially be a base price bid. So in terms of pacers, available options, who do you think they could go for?
I think Swagatika Rath, like she was the one
Good
option.
Shout,
She had a great domestic season. Has been having so many consistent domestic seasons. I know age is she's like 29 or so, but then I think they can definitely go for her. Besides that, I think this is the one name that's like really.
Hurley Gala, what about her? Like as a pacer, purely as a pacer, if you had to play Hurley Gala, I know she's a bowling all-rounder.
So, I think they can definitely go for her as well. With age on her side and with good exposure, I think she could also be that class pick.
And also, isn't Ashwini Kumari a part of their side, or did they?
I think they
released her as well. Of course, they released her, like pretty much the entire setup that they had. So that still means they can go for an overseas spacer, which will be interesting to see. Do they go and try and fill that overseas spacer slot?
Kim Garth or something.
Kim Garth. They could go back to her. Tara Norris is still there. That's another available option because associate player ka hai, so that sort of helps them. The direct hit once again says Gardner is no Wonder Woman. She needs support. Mooney is your run machine. True.
Yeah.
That's true. She's more of your sort of run accumulator, run bank, so to say. But again, very tricky for the Gujarat Giants because they don't have a lot of domestic top order batters, which is probably why they went so hard for Vrinda Dinesh.
Seems like it. Yeah, that could have been the mindset.
Yeah, because that would have really solved a lot of problems for them. Vrinda and Beth Mooney at the top with with Phoebe Litchfield and then Ashley Gardner to follow would sort of open that overseas slot from there. Like you don't have to play Laura anymore. You have a competent, aggressive batter to Beth Mooney's sort of calm, composed character. So that would have also gone. That would have also sort of complemented each other.
Yeah, worked well also.
Yeah. They can also go for a Numad Chhetri, you never know. Keeper ka bhi wo ek backup option ban jata hai phir. So you never know. So there's still that option left. And we have the UP Warriors set up in front of us.
Yeah, it's Poonam Khemnar as well.
Yep. They went for Poonam Khemnar. They have Yashasvi as well. So in terms of pacers and all of that, they've got Anjali Sarvani. Wait, have they let go of her or am I wrong? Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah. Yeah, they have a couple of Indian options.
There's even Lauren Bell. We forgot about her.
Oh, Lauren Bell is there. But again, they can't play an Indian pacer. An overseas pacer. Sorry, beg your pardon. Rajeshwari Gaikwad. That was another name I missed out on. But again, you have Sophie Eccleston. You have Deepti Sharma.
You have Yashasvi also.
Yeah, you have Parshvi Chopra who also had a very good debut season to say the least. Maybe it might be a bit of an overkill playing someone like a Rajeshwari Gaikwad, who's again, you have better options.
I think it really depends on the conditions. If they're playing in Mumbai, they'd probably
go for 4 spinners, you say. Interesting. Let's have a few more comments, guys. Let's take your comments as well. And guys, please do make sure that you're hitting the like button if you haven't already, and also do subscribe to us if you haven't already. I'm guessing a lot of newcomers coming in, a lot of newbies coming in. Make sure you subscribe to us. A lot of fantastic content coming your ways. The next couple of months, the next 3 months will be packed both from a men's cricket POV and a women's cricket POV. Lot of cricketing action to follow. The accelerated auction will happen in a while. The accelerated round, Going back to the next team, Delhi Capitals. By far the most sort of passive side. They've bid for just 2 players. Got both of them. Annabelle Sutherland and I'm forgetting who was it. The other was Aparna Mondal. What do you make of it? Signs of a very settled 11, or do you think they could have been a bit more active and gone for another player or 2?
See, with Delhi, the thing is Meg Lanning, right? She's your captain. Yeah. She recently retired from international cricket, so there's a big concern if she's going to play or not.
But she did say that she's looking forward to playing the WPL.
So that's a big positive for them. And even the acquisitions they've had, right? Class players. So I think Delhi also looks like a very settled unit with, the acquisition of Aparna Mondal as well. She's had a good domestic season to, rest her case as well. And the other acquisition being
Annabelle Sutherland, of course.
Right? For the kind of money they got her, I think that's still great. I think she would slot herself into that playing 11 without much concern, right?
But how?
Meg Lanning,
Meg, you've got Marizan Cup, you've got Jess Jonathan. These 3 are definitely going to be a part of it. Laura Harris is another option they had, and I don't think they've let go of her. They've still held on to her. If you look at how their 11 sort of, the makeup of their 11, Shifali, then Meg. You've got Jemmy, you've got Marizan Cup, and you've got Jess Johnson. That'll be your next 3. That's your top 5 done. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. और कौन थे इनके पास? I know Pacers में that Shikha Pandey, that Arundhati Reddy. Then they had Radha Yadav. They had Poonam Yadav, who got very little game time.
Yeah.
In terms of overseas players, I'm actually drawing blanks right now. Who did Delhi have? Let's probably use our phones. I'm just because I don't think they've released a lot of players.
Jasyat did not get
hardly. She didn't play any games. Delhi Capitals foreigners. They had Tara Norris who played a few games for them, but again associate. Let us see. Guys, once again, Tita Sadhu, of course, she's a part of the Delhi Capital setup. So you can, again, top 5 done. Tita Sadhu at number 8 is fine because she can tonk as well. 9, 10, 11. You can have Radha Yadav at 7 as well. So that also sort of takes care of it.
Extra bowling option and batting as well.
And she's a gun fielder, so make no mistake. So your top 5 is done. Number 6 is vacant. 7, 8 is done. 9, 10, 11. Shikha Pandey can make her way in. Then
Shikha Pandey would, I think, make her way in either way.
Interesting. So Annabelle Sutherland actually would not be the worst of buys because it'll help them elongate their batting. Because if Annabelle say bats at number 5 or even
6,
higher, 6 is also not a bad shot because that's the gap they have.
Finisher
Yeah.
role as well, right?
Oh, that actually looks a very good top order, right? Because Shifali, Meg, Jemmy, Jess Johnson, Marizan Cup, of course, she'll be a bit more higher. Then,
34 or something.
yeah, then you have someone like Annabelle Sutherland and then Radha Yadav, Tita Sadhu. Both of them can bat, make no mistake.
Yeah.
So can Shikha Pandey at number 9. 10 and 11. 10 and 11. These are the two other vacant spots for them. Not bad. Not vacant spots. They have bowling options. I'm just drawing blanks. Let's just see the squad from the first season. They had Sneha Deepthi, they had Minnu Mani, I forgot, of course. Tanya Bhatia is another name they had.
Yeah.
Okay. Arundhati Reddy, I mentioned, of course.
And Tita
earlier.
Sadhu as well.
Yeah. So Arundhati Reddy, Alice Capsey, yeah, of course, she was stonking, she was bowling in the power play, she was actually very
Giving
effective.
that extra.
Yeah, she was very effective. So
bowling,
Alice
yeah.
Capsey was the 4th foreigner they had. Yeah, Annabelle Sutherland could probably come in. They have Indian spinners. Minnu Mani can probably get no game time this time around.
Captain the India A team.
Exactly,
as well, right?
exactly. So
Also
yeah, not
about
bad,
her.
not bad. But where would you slot Minnu Mani? Like in terms of her batting abilities in the batting order in the lineup, where should she ideally be batting?
See, ideally, though, I'd say like at number 4 or 5. But then
Exactly.
you already have options in Madison Cap, Jess Johnson, and
So
all
maybe
that.
she can come in at number 7.
6.
Yeah,
Or 7.
yeah. 6 by Annabelle Sutherland. 7 you
7?
can have. Yeah,
Okay.
Radha Yadav. Sorry, 6 by Annabelle Sutherland, 7 by Minnu Mani,
Yeah,
8 by Radha Yadav, 9 by Tita Sadhu, 10 by Shikha Pandey. Wow, that's actually sort of that's really a fairly competent lineup. You've of course got Arundhati Reddy as well, and we've got Avnish Hegde back in the studio.
Welcome back to me and myself. I had an elongated lunch break, but yeah, I was
just to welcome you as well, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant to see you, Venkat
Yes.
Raju Venki. Venki achpidi ange.
Arre.
Venki. But yeah, you guys were just debating the Delhi Capitals lineup. Really like the look of that top 6. You were just spot on with that. Sutherland for you fits in that 6.
She does because Alice Capsey was the one is the one player that she can sort of come in place of, and
Was that a fixed position for Madison Cup?
number 3. Yeah, she was coming in at number 3.
Ahead of Jemmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jemmy, to be honest, again, even I'm still not entirely sold on
Jemmy is the only anchor there, but then
Meg Lanning is good enough. And Jemmy, again, like I was sort of mentioning, I'm still not entirely sold on Jemmy, the T20
You
player.
think she's better in like ODIs
Exactly.
and tests, right?
T20s, I still feel there's a long way to go. Which is why it's very surprising for her to get all these 100 gigs and WPL gigs. But she was not bad. Yeah, WPL, she was good. Another finals that she lost. She's lost, if I'm not wrong, 3 finals this time around.
Oh my
Delhi
God.
Capitals, it was the World Cup semi-final. So 3 knockout games that she's lost.
But yeah, Kashvi Gautam being definitely the headline grabber so far, guys. If you
Yeah.
guys are just joining us, Kashvi Gautam, the 23-year-old from Chandigarh.
Yep.
Or 20-year-old.
20-year-old.
20-year-old from Chandigarh. Most uncapped, most expensive uncapped player in history, which is great to see. And of course, some other headline grabbers as well. Let us know in the comments what you guys have really been reading into. There's a lot being made of Vrinda Dinesh, and that's another exciting talent, which, of course, who did she go to?
UP Warriors.
UP Warriors.
So yeah, so far
should have come to RCB, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, I mean, given the purse and given the bidding, it's fine. Fair play to the other teams. So far we've discussed the UP Warriors setup. We've discussed Gujarat Giants. We've discussed
Delhi.
just completely putting my RCB bias aside. I was like, let me not choose RCB till the end. Nahi to log-
So we'll do Mumbai then.
Yeah, let's go for Mumbai.
Mumbai.
कुछ चेंजेस है ही नहीं भाई लास्ट ईयर का फाइनल्स का 11 उठा लो वही डाल दो
Yeah.
so basically
And your 12th woman in this
would
case.
be Shabnam Ismail
Yeah,
exactly
for sure.
so what
And like one of the guys asked, no impact players, so Shabman
Thank God for
literally gone. Guys, just logged in now. Are there any power hitters who can come in the Indian team? Vrinda Dinesh.
yeah she's a top order batter but she's very aggressive power hitter if you're talking about finisher maybe ja se aata hai, but I just got to know today that she's 35
Yeah, she's 35. And
I think attacking can be even Kiran Navgiri.
Yeah.
but that low down I'm guessing when you say
or
power
maybe we
hitters,
can mold a Kashvi Gautam who
interesting,
can hold
yeah.
the bat.
That way, Pooja Vastrkar is also there, like
Oh,
go
yeah.
down the order. With Kiran Navgiri, though, I really feel she has a proper problem against space, against short balls in particular. She really looked at sea. She looked like a deer in front of headlights.
Yeah,
I mean, a
for
deer.
sure.
Yeah, so that's
Radha Yadav was retained by the Delhi Capitals.
yeah, run fielder.
So after Harleen, do you think she's the best?
Fielder.
Yeah.
I would actually rate her above Harleen in terms of ground
She's
fielding and
electric on the
everything.
field,
Exactly.
Is she the best that India has?
Yeah.
At
I
the
would say,
moment, yeah.
She
Really?
covers ground very quickly, sorry, especially in your hotspots, long on, long off, which is where she's primarily
The
placed.
boundaries.
Is that
Exactly.
her best trait?
Yeah, that's how I call her. Like that's her suit.
Yeah.
She's a
Fielding
gun
specialist,
fielder.
Makes
Yeah,
it into
for
the
sure.
team.
Yeah,
Keep
exactly.
your comments going through. Of course, Vasantharan, good to see you as well. It's a Saturday, so there's going to be lots of questions you guys can ask us.
Yeah.
And that's that's the point we brought in earlier, right? The
Yep.
conservative approach that India goes in with.
Kiran
Definitely.
Navgere is the female version of Iyer.
I mean, in terms of in terms of the shortcomings
At
against
least
short
I
ball,
hope
yeah,
I hope it's Shreyas Iyer and not Venkatesh Iyer.
both actually suffer from the same problems.
Yeah, I think
but,
they're referring to like Shreyas.
yeah, Shreyas Iyer. But Kiran Navgere is fantastic against spin. She demolishes spin. She
Yeah,
eats it
yeah.
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I remember
Which is
she
how-
got a really good, entertaining 50 the last time out in
Yeah,
WPL.
yeah, that's true. So, and talking about today's game, since Vasant mentioned, another reason why I was surprised with that sort of slightly lack of intent was what Amol Mazumdar had mentioned in the pre-series,
Fearless,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly, press conference, where he was like, "We're looking to be showing more intent and all of that. We'll be fearless," like you mentioned. Not a lot of that was on display. If anything, what was on display was shoddy fielding.
Yeah.
Like just
it was just unacceptable.
And
Yeah.
Rohan Patel with a different account, I'm guessing, or he's changed his color of the R because it's normally a brown one if you pay attention.
Yeah.
GG messed big time, no fault in bowling.
Yeah, we
Ah.
discussed this. So that's the one thing that that's the one.
And that's the
area.
one particular area they let go of, right? Like Tara Norris, Kim Garth, all of them just
Shabnam
went
Norris
down.
was-
Shabnam?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Delhi, sorry.
Yeah, but
Kim
they didn't
Garth,
bid her. Yeah.
and then, like you said,
Yeah.
No,
the other
in
names
terms
as
of
well.
letting go Monica Patel, then there was
generally their
Mansi
pace
Joshi.
battery was
Yeah.
just drained.
Annabelle Sutherland was one of their primary pacers, which again that funda was. I mean, that
It
strategy
didn't
was
make
never going to work.
Yeah, but if they're playing in dust bowls, they don't need.
Yeah,
pacers.
maybe
We don't know the venues about that, but
Yep.
we'll of course keep you posted with that. So we've of course known what the teams have remaining in terms of slots. I know RCB still have 4 slots, and
Yeah, one
Yeah,
overseas
yeah.
and 3 Indian.
yeah, so let's see how they go about completing it. And the accelerated process starts in about 10 minutes time, I'm being
Yeah.
told.
So let's talk about the Mumbai Indian setup.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah,
opening,
yeah.
they've got Hayley Matthews, Yastika Bhatia, then there's Natsiva Branch,
Yeah.
Harmanpreet,
Is there another better option than a Yastika Bhatia? I know Yastika Bhatia has been
Devika
part of
Vaidya.
India's white ball teams.
Devika Vaidya.
No, but I think he's looking at the wicketkeeper bat option. That's why
I
I
know
was
they
like,
don't have a wicket keeper.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Uma
thinking they
Chaitri.
could go for Uma
Much.
Chaitri, yeah.
But no, Yastika's not done bad at all.
And it's just
she's
that
not
left.
as good as say like a Tanya Bhatia or a
Yeah,
Sushma
yeah, that's
with
true.
the
I was just
She's
wondering
a-
again, she's a lefty, right?
Yeah.
So imagine
Uh-huh.
she was a righty, maybe again.
And she's one of those timers. She just relies on timing, no power hitting.
And
none
who
of
did she
that.
score runs against last time? Yeah.
Of course,
That would
of
be awesome.
course.
I remember she had a poor form and then we brought her
Yeah.
back into form.
Yeah.
Like always,
And I was
like
just like,
always.
wow.
Actually.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
Unbelievable.
so Yastika and Healy to begin with, Harman at number 3, Natsiva Brandt and Amelia Kerr at number 4, number 5,
Yeah.
Pooja Vasrakar at number 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is where they played Amanjot Kaur, Jinti Mani or Jinta Mani, is it?
Chintamani.
Jinta Mani
yeah.
Kalita. Then they had Izzy Wong.
Izzy Wong.
Then they had Saika Ishaq.
Yeah.
So that pretty much slots in. So they're done.
10, yeah.
That's with 10. So 11th ke liye, again, they can go for Humaira Kazi. They have plenty
They
of
have
options.
options.
They've gone for S. Sajana. So you just don't know the
And
way.
with Nita's smile, she could be
Exactly,
staying
yeah.
into the mix. You
Yeah.
never
So, yeah.
know. And
Exactly.
she could be one of those, the equivalent of a Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah, the talents
Yep,
that
yep,
MI
yep.
kind of keep unearthing. It's
Yeah,
insane.
you never know. And so that their 11 is pretty much sorted.
Yeah,
But-
and that's Mumbai, right?
Yeah.
And now, even if you look at Mumbai's budget remaining headed into the accelerated process,
90 lakhs or
But this
70
Shabnam
lakhs.
is
65
taken into
lakhs.
account, right?
She can't. Izzy Wong is who we went for.
yeah.
At best, she can come in for Izzy Wong.
So in this accelerated process, it'll probably be only the teams with big budgets still going at it, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bangalore,
so
UP,
teams will,
Gujarat.
teams will be asked to provide a list of names.
Yeah.
And then
Can Sri Lanka be pushed up? Good in RCB, the unearth. Hope they do. With the respect to the men also. I mean, yeah, for sure. But Sri Lanka absolutely.
can be
winning.
pushed up. She is a hitter. She's a tonker. She loves hitting.
So
But-
I think finisher role would be
Yeah,
better,
exactly.
right?
But I would still sort of give her some time. Just play her at number 8 for this season at least. Give her at least another year's worth of time.
And it
And
still
then-
goes to show that RCB has like batting depth if you have Sri Lanka coming at 8.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which we
Batting-
certainly need considering
Yep,
the collapses we had in that.
Yeah,
process.
yeah.
And now potentially
Cross.
Kate Cross as well. So that might be 8 to 9 for
True,
Sri
true,
Lanka
true,
with
true,
Kate coming ahead of her. So only pretty much Renuka can't bat and Asha Shobna can't. I
No,
mean,
she can bat.
can bat.
She's batted for Pondicherry at number 5, number 6 as well from from the scorecards I remember going through.
Yeah, it's Danny vibe.
Yeah.
Giving a statement.
Talking,
yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
must be happy to be a part of the WPL finally.
Hi guys, really happy to be playing in front of a packed Lucknow Stadium.
I don't know. Yeah,
Uttar Pradesh is a beautiful city.
can't wait to.
The Palm Stains is wonderful to
But
watch.
Kate Cross can actually say that about Bangalore because it is a beautiful
Yeah,
city.
that's true.
And
That's
she would
true.
love her time in terms. She enjoyed her time, like you were saying, like doing
Azad
that
Maidan,
Sky
exactly.
Sports documentary.
Yeah, yeah.
But here, walking around the roads of Gardenia, cricket.com office is not too bad. So,
By the way,
no, she's not been bored. Satisfied Rocks, the Bangladeshi.
Yeah,
Marufa
Marufa
Akhtar,
Akhtar, she's not even coming. I don't think she'll be coming in. I don't think she was even shortlisted, like in the main list. In the
Oh.
list, I don't remember seeing her
No,
name.
she's there in the auctions.
But her name didn't come today.
Or maybe it did, and we were just like.
No. Itna to pata chalta hai, bhai.
I'm pretty sure that she did something.
But she didn't come today. That's all. I'm saying that.
But if you're new to the channel, Satisfied Rocks, please, of course, we'll be satisfied if you can
Yeah.
rock our channel.
Wow, look at that. Look
Literally
at
getting
the
chatty.
desperate attempt.
But man, some great money being spent. Of course, I know there'll be some
Yeah.
steals.
Oh.
So let's go and ask you some random rapid fire questions, both you experts over here. Steal of the day.
Good question.
I'm just thinking, yeah. I think Ekta Bisht.
Take the wish, 60 lakhs. It's a
That's
good
it.
shout. What about someone like Danny Butt?
I was thinking of Danny, Kate Cross. I mean, given that we needed a pace and we got it at 30 lakhs, so I feel that's sort of influencing my decision. I'm just trying to think of the other players who've been bought.
Sajna.
In hindsight, maybe yeah, she
That's
might be. She
steal.
might be a
Absolute
steal. In
steal.
hindsight, yeah, sure. Yeah, Danny White is there. There's Rolla. Rolla?
Laura?
What was I even going on? Not sure.
Laura.
PB Litchfield is what I wanted to say, but Laura.
1 crore, but stiff price.
Yeah. It's not a steal, but it's not too expensive as
So
well.
would you agree with her, Ekta Wish?
I
Or would you
would-
still stick with Cross?
Kate Cross, yeah, probably
Fair.
Kate Cross, because 30 lakhs
Okay.
as opposed to 60, and again proper bowler, also offers a bit of that batting value. So
Hmm.
definitely I would say Kate Cross maybe.
Okay. Surprising buy of the day.
Interesting.
Surprising buy.
Annabelle Sutherland, Shabnam Ismail. I'd say Shabnam
Surprising
Ismail.
buy.
For Mumbai,
Okay, in that
taking the team also into
Okay.
context.
Yeah.
Okay. From that perspective,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I think for me it has to be Danny White because
Yeah.
although like experience and all is there, but UP going for her was kind of.
But if we did the
surprising.
cricket match, would you have probably shoehorned someone like Danny White because of their top order bolstering required?
But they've also gone for Vrinda Dinesh.
Yeah.
But that was only after, right?
Exactly, which means now Danny White won't play. At least won't be a part of the first game, won't be a part of the playing 11 of the first game.
Because then, anyways, looking at a top order bat, they should have gone for Chamari, right? But
Yeah,
then they
yeah.
didn't.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the
So would you
special-
agree? So in terms of surprising by Danny White?
No, I would still say Shabnam Ismail because Danny White can still be thought of as a backup option, so 30 lakhs is a steal.
Okay.
Shabnam Ismail, 1.2 crores, you're spending money on her to make her warm the bench.
Yeah.
Which I think might
Yeah.
happen.
So, which will happen for sure.
Okay. What about heartwarming buy? Any particular auction which has gone on? And, I mean, buy in this auction.
I
I'm
would
thinking
actually say Ekta Bisht for that.
not Kashmir.
I was actually thinking of Kashmir, because
That's
Just
okay.
for her
I get where
story.
I get where you guys are coming from, but I would say heartwarming for Ekta Bisht because she was unsold last season.
sidelined by
Exactly,
India. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Given all of that, so now her coming into the fray all of a sudden. So yeah, it makes for good viewing, makes for good
Even Vrinda
storytelling.
Dinesh, to some extent, like I
True,
did
true,
think
all
she
these
was like
youngsters,
1.3.
yeah.
Apurva Mondal.
Aparna,
Aparna, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that she's literally, 10 lakh?
yeah, Dada.
Dada was smiling.
Yeah.
And they actually went for her. So maybe
Yeah.
that. Steal, Kate Cross, absolutely 100%. So we've done the steal, we've done the surprise, we've done the heartwarming bit.
Yep.
And we can see
Meghna
Meghna Singh as well, giving her thoughts. I think she's got the background of
But-
Marine Drive.
Yeah, and just going back to that Mumbai Indians setup and the discussion we were having, I still don't think this is of course they won the title, make no mistake, fantastic, kudos to them and all of that. I still don't think this is a good enough
Balance.
11. Yeah, this like
What else they want?
Jintamani,
Yeah.
Pooja, Amanjot, Saika, and whoever they play at number 11 now. There are 5 options, barring the 6. Basically, the remaining 6 players are the ones who played well last year as well, and those 5 did not have to do anything. Pooja Vasrakar did nothing. Make no mistake.
Sometimes I just felt they had to just name
Exactly,
players.
exactly. They just had to name players. They could have named Charlotte Edwards and we were
In fact, there are a couple of times where these two didn't get a bowl or a bat.
Yeah, a
Right?
couple of times, this happened in like 5-6 games.
And then
Yeah.
I think Harman realized it and then realized
Yeah.
that at times when the games are dwindling, because the first 4 games also they were kind of keeping an eye on net run rate.
Yeah,
So they wanted to get the job done.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And I don't think they can depend on those 6 players on the
Yeah.
overseas pros just as much this time around. Expecting Izzy Wong, Saika Ishaq, Nat Silverbrunt, Amelia Kurt,
Matthews.
Hayley Matthews, Harmanpreet, all of them to have the kind of season they had last year would be stupid. Would be
And
stupid.
unreal-
But on the
Yeah.
contrary, what are the chances of all those names you mentioned to have a bad day together? You know what I
Then
mean?
Which is what will happen,
that'll
and
be a
I'm
big
waiting for
litmus
that.
test.
I
If
know,
it does,
I know I'm a
if
sadist.
it does, A,
And
should
let it
happen
happen against RCB.
Sure, that's one. And two is, bro, it's insane
Yeah.
because even if Haley fails, Harman will get you. Harman fails, Natalie will get you. Natalie fails, I don't know. They'll have Izzy Wong coming up with a cameo. You just never know.
And she did come up with a cameo.
Exactly,
Na?
right.
6 ball 18, I remember. 3 for
Was that in the final?
3 for was in the finals. Cameo was probably in the semis.
In the
Knockout,
semis,
yeah.
yeah.
But again, so this is why I still don't think this Mumbai setup is as good as it's being made out to be, just like the men's setup, basically.
Correct.
So I would
think,
still
like,
hope.
kudos to Harmanpreet's captaincy, right? You know, marshalling the
Yeah.
troops and
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
all the combinations right. Compared to RCB, they had such good players, but when Smriti Mandana herself was like awfully not in form,
Yeah,
she was just not able to get that.
That also played a big role, I feel, when you're captain, when as the captain, when you are sort of so woefully out of form, it sort of impacts your decision making. You yourself don't know how to sort of, you know.
And you have other captains in the team.
Exactly.
As well,
You do, but I don't know if they actually move going into the mindset saying it's an Indian who has to captain us. And if you look at the other Indians in that RCB dressing room, they don't kind of, spell
Exude that,
leadership feel.
thing,
right?
Renuka's not going to lead. Richa Ghosh is too
They're all
young.
young, yeah, exactly.
And you don't want to burden these youngsters with
Yeah,
captaincy.
yeah,
as well,
yeah.
which
I
is,
mean, it also shows India's obsession with like naming batters
Yeah,
as
batters
captains,
as
right? Like we
captains.
have that thing. We don't want bowlers as
Yeah.
captains.
which
See,
is madness.
Smriti as a captaincy choice isn't the worst. She's from what little I've seen and heard also offer from.
No, but I
others,
hope that's not like really, playing on her mind as a batter.
which is what must have happened
Become
in the
more
last, in the
circumspect,
first season. Exactly.
Not taking
yeah.
chances and then eventually perishing, because in the last time she kind of got stuck, and then when the release shot came, it didn't really
And
kind of.
that matchup against off spin, it just sort of really
Yeah.
It played into
yeah.
her
Seven,
mind, yeah.
like if you're getting out to the same bowling
Same
type for
fashion,
7
same
games
template,
in
yeah.
out of 8,
Yeah.
that's really going to play some at the back of
And
your
then
mind.
Virat Kohli came and addressed them,
Yeah.
and that was like a whole thing.
And it was
Like a
great
little
to watch.
revival.
Great to watch.
By the way, good to also watch particular poll results which are out right now. And many people reckon that Deandra Doughton is the
Surprise.
unsold player which shocked the most so far in the
Jamali
WPL
Attapatta would still say,
2024 auction. And that was my next question to them, but we did the poll, so essentially you guys have the answers in front of you. All you guys watching right now at 5:37 or whatever the time is on a Saturday evening, please like this particular video, because we've done the watch along for about 3 hours continuing right now.
Yeah.
And it's just gone by because we've essentially enjoyed it, talking about it and analyzing certain teams, bantering each other, of course. And as we look at the purse remaining, guys, I think GG, not Gautam Gambhir, who's been
Clear.
trending, Gujarat Giants, they're going to splash the cash in that accelerated round. And maybe UP Warriors as well. I know they have just one slot remaining. What the hell are they doing with that much cash? I mean, have they not spread it across?
I mean, this is what happens when you sort of spend 1.4 crores on a certain.
But UP generally also, they hoard a lot of money in their houses. Right? Like,
just not holding back at all.
No, I'm just joking. Sometimes, jokes are almost welcome. I was enrolled with the Punjab Kings in the analytics team in 2022. One thing I saw was a lot of research went into scouting and other stuff. I hope it's the same or even more for the WPL.
You know, Aryan, let me know if you know Shashank. I'm trying to catch hold of him. I know, I'm pretty sure since you worked there. Dan Wesson was also part of them in 2022. I'm trying to get hold of Shashank Rajgopal, if I'm not wrong, is what his name is. Not directed guy, sorry. Aryan, like Neha mentioned, do get in touch with us. Would be great.
Yeah, and speaking of cricket.com
Yeah.
experts, I know they have WB before that. They
Yeah.
also have Sabah right now.
Yeah.
And is Sabah involved with women's cricket in any way, shape, or form?
Not that I know of.
Wait, Sabah's name? I think was he part of that COA thing? No.
No. I don't think so.
But he like passed some controversial comments and all. Like,
And
he
that
said
was-
that the Indian cricket
Wasn't he
has a
part
lot
of the Delhi
wealth.
Capital scouting team?
Was he?
Yeah, he
The
was.
women's side.
The men's for sure. I don't know about the women's
I'm not.
side.
I don't think so.
Could be scouting, yeah, probably. But I mean, speaking of controversial statements, Dada himself is no sort of no
And he
newcomer,
was
so to say,
the
to something.
president. Well,
Yeah,
never mind.
who said, I wouldn't. My producer would not be happy with this. He's an ardent Dada fan.
Ardent.
Yeah,
Ardent with a
ardent.
capital ARDENT. Ardada.
All right, enough with that. But he did make statements something to the effect of, I wouldn't let my daughter play cricket or something on those lines.
Did he really say that?
He did say that. I know that for
I
a
thought he
fact.
said like women's family does not have any marriage
Dolly
and all that.
Ganguly.
My daughter,
No, but his daughter's name
not
is
Dolly. Kya?
What?
Kuch bhi, kya?
Dolly, right?
No.
Not sure.
Or
That's
Nagma
a
was his
legit
wife.
Bengali name. Nagma wasn't his wife. What the hell? What are you on?
Then who was it?
No,
I don't
he's married to his childhood sweetheart,
So who was
Nagma.
Nagma?
She's a Bollywood actress who was
Yeah.
who was supposedly involved, who was rumored to be involved with.
So what is Ganguly's daughter's name?
This is
I
just
think
going.
Shahid Afridi said that, and I won't let my daughter play or something.
He used to say it, of course, but
Yeah.
so can Dada. And it's not like
Dada's
Shahid
also
is.
said it.
Yeah. He said that. That's for
He
sure.
I mean, it's expected of Shahid, but not Dada.
Look at that.
Expected.
Or Shahid for sure. Keep your comments coming through
And
for
please
sure.
like, guys. Please do.
And
make
I
sure
know
to hit the
sometimes like
button.
we divert and we tangent to different
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
things, but that's what makes it more enjoyable indeed. The only relation South Africa team has with women's cricket is a lack of depth.
Yes, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Gaurav, good to see you, man. Like this particular stream, and of course, go check out Gaurav's article, who works with us with regards
Yes,
to
Gaurav, yeah.
all the women's cricket. He's written a WPL preview. Guys, what about Jasia
Yeah.
Akhtar getting unsold? It pains me really. Also, Simran Dil Bahadur. I mean, Jasia Akhtar, if you're still calling Vaishali, who was our WPL expert last year, she was livid. The fact that Jasia Akhtar, okay, fine, got a gig technically, but didn't get a gig technically in the sense that she was part of the squad but didn't get a game. I think that she'll go to the UP in the accelerator process. I just generally
What
think
call? Okay.
because in case that top order, even though it's set in stone right now,
They have a collapse.
yeah, not just collapse, but form, injury, anything could happen.
She can slot.
She's
That's actually a
35
good
years
shout.
of age, experience.
No, that's a good shot because, in fact, that number 7, number 8 is where we also had trouble trying to fill in for them. Grace Harris is there, slightly above at number 7. So number
And I
8.
think Gujarat won't go for someone like Jasia because they tried that experiment with Kiran Navgiri. I don't know if they still have her.
No, Kiran Navgiri is with the UP Warriors.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
then vice
Yeah.
versa. Okay, fine.
And with Gujarat Giants, they can't. I don't think they can afford to play someone like a Jazia Akhtar in their 11 because now they need pacers.
Yeah.
Now they need bowling options.
Yeah.
Jazia Akhtar is more of a batting all-rounder. Although she bowls a bit of medium pace, I don't think it's good enough. I mean, they need out-and-out bowling options.
Okay.
I'm guessing they are announcing the accelerated round of auctions right now. By the way, the only team we haven't discussed so far is RCB. So
RCB,
kudos to
yeah.
us. So yeah, guys, see, we're not
Being
RCB biased.
unbiased.
Exactly.
We'll of course discuss RCB in just a bit.
Nicola Carey.
Nicola Carey, I don't know if she's.
So wait, is this an accelerated round because her name hasn't popped up before? So
No, I don't think.
So that's where maybe your Bangladeshi woman.
yeah,
come up.
Marufa Akhtar
Marufa
could come in.
Akhtar,
Yeah, sure.
And
All
a
our
lot of the-
Pendergast hasn't come in.
Is Nicola Carey related to Alex?
Of course, you had to ask that. I don't think so.
think so.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll try and get hold of Shashank. 10 days left to the auction. Everyone is packed. But I don't think Shashank is currently a part of the Punjab setup.
Cricket.com _official
Yeah,
on Instagram.
yeah. And Hegde every day, Akshay Kumar Swami, I'm guessing that's
Akshay _Kumar_Swami.
Thank you. My personal social media
Yeah.
guy.
For sure.
And never on the back foot, of course. Interesting. So yeah, guys.
Alice Davidson Richards.
Plays for England
Okay.
and is like a batting all-rounder, so to
She
say.
played like 157 matches. Like,
So
is she
experienced,
A
exactly.
lot of
Is she played with like Charlotte Edwards? Did
Uh-huh.
Charlotte Edwards ever play T20?
20. Yes, she.
Played?
मतलब not T20 eyes, but कुछ तो T20s खेला होगा ना.
हाँ.
2014, 15.
They had that blast tournament.
Yeah, Kia Super League.
Kia Super.
Yeah.
Men.
And they had that other what is that domestic
And
competition?
by the way, why nobody went for .in BCCI politics? Suchant,
No, oh yeah.
interesting point.
Yeah.
Not and Suchant is one of our sort of nihilistic viewers, regular, of course. Thank you so much, Suchant. He loves to sort of
Bring in that
Lawrence
disclosure.
Cheadle.
exactly.
Who's
He's
Lawrence
playing
Cheadle?
the
Lawrence
devil's
Cheadle.
advocate.
England
Ooh.
bowler.
New
Not
name.
bad. And someone's bid. Is it RCB?
No, I don't think so.
No. She was there now in the England A.
She was there. She was there.
It's really interesting. The business end of the auction, so all these teams are just keeping a.
I think once England
I-
lost out on like Kate.
Oh, it's
I
been
was
sold to
really
the Gujarat Giants.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Lawrence
not bad.
Anya
Cheadle.
Base
Shrubsole.
price pick. Oh, Anya Shrubsole.
Yeah.
I'll never forget her, of course.
So
27.
they have a Lauren now joining a Laura. Laura also plays for Gujarat.
Yep.
Giants,
And now that's
No,
actually a good buy because Gujarat needed an overseas pacer. So Lauren Sheetal sort of fits in that bill.
Kirsty Gordon again, English bowler, is playing for England A. Had good-ish returns.
Interesting, but
That's VR Vanita on the table.
yeah. She's a part of the
The-
RCB setup
yeah.
still. She's one of the scouts as well.
And she's obviously Karnataka's
Yeah.
Pride.
pride, right? Back in the day.
Karnataka Duhemme.
Brilliant. So Kirsty Gordon,
Yeah.
is she where is she from? England?
England. And guys, yeah, please keep commenting and make sure you're hitting the like button. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're at 62 right now. We've been stuck at 62 for the last 10-15 minutes.
Let's go,
Please,
let's
yeah,
go.
come on, guys. Let's go and aim for 100. Come on, let's hit a
100%.
century.
Zara
Dhara
Gujar.
Gujar was a part of the Mumbai
Mumbai,
setup
and
last
why
year.
they let her?
Yeah.
Again, another talent unearthed by them.
She played also a couple of games, if I'm not wrong. Of course, there's nothing apart from.
Not bad.
She's like how I wish I would get a chance to
So
play
one
in the
second,
IPL. Kuch mat karo,
I
bas
just want to
baithe
ask you
raho
guys.
IPL.
I just want to ask you guys really quickly because MIDC are not going to do that much business, we reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe MI, maybe 1 or 2 players, and that's all they can buy. UP Warriors just have 1 player left, Neha. How the hell are they going to spend that 2.2 crores? Are they going to just?
I think
Will
over a
it
lot
back,
of
yeah.
Indian players. No?
But they have only 1 slot
Yeah,
remaining.
matlab they won't spend the entire money. Oh, Catherine Bryce is
They
here.
can actually save some.
She's basically Sarah Bryce's twin sister. And if I'm not wrong, it was Catherine Bryce who trialed for RCB, not Sarah Bryce.
Oh.
There's been a bid from Gujarat Giants.
But one sec, so in case they
I'm
want to
hoping
go,
RCB.
in case they want to go back and buy someone like an Atapatu, right?
Yeah, that's where the
UP
accelerated
Warriors.
auction comes in.
So they have the 2.2 crores in their purse.
Yeah.
So they can actually splash the cash if they want.
If they want to,
If
yeah.
they
But will Atapatu fit into the 11? No.
No, absolutely not.
Because
So
their batting is already
Wait,
started.
but
Would
the
Dawkins-
hands here, is it
Dawkins-
RCB? Is it RC? No, it's Gujarat Giants.
Yeah, Gujarat Giants, yeah. Wait, your question please?
my question
That's
being,
a good buy,
will,
by the way, sorry.
Deandra Doughton slotted.
Yeah, into
Not
the...
Deandra Doughton, Chamari Attapattu.
No,
she
will
would slot
Doughton
in.
slot into the...
Doughton slot in.
Doughton slot into the this thing, yeah.
Manat
By the way,
Kashyap.
Manat Kashyap is here.
Gujarat team.
No.
Huh?
Simply put, no, and especially given the bad blood between them, I don't think they would go for her as well.
Again,
Correct,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
So that 2.2 crores, how the hell are they going to spend it?
That's UP Warriors who have 2.2 crores, and I don't think the
Oh,
budget.
UP
yeah,
Warriors,
they'll
right.
just hold on to it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It'll help them in the
Not
next
just
season.
spend for the heck of it.
Guys,
Yeah.
why don't you bring Ranji players and get them sharing domestic experience and what it's like to
We
play?
will try. We will try. Right
I've
now,
spoken to a few. I think KB Siddharth comes to
Yeah.
mind. Just generally, the life
Shreyas
of a
Gopal.
cricketer, Shreyas Gopal, Karun Nair,
Yeah.
probably get one of them to feature in the Monday Night Live. Now that you mentioned we have Anita, hopefully we can track her down and get some insight
Mhm.
about
maybe through Arjun Hoysala.
Arjun Hoysal, Arjun Dev.
Oh,
No,
Manat Kashyap
Arjun
is
Hoysala is her husband, also a
correct.
former Karnataka cricketer
Hmm.
who now plays in the Maharaja T20 trophy.
Oh,
Anyways,
nice.
coming back, Manat Kashyap, another good guy. Part of the
Hey, Ashwini Kumar.
yeah, India is set up. Ashwini Kumari let go of by Gujarat Giants, if I'm not
So
wrong.
ask me about Manat Kashyap.
No. Gujarat Giants
Gujarat.
once again. But Catherine Bryce, that's actually a very good buy because associate players, so now they don't need to.
Five.
Yeah, they don't need to
Four
sort
of-
of exhaust their overseas players.
And she's Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lauren Sheetal, Catherine Bryce, you have Ashley Gardner, and who else? Sneh Rana. Not bad. It's sort of shaping up decently for them. Interesting.
Ashwini
Catherine Bryce is also pace bowling all rounder, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Sorry, not this hand. Rohan Patil, we'll definitely try. We're trying for something. Ashwini Kumari goes to Delhi
Delhi
Capitals, and that's
Capitals.
their
Another
last
good
buy.
buy.
Yeah, that's the last buy
They
for
don't
the
want
day.
to 5 lakhs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
I think the minimum is only 10.
10, yeah.
Nicola Hancock. I loved her in the WPL. Brilliant. She
Yeah,
was.
okay, I didn't catch much of her.
Mm.
What's she? All rounder?
Yeah.
Okay, pace bowling all rounder.
They literally got all A's today, Delhi Capitals. Annabelle,
Ashwini,
Aparna.
Aparna.
That's mad.
This is the kind of analysis Avni brings to the table.
No, I'm just trying to
guys.
think of
Annabelle Sutherland.
Ganguly just being so happy
No, but
right
Nicola
now.
Hancock was really good at the ball. She actually got a lot of wickets. She's super economical.
Interesting.
And I hope she's picked up by one of the teams.
Unfortunately, no goes unsold.
Mm.
But yeah, again, not a lot of.
Yeah,
options
man. I'm just
available.
looking at the certain tables in the body language. Like that's why I was just thinking about Saurav Ganguly and what he did right now.
Is she related, Avnish? You can ask.
To Richard Illingworth.
You never know.
Yeah, Aussie, 18-year-old.
Oh
One
my
thing what-
goodness, 18.
Am I
Look
trying
at
to
their
get
system, no? Australia's
Exactly.
18-year-olds registering.
Millicent Illingworth?
Imagine if someone actually goes for a man. That'll be ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, but like Mumbai, I don't know why they're like in such heated discussions. They have 2 players left. They have 65 lakhs left. Surely a couple of Indian young hidden gems, right?
100%. I really hope Meghna, Devika, Vedya, they all get a spot somewhere,
Mhm.
man. Now your turn to ask once again.
No, I don't think she's related.
You never know.
Fazim Jaffer.
Arman Jaffer is related, so Fatima Jaffer could be his sister. So
Maybe she just was a great bowler. Is she a bowler?
yeah. This is
The
the
bowling,
yeah.
fast bowler.
So basically, like
Look at that economy, the 4.91, not
she
bad.
can live up to her name and get a good price tag. Jaffers.
I mean.
Jaffers, innit?
Oh, someone's bet, by the way. Is it Mumbai? It is.
It had to
Why
be
are they
them.
so happy about every buy?
Because I don't know. I
man?
think she
They're
got.
getting it.
This is local talent being bought.
Yeah.
No, but are they actually happy because they found some? Arey, bhai, Oh,
and they're going
Before the
again.
men's name, yeah.
Keetana Balakrishnan. Oh my God.
Another domestic pick, I suppose. Right?
Yeah, of course. India likha tha strike rate 85.9. I don't
Dude,
know.
the paddle was up.
Yeah, before even
Before
the
the
name
name
was
was
properly
so well.
announced.
RCB under Mandana will be similar to RCB under Kohli. Poor performances throughout without one exceptional season 2016.
Chachant, our resident nihilistic.
Tell him, bro. Tell him.
मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. I just want to know why is the Mumbai setup so happy
Keen
with
on,
it?
like,
Yeah.
What players have
That's the
RCB bought so
strategy.
far? RCB, Jug Singh have bought someone like Kate Cross, you know her, Ekta Bish.
Georgia
Georgia
Warham.
was
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there was
just 3, no?
no, there was
There
a
was
fourth
another one.
player as well that I'm forgetting. Kate Cross, Georgia Warham,
Ekta
and
Bish.
Ekta Bish. No, it's probably just 3. Yeah,
No, we bought
just
one
the 3.
more. Definitely bought one more.
Paige Cafield.
Let us know, of course, in the comments.
A Netherlands player. Yeah.
Is she from
Paige
Netherlands?
Schofield.
I thought so. Yeah.
Schofield.
Didn't see her nationality.
Guys, Ashwini Kumari got
Moving on.
sold to Delhi. Can we talk about how good DC scouting has been? They filled all their gaps already, done and dusted very early, just like the last auction. Look, Gaurav, I mean, essentially, they've come in for 3 players and they've got the job done. They wanted a really, really good overseas pro. Annabelle, they went loggerheads with Mumbai. They won that.
Anushka Sharma.
Anushka
Yeah,
Sharma.
dude, like,
Anushka Sharma looking like Virat Kohli. Young Virat Kohli.
Look at the hairdo, the colors. But Gaurav, in terms of Delhi,
And even the guy on the auction table smiles. Who is Anushka
imagine
Sharma?
RCB actually go
again, she's
for-
a domestic
Man, that'll be
player.
wild. That will be wild if
And
Right
RCB
before,
go for-
yeah, in age group cricket also because of her name, like she got a lot of attention. And
Okay.
like BCCI, do you see those automated tweets that come? So every time there's a mention of Anushka Sharma, that tweet would get like so many likes.
Oh,
You know?
of course.
So,
of
yeah.
course. Interesting.
What was Ganguly doing there? He just wants footage everywhere. He's the DC mentor.
Yeah,
right?
he is a part of bhai, Rohan bhai. Itna bhi gali mat do. But interesting name that Iris Swilling.
Zwilling.
Oh,
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
not bad.
I love her hoop earrings.
But
mean-
yeah, going back to who was it that we were talking about before?
RCB's buys.
No, after that, something before between that and Anushka Sharma was something that we were. Oh yeah, Delhi Capitals. Gaurav had brought it up.
Correct.
If you spend more than 90% of your budget on this one player, of course you'll have a fairly.
Yeah.
No, but
small,
he's saying,
short
I'm
option.
guessing Dada had something to do with that Mondal business.
Yeah.
That's stereotyping. To be
Bhavna
honest.
Gopalani, guys,
Yeah.
another great player. She's had a brilliant interzonal.
No, but by the looks of the
She
smile,
went
Ganguly for sure.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
for
wait.
100%.
So let's wait. Let's
Yeah,
know.
Bhavna Gopalani. I was so excited about her when I was making the video. In each of those matches, she actually contributed.
So
to
again,
that.
what's she? If you could help us out with that, all-rounder, bowler, batter.
Batter and can slot in at like all the teams are stacked up, but she can probably come in at 5 or 6.
But strike rate of 95.4.
I still think she will fare better. At least like get scouted
how-
by a team.
I can't-
So,
Yeah.
You can't just look at the strike rate and be like,
No, but like
strike
I'm
rate
just
is
looking.
overrated.
Oh, of course, we have
That's
our
so
in-house
overrated,
scale,
for
Rahul.
how does MI continue to not have any player from Australia, man, second season in a row?
Oh yeah, no.
Unka wo
That's a
hai,
good
I-
observation.
MI Juju. But yeah,
MI
Delhi ka,
Juju.
in terms of scouting, Ananya Upendran was a part of their scouting setup. She's also there.
Yeah.
So
What about
Aparna
Devika
Munda-
K? Is she going to go K?
What
Did
is
you
that?
just bring that up
What
to
is-
sort of
Like,
put that
is
out
she going to
there?
go okay? Is my
I
thing, you
know,
Oh,
I
I was like
understood.
K for
Okay.
killer or something.
Is she
Never
going to go
mind.
okay? No.
No bids, unsold yet again.
Unsold again. So what if they get unsold in the accelerated process is done?
This is not the accelerated
Not
process.
yet.
This is the remaining sets that are being done because these players haven't come in before.
Okay.
In the accelerated process, there will be players who've already come in before who will come in yet again.
Okay. And will
Oh,
that
by
be-
the way, these are the only 3 sides, I guess, with slots left.
but will that be televised?
Yeah. All
That's
of
a
it is
process.
televised. Yeah.
Because sometimes they have the other one for the men's closed doors, right?
No.
The
Now
last
to
round.
nothing.
Now it's
Nothing
all
is closed now.
transparent.
Everything, yeah.
Okay.
Because one of the best moments of the accelerated auction was in the 2022 mega auction men's cricket. Rajasthan Royals in under 3 minutes bought Jimmy Neesham, Daryl Mitchell, Nathan Coulter-Nile and Rashid Fantadusan in under 4 minutes. 4 overseas players just left, right, and attack,
Yeah,
bid. I'm like, what the hell are you guys on? Like,
It's like a calculated.
yeah,
They're just waiting for
exactly.
that,
They're
yeah.
like, oh shit,
Shubha
all of a
Satish.
sudden we have so many vacant
Yeah.
spots. Let's go.
Who is Shubha Satish?
Definitely
Satish.
not related to Tirtha Satish. Oh, RCB plays the bid, all rounder.
Interesting, okay.
Is
The
she-
name sounds,
is she from Karnataka?
like Kannadiga-esque. The all-rounder does not again
Sure.
inspire a lot of confidence.
Where's my
83.6, and Avnish Hegde has successfully.
Lost his.
Oh my god. One second.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no Jerin.
Oh my God, sir.
Amanda Jade Wellington wasn't bought by anyone. She's also gone and sold.
Quite surprising,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, the conditions are really suited to
So
her.
Amanda over Georgia Boham, do you think that would have made sense?
No, I had my bias for Georgia Warden, considering I've seen her. Hey, I'm sold to RCB.
Sold to RCD, RCD cab, hi, RCB. Shubha Satish, very Kannada-esque name. The spelling as well,
Yeah,
Satish.
but I'm hearing of her for the first time.
So Avnish Bhai will help us out. Tanisha Singh is the next player there.
Mhm.
Not sure if Avnish Bhai is looking at that.
Karnataka women.
Oh yeah, okay,
All-rounder batting
interesting.
style.
All rounder,
Batting style right-handed.
yeah,
Sure.
but strike rate of 83 again.
Has an Instagram bio of trusting the process, not the protest, process.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Trusting the protest. Wow.
Mysuru girl, Shubha Satish is
Oh,
excellent
Mysore
batting.
ki. Nice.
I guess was right.
Yeah,
Brilliant. She has a strike rate of 87.9 with
Yeah.
an average of 20.
yeah. Let's hope they've seen something. And guys, 69 likes. Let's hit that century mark.
Yes,
Please,
yes.
please, come on, guys. Let's do that.
Yeah, please, for the love of God, for the love of the women's game, of course.
Yeah.
And for the love of
God.
new faces like Neha, who's been absolutely brilliant in helping us just analyze this auction further. Like this video and share it to all the people who like women's cricket, because I know it's onwards and upwards. I know I've essentially worked in cricket.com for like close to 4 years right now, but even before that, always loving the women's game in terms of just hoping it kind of picks up, and it's a catalyst. The WPL has been a catalyst for sure. Right, so what are we hoping for in the last dying embers of this
By the way,
auction?
the accelerated auction has been announced, and no Chamari Attapattu in that. I mean, she's
You'd
not
be
been
heartbroken.
shortlisted. Yeah.
Wow, that is
But again,
some-
that goes to show how all the teams are stacked up well with their batting
Yeah.
options, and don't need
But
a player of her nature to
so
be
that
there.
means we won't see even a Deanna Doughton, because the points you guys mentioned, she won't go back to
no,
GG
but
for the.
we don't know what the list is, what the accelerated auction
But
list
even if
is.
she is, if
You
Doughton
never know
is,
as a backup option if a team wants to go for her. You just don't know.
so do
Yeah.
you think?
I mean, look at the purse money.
Do you
like,
think UP will go for Doughton and just do what Mumbai have done with Ismail, just keep her on the
we have
bench?
2.2 also. One slot remaining.
Yeah, Sanjay is like, Kate Cross ka bhi kuch Bangalore connection bata do Akshay. Hi, well my house is on the 6th cross. So cross connection bata rahe. Isse zyada expect mat karo.
100%.
Yeah, but
TMI though.
I know, and literally she was a huge CSK fan, right?
Yeah, she's a CSK fan. And
Kate
Alex,
Cross?
Yeah, she
and
was.
Alexander Hartley is.
Alex
Yeah.
Hartley is and so is Amanda J.
But I guess
Both
Kate
of
has
them.
crossed the border now.
Yeah, she's actually a CSK fan
100%.
with all that.
And
jersey.
Kate's gonna be like, I mean, we should name her Kaveri Cross, because she's literally kind of now
Wow.
coming
Too
from our
political.
campaign.
Yeah,
Like,
just
come on.
yeah.
Literally.
Again, not.
If you enjoy
holding
those
back.
kind of jokes, let us know, because essentially,
Yeah,
essentially, we literally want to not just innovate new words in the watch along, but of course banter each other as well. So RCB have got the business done of a few key players: Kate Cross, Wareham, Ekta Bish. They're all potential walk-in.
Subhash
Satish.
Satish.
No,
being
but
the
those,
latest.
but those three, do they walk in for you in your 11?
At least two of them, Kate
Yeah,
Cross
yeah.
and Ekta Bish. Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Georgia Boham would be a backup, according to me.
Like you see, like an Erin Burns or a.
Yeah, something on those lines, exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
Exactly.
fair enough. I mean, I know Sneh Rana still keeps a spot in Gujarat Giants, but
Definitely.
I hope she gets like a really good season under.
True,
her.
and I hope Catherine Rice gets a good look in
Yeah.
for the Gujarat Giants as well. Is the auction over, Rohan? No, unfortunately.
No, it's
Or
not.
rather, fortunately for us, it's not over. We still have the final accelerated round that'll start soon. We're not sure of the list. So, producer Saab, if you could help us out with the list, it'll be great. Akshay will get Australia connection down under, says Vasant Narayan. Let's not set any context. Let's just.
I don't
move
know.
on.
I mean,
Yeah.
please
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
be vivid in the memory. Make Neha, of course, know about that. Kate Cross tweeted out pick of her wearing.
Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
Well
Well done.
I think she's a CSK fan.
She might be.
She
She
has
might
been.
be, yeah.
She has been, because
But,
I think
yeah.
they popped up in a show.
Everyone is a Dhoni fan. Thala 7.
I mean, Virat's really a Dhoni fan.
Exactly.
So it has to be
Yeah.
bowing down
Yeah,
that way.
producer Saab, just help us out if you could put out a graphic or just the list of all the all the players who are going to be a part of the accelerated round. It'll be a
Or
great
just
help.
let us know essentially when the accelerated process is going to start.
Yeah.
Because we'd love to alert the people in the watch along right now as well. And if you guys want more information, you can always check out the cricket.com website, because we're kept you abreast with all the things which has gone on in the auction. And some of the key Indian names, I'm talking about Kashvi Gautam, I'm talking about Vrinda Dinesh. They have fantastic stories like every athlete has, and check those out because they've already been converted
Even on
to written
Twitter, you put a
pictures.
lot of like stats.
Yeah,
and everything.
100%. X, Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, check out Neha's page as well, not on the
Never on the back foot.
Never, not
Not on the back foot.
never on the back
on the
foot.
back foot.
RCB buys Pavi, we just spoke about it. So you have Kate Cross, you have Ekta Bish, you have Georgia Warren, you have Shubha Satish. You have one more who I'm forgetting.
Yeah, 4 is what I think.
Yeah,
5. I think we've got 5.
All right.
Just check again. I'm
Okay,
sure
one
we've got
of-
one more.
Yeah, I'm just going through the live blog on cricket.com just to confirm if there's any update on this. And unfortunately, there's no update on what was I talking about? The accelerated auction, of course.
yeah.
RCB buys, if I'm not wrong, there's just 4. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's just 4. See, Georgia Warren, Kate Cross, Ekta Bish, and Shubha Satish.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because RCB still have a little bit of money left. Let's see if they.
Man, all our Pentacars didn't even
And
make
in
it.
RCB, we haven't discussed Indrani Roy, dude. Like,
Yeah, RCB we didn't discuss only. We discussed the other 4 teams.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can talk about it. Indrani Roy, fantastic season for Jharkhand.
So,
Yeah.
so let's just break down RCB then, because you talk about his starting 11.
Yeah.
You give your thoughts first, and then
Yeah,
he'll
sure.
probably point out the discrepancies.
So there's Sophie Devine, Smriti Mandana, Elise Perry. Then they've got Heather Knight. And then they've got Richa Ghosh. No, Kanika Ahuja, then Richa Ghosh. So that's your top 6.
You back Kanika over Richa Ghosh.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Because Richa Ghosh is my finisher. And she's done well in that role for the Indian team as well. It might be a tad low, but she's done really well.
But because she's so good, isn't that a waste?
So is Kanika.
But not as good as.
Kanika
I think Richa is way better than Kanika.
See, that's not about way better.
But she's had already a way better impact in terms of a short career, right?
No, but Kanika, that role is for Kanika, this role is for Richa.
But
Kanika
still not played for India.
Who said she played?
Not as well as Richa has been doing.
Because
Right?
Richa has been playing for some time.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. So you give Richa the benefit of the doubt to bat higher.
There's no
up.
benefit of doubt. Kanika won us a game. Won us our first ever
That's
game.
one game. That's again a
We won only
value.
2 games.
But-
50% of our wins.
Bro, but think about Richa Ghosh is the talent. No one
I'm
else.
not saying no.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
saying no, but
No
that's
other
the
Indian
rule.
batter in RCB can do what Richa Ghosh does.
I know,
And
so we'll
also,
open with her.
Wicketkeeper batter.
So no, I'm
No,
not
I'm
saying.
saying power hitting.
Bhai,
That's
number
what I'm saying.
6.
Because if you want, imagine she comes in like 17, 18. You're saying
That's her role.
just 2 overs for her. I'd rather keep her for like at least 15,
Kanika
15.
can't do anything. Imagine if Richa gets out earlier then.
Richa is
Consolidate. Let Kanika
No,
consolidate.
no. That's
Bro,
not the
Kanika's
right
just going
way
to
of
eat
thinking.
up balls.
No,
she
Kanika is the
doesn't
last
actually.
person to do something. She's also a
Yeah.
hitter. She loves
Yeah,
scoring.
I don't know, I
It's
would-
the emerging
I would-
Exactly.
Asia Cup,
Exactly.
India A2.
And the Asian games as well. So give it some time. Kanika Ahuja, especially behind the square, she just loves shuffling and going behind the square.
I just think there's so much more potential. Sure, Kanika will prove me
Definitely.
wrong.
But yeah,
like,
let's talk about the rest of the lineup
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
That's
so that
your
could
top
be
6.
5 or 6.
Yeah,
because
that's your top 6.
I don't think Kanika batted a 5 RCB last year.
she did bat at 5.
She
It
did.
was
She had
Richa
like
Ghosh
a-
more than often, right?
No.
But
Kanika-
Richa batted higher than Kanika in all the
That-
games.
Kanika came in later. Kanika didn't play the first
But
two
not
games.
once where Kanika was higher than Richa.
No,
in the batting order.
no. The game that RCB won,
Richa batted a 5.
I'm pretty sure Kanika batted
Bro,
above
Richa
Richa.
got batted any lower. That's what I'm trying to say. If you look at RCB's all 8
He
games,
gave 5-6 पे वो दोनों.
because if you look at that 5, how you're confidently saying like Smriti, Sophie, Elise Perry, who's-
Heather Knight.
Heather Knight,
yeah.
those definitely make
Yeah.
the top 4. There's no disputing that.
Yeah.
By their logic, I just look at the names right now.
Yeah.
Right?
So okay, again to be clear, ठीक है 5 Richa, 6 Kanika, fine. That's debatable, ठीक है. But
Yeah.
that's your top 6 done.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Shriyanka Patil 8. Kate Cross 9. Asha Shobna at 10 and Renuka Thakur at 11.
And I know it's an unpopular call here, but I think I'd pick Georgia Wareham over Heather Knight in the starting 11. I'll tell you why. Because Wareham is more of a bowler who can bat, correct? And Heather Knight is more like a batter who's good.
Yeah.
And we're right now trying to plug in the
But
bowlers.
Heather Knight was our second highest wicket taker last year.
That bro, that's like saying anything.
I know, but she takes wickets and she's a very good batter. Look at it this way: batting differential.
But
the
batting,
amount
we
of,
don't need any problem. We do have batting
but
depth.
number 4 पे किसको खिलाओगे?
I would probably push up your Kanikas then. No.
That I feel is a slot too high. Number 4.
Because she's a
Richa-
designated finisher. right?
Yeah.
Then Richa.
No, Richa number 4 is too high. Richa number 4 to name high. No.
Why not?
Because in WPL,
See,
then I think
that's
one
her
of the
role,
teams
yeah.
put her at number 4. She really did not have a good go.
Okay, essentially then.
So Heather Knight
Speaking
would
of
play.
Orange team or Hobart.
Orange is Perth.
Not orange,
Sydney
purple,
Sixers.
purple.
Hobart Hurricanes. Yeah. She was also part of no.
And where is Ekta Bish fit in for all?
Now, so that's what if Ekta Bish comes in, then Shriyanka goes up, number 7. Then
Eight.
Kate Cross at number 8, Ekta Bisht Asha probably at number 9, Ekta at number 10, and then Renuka at number 11.
Asha gives you batting till like.
Yeah. Asha bats decently.
I just
top.
think Wareham could probably replace Heather Knight.
I feel it would sort of lighten our batting a bit too much.
Again,
But we have like honestly
No,
like
it doesn't work that
sizzling
way.
batters.
Even MI, despite having Matsiva Brandt, Harmanpreet, and Hayley Matthews, they still have Amelia Kerr at number 4, right? Because they need it. It's required. I would still have Heather Knight. There's no way I would sort of compromise on that. And also, to be honest, Heather Graham, Georgia Woham's bowling upgrade is not as big as Heather Knight's batting upgrade. So the differential that Heather Knight offers with her batting is a lot more.
But I would just trust an Aussie more than an English.
Nah, that is your bias.
In terms of that, like Heather Knight again is an ODI pro.
Nah, bro.
I think T20 cool. You can get mesmerized by her numbers in the blast and all of that stuff.
IPL में WPL में भी अच्छा किया भाई. She actually had a good season. She
She's
contributed.
the only saving grace for
Exactly.
Heather Knight doesn't spell X Factor. You know what I mean? She's like a proper
We don't
pro.
need X factors. We have enough X
Wareham.
factors. Richa Ghosh, Kanika Huja, Shreyanka Patil, Renuka. All of these are X factors.
Foreigners. Or I mean, your Sophie Devine and Elise Perry. Sure, they're great. Essentially, I was just saying Warren would probably give you more.
Probably, yeah, but I wouldn't play her.
Depends on the
And it's not like Heather
Yeah.
Knight can give you a 25 or 50, bro.
She can on her day.
She can, yeah.
Then that 114 that this Sushma Verma also scores, she can on a day.
But her days are far more often, are far more frequent.
But John
Heather
Wareham
Knight's
has age over Heather Knight. I know you can say experience and stuff, but like I generally
not
think
experience.
in all three
This
departments-
guy is now just arguing for the sake
in
of
all
it.
three
No,
departments, George Wareham can probably Georgia Wareham.
Could be. You're saying this only because she's an Aussie.
No,
There's literally
not just because of that. Because
No,
like
no.
I saw
Knight
Heather
is a
Knight last time
top.
out, bro. But like
No.
what like she gives England, she's not given RCB that. Sure, we give her another
See,
lifeline this time
to be
around.
honest, I wasn't entirely happy when Heather Knight came in last year for RCB because of that whole her whole take on the Munkerding bit and all of that. I was a bit annoyed, but she really contributed for RCB. She was like our David Willie. So to sort of put things in context, she contributed game in game out.
Yeah, again, but then-
had an off
That's like saying she's the best of the bad bunch, so you play her.
Not
again.
bad bunch. At least Berry, Sophie Devine, Smriti Mandana, Richa Ghosh. This is not a bad bunch.
Yeah, but essentially right now, in terms of all the other overseas products we had in the last year, Megan Shipp didn't deliver.
Yeah.
Then Van Niekerk didn't deliver.
She didn't play.
I mean, essentially, okay, fine. Even if you had to like rope her in, Erin Burns, obviously, like maybe another couple of games that she got.
She got a couple of games.
And
but-
Heather Knight, I'm just saying, like how Elise, Sophie keep their spots, no questions asked. Heather, I think, is questionable.
You can, in fact, I can argue that Heather contributed more than Elise and Sophie. Sophie, I know that 99. Smriti to pakka. Smriti to pucho hi mat.
Yeah, because you're saying you're taking a little bit of wickets from here and a little bit of a batting performance. But
But
essentially, none of those were like. I know like RCB didn't win any games, but they didn't really give us.
No, of course not much.
But she gives you conviction. Does
Yeah.
she give you conviction?
She's the
Yeah.
English skipper.
Captain of England.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She
man.
really inspires a lot of confidence in that setup. And considering the season we had, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
a lot
But
of
sports
value.
fan for some reason seems to agree with Avnish. He says Avnish is right. Boham overnight.
Exactly.
You need to get bowling better. Can't push Indian youngsters more down in the batting lineup.
No, I think this might happen. As this,
But think about it, right? Like Heather
So
Knight.
to begin with, I don't think this will happen. Maybe eventually they
As
go
the
down that
tournament
route.
progresses,
Sure,
yeah.
yeah, sure. Maybe if Heather Knight
And think
struggles.
about when she popped up in the auction. She popped up initially, and RCB were adamant to get her. They could have waited for the accelerated process. Obviously, the thing, Wareham. That was their first buy of the day.
Huh.
Yeah, I
So
mean, they were
obviously, there's
sure.
some thinking. It's not like they just be like, yeah, it's cool. I know the other players are coming in. Even though Ismail was on the cards.
Could be.
That's part of the plans, for sure.
I'm just giving
And which BBL franchise does she play for?
Georgia Woham.
Yeah. Don't tell me Adelaide. Because then
Renegades.
there's obviously
No,
a
not
link
the-
between...
not Adelaide.
I
There's a
think
link
Renegades,
between
no?
Luke
I'll have to
Williams and...
confirm. Because
I
for
think
me,
it's the
pink
Melbourne
jersey.
trend.
For me, to pink jersey yaad aa raha hai, Georgia Woham.
Because if it is Adelaide, then you obviously see the math
Yeah.
there with Luke Williams. Right?
मेरे को हाँ मेलबर्न रेनेगेड्स हाँ
Okay.
ये रेनेगेड्स का भी पिंक ही लगता है भाई मेरे को भी in my defense हाँ
Fair.
fair
So,
enough.
yeah, I mean, sports fans, you can agree to disagree.
yeah
I just believe that at times, because we were so diabolical with the ball in hand, we just need options and wicket takers. Heather Knight's a great option, sure. She can definitely do all three departments with brilliance, but
But I think through the tournament they might experiment with
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
It really
Eventually,
depends
yeah.
on the conditions. I truly believe that.
yeah, let's see how it goes. Keep your comments coming through, of course, and we'll give you all the updates on cricket.com with regards to this WPL auction. Lots more to like on our website and our YouTube playlist if you go through it. Akshay did come up with a Game Nights episode on Wednesday. Go check that
the
out.
first episode of the second edition is out, and guys, please do check it out. We've done a special edition with fans of, with members of the Team India's 12th man army. Do check it out. Great fun with them. Great fun hosting them. So please check that out. And a new episode drops in every Wednesday, is it?
Yeah,
every
Wednesday. And on Tuesday, the classics dropped us, so go check that out as well. And speaking of Mondays, that
Monday
is,
Live.
of course, Monday Night Live. Another big story that these guys are talking about in the broadcast right now is Kashfi Gautam. They're showing some of her highlights reel, and the celebrations, I feel, is so good to see. Because once you see any sort of passion and animation from these youngsters, male or female, you're just
look at that
take to
record,
them.
an economy of
Brilliant.
4.1.
Brilliant.
And a strike rate of 112 in women's cricket is
Still good.
It's
Yeah.
huge. 12 wickets to boast as well.
Good for
So,
Chandigarh.
Yeah.
what is the quality like there, Neha? The women's T20 trophy generally, do we see, really like competitive cricket there?
In the meantime, I'll just grab a cup of
Sure.
black coffee.
Yeah.
Sure.
Both of you need anything?
No, I got.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how do you view that tournament? Because essentially, when we talk about domestic T20 tournaments in India, the women's T20 trophy, where do you put it? I mean, is it a real reality check? Does it give us an indication that, okay, fine, there's a lot of things going right in women's cricket?
Look, I'll be honest with you, most of the matches are not televised. So
Yeah.
it's really challenging to actually, follow up with these matches. So our major source of insights is through the scorecards.
So there's no highlights accessible anywhere.
The highlights are accessible via BCCI's website, and some of the knockout games are also streamed. But most of the times we have challenge with streaming, right?
Correct.
So whatever we see from the scorecard, they do seem like competitive matches, slightly on the lower scoring end. But still, you get to see some competitive matches. And Kashfi Gautam, she's risen from the ranks.
Yeah.
And making the cut and actually getting a good deal like this in the auctions is certainly going to do her a world of good.
So was her claim to fame in that tournament? It has to be, right?
Yeah.
Because ultimately,
And
how
scouts, got to know about her through that.
Yeah, and it just makes you think, because if the WPL wasn't there, and thank God for it coming about,
Yeah.
it just gives a better, nourished platform for all these women cricketers to at least be felt and seen and heard. Because apart from that, otherwise, you're kind of looking at all these tournaments and you're trying to figure out how Indian cricket will go forward that way.
Yeah.
There's no access to highlights that much or the games itself. So I feel at times tournaments like the WPL can just do India a big boost. I know it's obviously said by many people, and I'm not the first one saying it, but just think about the importance and relevance when you actually look at it and break it down. Because the men's, of course, it's always well documented what the IPL does, but the WPL, what are you looking forward to in the second season the most? We saw what the first season had to offer. Obviously, it'll just grow in stature every tournament. Any particular change you would have made if you were part of the WPL committee?
I think this is a point we did deliberate earlier upon, is to have more venues. Right?
Yeah.
That's where probably, as Akshay pointed out, the rest days can come into play. But again, that might be, debated because it breaks the flow.
Correct.
So definitely, I think having more venues will be important. And I think the BCCI production team has been doing a great job with the, standalone app for WPL. So, they can put in a lot more content there, keep it interactive. The Instagram page is doing really well.
Correct.
And I really want the season 2 to be a platform for these young players to showcase their talent as well. Season 1 gave us some gems. I'm pretty sure season 2 will give us that as well. And I hope this really sets up the context for 2025, when we can have 6 teams that's going to be in the fray for the Women's Premier League. So there's a lot to look forward to, right?
100%. And 2025 is also the next T20 World Cup, right? Or is that the next ODI World Cup?
No, 2025 is the next T20 World Cup.
Correct. And the ODI World Cup's in 2024 or 2026? 2026, every 4 years. I think Saurav Ganguly is having a say, of course, about those 3 acquisitions that Delhi Capitals made. They came in and they literally swooped a big one, the biggest of the day, Annabelle Sutherland. So Delhi Capital fans absolutely chuffed to bits. Ned Woolley, brackets Pensby Toffee, goes on to say, astonished that the most successful spinner in the Australian Big Bash T20 history, Amanda Jade Wellington, is unsold. I mean, you talk about Australian spinners, how the hell is Alana King gone unsold as well? Because she's gone unsold. But Amanda Jade Wellington, your thoughts of her going unsold?
Again, quite shocking, disappointing as well. And with Amanda Jade Wellington, the thing is, she doesn't play a lot of international cricket, right? Because Australia ends up giving preference to Alana King now.
And she's a WBBL sort of
exploit.
exploit.
So Amanda Jade Wellington is mostly seen in their domestic circuit and a lot more in the WPL. But because of the abundance of options that Australia actually has, we don't get to.
Australia can make 3 teams or 4 teams, literally, maybe more with regards to the quality.
It's because of the ecosystem they've built, which India can learn from, even England.
And the quality that was there to see. I mean, if you guys saw some of the WPL games, it was quite brilliant indeed. But yeah, we welcome back Akshay right now because it's been like about 3 hours, 15 minutes since the Watchalong started for this auction. Maybe a little bit more. I stand corrected. But yeah, we've got some snacks for Nia as well.
Please help yourself.
What is it? Spanish tomato for the win. Healthy, baked, not fried.
That to Virat Kohli.
It's a Virat Kohli.
Look at that.
100%.
Yeah.
Tell us as well. You can tell us anything in these watch-alongs as we ask you, even in the men's one, what you eating and what do you guys do in terms of the weekend, and so on and so forth. Tomorrow, of course, we're going to be doing a watch-along for the India-South Africa game, and that starts at 9:30. So join us tomorrow, Sunday night. Thankfully, my beloved Manchester United play tonight at 8:30. And I don't have to worry about that tomorrow night. But tomorrow night, no, I'm good. Tomorrow night, catch us for the India-South Africa watch-along, the first T20 International. That'll be fun to watch and get your thoughts as well. Right, as you can see, a whole list of names going about. Meghna Singh, Gujarat's first buy, I think, on the day. And then they gone on to kind of get more names.
Phoebe Litchfield was Gujarat.
Sorry, Phoebe. The first Indian buy, indeed. And as you can see, some really, really good names over there. And I know some of the names are not household as yet, but trust me, what we've heard and this platform will definitely make their personalities grow in stature 100%.
I'm just curious to see S. Sajna. Just for that, those
100%.
Reactions from the management.
And just the learnings as well from each team, how they will reassess and go again and strategize. Just 5 teams. You have some great leaders. You talk about Meg Lanning. You talk about Harmanpreet Kaur, who was kind of spoiled with regards to the resources that she had at her disposal. But like you said, marshalling her troops so well that she got the best out of them. Sometimes, like, literally had to, for the sake of playing a player, play them or whatever. But again, even Beth Mooney and her camp will be thinking about maybe with this wholesale sort of thing they've done in the auction, Gujarat can kind of resuscitate their chances for the next season.
Definitely, and they'd be hoping that Beth Mooney stays fit. It really didn't help.
And Ash Gardner, those two are key. Those two are absolutely key because every time we've mentioned UP, and I think that'll be a theme with them for the next 2-3 years, that their spin. It'll be spin it to win it essentially. With Dipti there, Eccleston there, who else is there?
Deepti Eccleston, there's Rajeshwari Gaikwad, there's Parshavi Chopra.
Yeah.
So a lot of spin options there. Pacers is what they were also looking for. They've gotten a couple, I'm forgetting who, but they need more because that's something we've spoken about as well.
Yeah, we took this one. Let's move on to the next comments. And Ned, if you're new, please subscribe. We're going on nicely to 39.2K if we've not hit there already. To think Kashvi Gautam now earns more than Harman is quite something to talk about. Yeah,
that's just IPL salary, but I mean WPL salary. But
clearly,
that's like I don't know, Cameron Green earning more than Virat Kohli.
Rohit Sharma for sure.
Yeah, 17.5. Yeah, then 100%. Can't Disha Kasat play at 4 and then we can have where 7?
No, that's
Disha Kasat at 4. Okay.
Because if you're playing Disha Kasat, that means one of Kanika Huja, Shriyanka Patil, or Richa Ghosh.
Then I would probably like go back to that conversation. Neither Kanika or Richa goes to 4.
I didn't mean, but
no, to play where because obviously Heather Knight will be sitting out then, right?
Again, this depends on how Heather Knight performs. I'm pretty sure she'll start.
But more than the batting order that we are like debating upon, I think again it's role clarity that is so important in any T20 franchise.
Definitely.
If you had to kind of put roles for that top 4, just the top 4, what would that be and why?
See, I'd want a left-right combination at the top, which I think Smriti Manna and Sophie.
So is your message to Smriti, bat the 20 overs and players will bat around you? What is your message?
No, I'd want her to go attacking from ball 1 because she is that kind of player, and because she's the captain of the side, she kind of takes that anchor-ish type role.
Correct.
And that's why Sophie Devine was going all guns blazing. But because Smriti Mandan was getting dismissed earlier, it just put pressure on the rest of the batters to follow, right?
So can they correct that in terms of just being a mental switch more than will and over skill?
I think it can definitely be that.
And in case Smriti gets out early, we always have someone like Elise with all her experience to steady the ship, right? Because Elise also is pretty much like what AB used to be for us, where he would probably wear out the first 1 over max and then go mad. But again, like I feel like there's such a big prize in Elise's wicket in that RCB order. And that's why I feel like Kanika and Richa, they need to start playing situations better. And
Which they did.
which
Kanika
they
too,
have,
yeah,
to be fair. And obviously, we can never judge any cricketer with just 8 games. And
Sample size is too
sample
small.
size is way too small. But because the top 4 consists of 3 gung-ho overseas players, the Indians should chip in.
Which they will. But,
Because
like
if
I
the
said,
Indians chip in, the rest take care of themselves. How often would you see
100%, 100%.
Divine, Perry, and if Heather Knight gets a gig, all 3 of them failing together? I know it happened more often than last year, but it's
No,
insane.
yeah, even in the BPL, Sophie Devine plays for Perth Scorchers.
Yeah,
Heather and Elise Perry, they play together at the Sydney Sixers.
yeah.
So that probably happened there. But yeah, it's not often you see three leaders sort of playing together.
Correct.
Teams have expressed interest for Veda Krishnamurthy.
Keep
Oh
players on the
my
field
goodness.
next. Veda Krishnamurthy, Sushma Verma, Anuma Chetri, 2 of my 3 girls. I mean, and technically one of
Call the
yours.
press.
For sure. See, Veda, I think, because she probably will have like some future DRS YouTube show. And she needs to say on and ask me if they
Context, please set some context. I don't think.
I think Asmi missed one pace bowler.
क्यों भाई Kate Cross?
Kate Cross, not out of pace.
और कौन चाहिए? Shabnam Ismail is the only out and out pace option that was available.
Kind of, no?
Kate Cross is
Tara
experienced.
Norris is still there.
Tara Norris is again.
How fast is Kashvi? Is she like
And 120s, 130s. क्या?
120s?
No.
Not that much,
110s. 110s.
110s.
India में 120s झुलन के अलावा.
Yeah, I
So one second, that day when Bishnoi was bowling, he bowled 116 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, Shahid Afridi's bowled at 120.
Shahid Afridi is like really pacer early, bro. Bishnoi 116
Yeah.
clicks. That's ridiculous. So you and me, if we have to go to the MRF Pace Foundation to measure our pace.
I know I've bowled at 110s and once I've bowled at 121. I know I have.
So that's your like if you're bending
Full
your
मतलब
back.
हाँ एकदम.
That's 121.
121 एकदम. And
Shit.
121 is rare, so I would say 110s is my normal speed. Like
So 121 is like
70s, 60s.
at best.
so 121 is what like a Balachandra
Stuart
Akhil.
Binney.
Stuart Binney.
Yeah, exactly.
Sandeep Sharma now.
Stuart Binney with that run up. It's not even like he's
Oh
bowling.
my
He's just
word.
comes casually.
Shit.
So it's not easy bowling pace.
That's madness.
Yeah, it's not.
And how hard it must be to face it.
Yeah.
That's quite ridiculous as well, right? So yeah, let us know if you guys think you bowl over 120 kilometers in case.
No.
But if you don't, then don't worry about it. So the key players in the bid next, as you can see, all 3 Indian names, 3 really contrasting names in terms of the age profile as well. Uma being the youngest of the
youngest.
lot.
Both of them in excess of the other two being in excess of 35
Yeah.
probably.
And Sushma did play the WPL last year.
Yeah.
Veda didn't.
Veda's 31, 32. Yeah. Veda
Yeah.
wasn't picked. Sushma did play.
Correct. Veda was on comms. 1 Smriti, 2 Divine, 3 Perry, 4 Kanika / Kasat, 5 Knight, 6 Isha Ghosh, 7 Warren, 8 Sriyanka, 9 Iktabish, 10 Renuka, 11 any Indian player.
भाई / बहन दिशा कसट / कनिका हो जा तो मैं सपने में भी नहीं सोचा. It's a no brainer for me. It's a no brainer. मतलब I was hoping in India A series maybe she'll do something, but she's a proper anchor. She can't accelerate.
Who?
Disha Kasat.
No, that means that's
So
what I'm saying.
Kanika is definitely. So I'm saying.
But
it's
you
a
didn't want
no-brainer.
Kanika at 4, no?
No. I'm just saying between the two it has to be Kanika.
Okay.
Baki I would still start. Like personally, I'm thinking they would still start with Heather Knight, not Georgia Warham. Warham would come in eventually if Heather Knight has an off season with the
Oh, yeah. So,
Oh.
Okay, so Veda, will she go? It's turn 2. It's round 2 for Veda Krishnamurthy. The real
Oh,
VK
she's got it a bit from Gujarat Giants.
the VK effect.
Yeah, now at least you can. Yeah, now Monday Night Live, abhi possibility hai.
Oh my god, she's gonna charge me 30 lakhs. Oh my god, for the gig. Insane.
got hired.
But it actually makes sense that they've gone for her because their pattern did seem a bit thin on resources, especially on the domestic
Last
front.
sold to Giants.
Yeah.
I want to ask Veda if like any of the franchisees have approached her before the auction, how they do it, right? Whether the player knows a little
They
bit.
keep training camps. And
Yeah, all of that.
yeah.
Or whether they,
Oh,
you know,
RCB is better off. That's a good backup to have.
I love it.
Wow.
I love that. Maybe the number 4 spot can be filled now.
No. Top order opener.
Yeah,
Where,
boss.
but we have no.
But where would you slot?
She's
her?
an opener.
Yeah, but now she can be an auxiliary number
But
4 right
wasn't
now.
she batting in the middle or during that New Zealand series?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for Gujarat Giants she opened. point.
It doesn't matter.
But
bro.
T20s where we need that.
I'm saying auxiliary.
I
number
know,
four.
understood. So you're saying Elise Perry, Meghna, then Kanika.
So
and yeah,
yes.
that's a good buy. That's actually
So
a good
RCB's
buy.
fifth buy, and it's a beauty.
Yeah. So number 4, you're saying Meghna. Number 5, Kanika. Number 6, Richa. Number 7,
Very.
Georgia. Yeah. Number 8 would be
Crossy.
Shriyanka. Number 9, Crossy. 10. Okay, that does
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah. for
Wow,
sure.
that's nice. That's
Sushma
actually a good buy.
Varma.
Will she go back to Gujarat Giants?
No.
No, I don't think they'd want her back.
That 114 not out was an absolute beaut. I
Have you
hope.
seen the notes?
I hope it was a better
He has
100.
no clue.
It was faster than Manish Pandey's 114.
Nice.
Okay.
73 balls.
Yeah.
How do I know that? Game nights. Go check that episode
Game
out.
nights, episode 6, episode 4. Please
Unsold.
check it out.
Oh, Sushma, she doesn't get it. She's being sushed.
Why is on the RCB team like that? Management.
Oh,
Simran
Simran
Bahadur.
Bahadur.
That's a name that.
Yeah.
They-
Oh, ICB is also bid for her.
How did
Another
the
name.
camera person know that?
I mean, they were just randomly. They have cameras on every team. They
Okay.
just must have.
I think
found
Gaurav Nandan Tripathi called
Yeah.
it in the comments. The fact that we literally, someone needed to go for Simran Bahadur. And RCB being brave. Play
Bahadur.
bold, play Bahadur.
it. Was expecting that to come in soon.
Play Bahadur, man. Come on. Does Simran Bahadur have a little knock in the door and be like, can I start in the 11 of RCB?
By the way, her name is Simran Dil Bahadur.
Dil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, sold to RCB.
Yes,
Let's
nice.
go.
Brilliant. Well done. Back-to-back buys.
Yep.
Is
yep.
RCB doing an RR? They bought?
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Accelerated.
And Malolan likes it as much as he
Course,
liked
yeah.
a little couple of starters in Suzy Q
All-round.
last week. Saw him in Suzy Q, bro.
Okay,
Oh,
yes.
Malo.
Malo.
Oh.
Good old Malo.
But talking about overseas options, because RCB have an overseas slot left, have any overseas names? I mean, have they shortlisted any overseas names? Is there any update on that? Because
Share
Kim
the
Garth,
list.
Kim Garth and Chamari haven't been selected, so they are.
But I hope
unsold.
RCB doesn't go for Chamari because she's
Yeah, I
really
know.
not slotted
But
there.
Kim Garth, I wouldn't mind. Just
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
backup
yeah.
pacer.
Oh, there's a bit
So
for
the
Warriors, from the Warriors. not-
Understandable.
Goar Sultana gets pocketed. Brilliant. NBH, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We did take your comment. Keep the other ones
Umar
firing.
Chetri is here.
Shauna, if you can. Umar Chetri, 100% will
Gujarat
go.
Giants should ideally go. for-
Someone's buying her because someone's called.
You need that wicket keeper back.
Yeah.
option, right? I think Mumbai, do they have money? No, I don't know.
Look, at the end of the day, RCB can just buy one more.
Yeah, and even the Giants.
And Umar Chetri, give me Slaughter number 4.
Meghna.
No.
Meghna is a better choice.
But right now, Chetri,
No.
Wicket
Unsold.
keeper, no?
imagine a Chetri playing for 2 Bangalore franchises. You know? Umar and Sunil. Nishu
But-
Chowdhury. This is how Anil Suresh is asking us. Nishu Chowdhury. Just
By
by
the
Taran Addison players, a pace of RCB, the Knight and where in both.
Nah,
can
nah,
play.
nah, nah. I wouldn't
Where
say
would
that.
you put Divine? No? Then if I think it would really mess up the
Play
overseas
bold,
other
pick
competition.
Bahadur.
No, no,
That's
so-
true. RK Cricket Talkies, I can't crack that joke first, but look,
Yep.
funny
No,
minds think
wait,
alike.
They're playing. They're basically saying, let's not take Kate Cross. So
Okay,
instead of
okay.
because Tara Norris then becomes the second pacer. I don't think Tara Norris can be our second pacer.
Who's the 6th overseas for RCB?
Sixth cube, bhai.
I don't know. He's asking.
Kate Cross ke badle they'll play one of these.
No, I'm saying in the squad he's saying. So we have
Oh yeah,
Sophie
that's what,
Devine,
yeah.
Elise Perry, Heather Knight,
We'll see.
Wareham,
Kate Cross. Yeah, that's it. We need the last slot is still remaining. We have to see.
Okay, let's see. It'll be interesting to see who
So
we
Mumbai
get
and Capitals are done. Warriors are also done with their
Yeah.
18.
for sure. By the way, we're getting to close to 100 likes and guessing.
Please, yeah,
please
please.
like, please like, please. Really,
Please do,
really
please
means a
do.
lot. It mean a lot to Nia as well for her in-studio
Debut.
debut, which has been brilliant, by the way.
Yeah.
And so has the auction.
Mm.
Parnika
Was a
Sisodia,
part of the Gujarat setup only
not,
last year.
not related to Lavneet Sisodia.
No.
No
Oh, yeah.
chance. No, I'm good. So Parnika, will she get the nod?
Again, she had a good domestic season actually. in
RCB, I love you for picking S. Meghna and Simran. With Simran, now they have a proper T20 bowler along with number 7 made. What do you mean now they have a proper T20 bowler? Tell him! Tell him, bro.
Why
You tell
can't you
me.
tell?
Because I like how you tell people off.
Yeah.
Bhai, इसका
Yeah.
क्या मतलब है? We have Renuka
In
Thakur.
typical Akshay style, be like, Abe.
अबे पागल है क्या?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I called it. I called it.
We've
I
got it.
called this.
But now,
Yes.
but now,
Shauna, clip the reaction,
But
and before
should-
that, clip
but,
the fact.
but should they have gone for her?
Yes, this is a very good buy.
But-
Heather Knight को हटाओ, खिलाओ.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because वो left hand option यही चाहिए था, not leg spinner.
But
बहुत सही.
But
I
Heather
call
Knight, you
this.
didn't want Heather
I'm
Knight.
happy. Excellent buy, yaar. Excellent.
But
buy.
you wanted Heather Knight in the starting 11.
No, I said Sophie
So
Molyneux
now
before.
she comes in the starting 11.
I told you Sophie Molyneux over Heather Knight even before.
So what about your dream buy? Now we can't have that.
Who's my dream buy?
That Olga Prendergast.
Ola Prendergast.
Ah,
Yeah,
Prendergast.
unfortunately, no. She didn't even feature, to be honest, so I don't think she's going to
She
be
came,
part.
no? She went unsold.
Yeah, she
No,
went
no,
on
no.
throat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When did her name
Or
come?
did she pop up in the comments?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
in the comments.
Oh, both of you alag discuss. And Taranum Pathan goes to Gujarat, the home of Pathans. Yep, there you go.
Irfan knows her. Knows her, man. Yusuf knows her.
Is that the end of the auction? Yeah, by the looks of it. But fantastic buy from RCB. I'm really happy. Please,
Bro,
clip-
RCB did a crazy sort of scene there, bro.
Actually, the
Insane.
prediction got right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
loved how proactive they were
yeah.
in the last 3 bits where they got Meghna, they got
Simran
Simran.
and
And Sophie
Sophie,
Molyneux.
actually 3 very good buys, 3 very smart buys. This is why I said, we have to wait till the accelerated auction because most of these teams, they would want to play their cards close to their chest, which is what RCB has done, I feel.
Smart player.
Yeah, very smart from them.
Wow.
Now they have actually a good lineup, good backups. Sophie Molyneux was the one pick they needed to round it up beautifully.
Oh my God, thank you, Rachna. That really means a lot for someone who was unable to watch the auction. I mean,
Thank
UK,
you,
this has
yeah.
been an amazing watch. Brilliant. High five to you virtually and enjoy the rest of your Saturday and the weekend, of course. The auction has just ended. There's more live updates and, of course, news you can follow on cricket.com. Remember the name, it's simple. Cricket.com, the
/
MS Dhoni of all domains, 100%. Neha, just before we wrap up, quite a brilliant RCB rush to the show at the end of the show, of course, there. Gives us more conviction heading into that WPL season. But so far, in the last 4 hours, or beg your pardon, 3.5 hours, what's really stuck out? Not just your debut, but of course,
The
everything
auction,
else.
yeah.
The auction as
I
well.
think it's been a pretty interesting auction. Like we saw how the Indian like domestic players, like uncapped players got picked, right? We had Brinda Dinesh, then you had
Kashvi
Gautam also get picked. So it's really amazing.
Sadhana. That would we
Shubham
remember
Satish.
that name, at least 3 of us,
Yeah.
because of that.
Sadhana, yeah.
For
And
sure.
she got picked. And we saw like how Mumbai also went in and got those players for 10 lakhs. And we know they've again unearthed gems
Yeah.
there, So that way it was a brilliant auction, and I think all the teams looked like very formidable. And as an RCB fan as well, the last part we saw how beautifully
100%.
they were able to acquire some of the players,
Yeah.
especially Akshay wanted Sophie Molyneux. So
So
that is
do you
also
think
sorted.
Sophie is up with everyone else in terms of the best RCB buy of the day?
For me personally, yeah, because that really was a gap and they really had to fill it. They filled it.
Because they've got
I'm not
upgrades in
saying
everywhere
best,
else.
yeah, I'm not saying best, but yeah, it's right up there. Meghna also now in hindsight, the more I think of it, because she's also she plays in that middle she plays that middle order role. We now actually can afford to drop Heather Knight. So now number 4 Meghna, number 5 is Kanika, number 6 Richa, number 7 can be Sophie Molyneux, number
George
8
Wareham.
or her.
Or Wareham,
Yeah. Number 8 is Shriyanka, 9, 10,
Cross.
11 Cross, Asha and Renuka.
Yeah.
Looks a very solid
yeah,
side.
very good
Most
city.
I would say all bases covered because with Sophie Molyneux, now you have 3 of your top 7 batters who are left-handed.
Yeah.
Kanika, Sophie and Smriti.
Yeah.
So perfect variety there. Now bowling, you have a slow left armer, you have a leg spinner, you have an off spinner, you have 2 pacers, you have a new ball pacer, you have your depth.
So
options
versatility in attack indeed.
Really good.
And I
Well
generally
done.
think, literally, if you look at each player, it's an upgrade on each. Because we walked into this auction thinking, oh yeah, we need an upgrade on someone like Preeti Bose. We need an upgrade on Megan
Yeah, see,
Schutt.
Bish didn't even make it to the 11
Right,
now. The
Bish-
11 that I
exactly,
mentioned.
right?
Yeah.
And then even Megan Schutt, as good as she was, Kate Cross gives us a completely different sort of
Outlook, yeah,
So
sort of
Kate
thing,
Cross is more of an all-phase bowler. That way, Megan Schutt is predominantly good with the new ball. So that way, an upgrade for sure.
And are we doing a watch along for the second T20?
Let's start the watch along and the second game, and we're
Well,
live
you're
from
live.
today.
No, we're just joking. You guys can catch the all the updates on
Yeah.
cricket.com. It's been thoroughly entertaining indeed. We started this around 250, but we've gone up all the way on. And how many likes have you got?
That's what I'm looking at. It's at 76. Guys, come on. 100.
like,
Please make sure you hit the like button.
And there's a Watchalong tomorrow as well. South Africa, India.
Exactly.
Gujarat, Nix, and I'll be doing it, of course. But we'll see much more of Neha and Akshay going forward, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Brilliant. Neha, you killed it. Absolutely brilliant.
Of course.
And Akshay,
nicely done.
you too, man. Brilliant stuff. And well called on Sophie Molyneux, because essentially you got what you wanted. RCB got what you wanted.
Yeah. Just one thing to close out. Amit had asked why didn't she play the WPL. Sophie, she was injured. She's not played any
Which
games.
Sophie is this?
Sophie Molyneux. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not played any top flight cricket since last November. So, but she's put herself in for the auction. So I'm assuming she is fit enough.
Yeah, we'll
Fingers
be fit
crossed.
in there.
Yeah, fingers crossed. That'll happen.
There are lots of S's
Yeah.
in the RCB camp right now. Not just the captain, but Simran
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. That's S. Meghana.
It's
Yeah.
quite ridiculous.
Oh, England won.
Let us know in the comments what you guys enjoyed the most about the Watchalong, let alone the auction, of course. There's current RCB captain. over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Not
I
current.
know we're not covering this match by means of a watch long. At least Vasant.
Are you covering this match?
No, we're not.
Unfortunately, no, Vasant. I mean, we also need some break because we've been live for the last 3.5 hours. We'll try our best going forward. We'll cover as many games of the Indian
And
women's
we
team
hope you
as well.
like this one. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Thank you so much.
And it's
once
worth
again,
watching
guys.
again, because you guys know how like the auctions played out. So if you guys want to listen to our reactions, please rewind,
Yeah.
check it out later as well. And it's something definitely worth to share to all the other friends and family who love women's cricket or cricket in general. Cricket.com is the place to be. My name is Avnish Hegde. We'll wrap up proceedings right now with Neha and Akshay. That's all we have time for. Thanks for watching it. Brilliant.
Brilliant.